18-year-old and shit like that, right?
His daughter.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Damn, it's been a minute since we did one of these.
Hot minute.
How long has it been?
I can't
least
remember.
6 months.
Longer than that.
Longer than that.
And Callan's just not part of the fight. This is the fight companion these
Wow, you're kicking him out. I can't believe it. I knew it was going to happen.
days. Dude, what are we going to do? We got to fall in kind of... Got to put him out to sea, man. He's getting old. He just can't make it
What's
anymore
that
and
dude
shit.
from the Beatles that they kicked out?
Jamie
What's
said
his
that.
name?
Before Ringo came in.
Yeah.
Was he the original
Peter
drummer?
or something like that?
Right? He was a drummer, right?
Well, fuck Peter if you bring in Ringo.
He was. It was so sad. Pete Best.
Yeah.
I was listening to this Malcolm Gladwell book on tape. It's called Outliers, and they got into a part about the Beatles. The Beatles, man. When this Pete Best, he was there in the beginning, man. He did these crazy gigs with them. Could you imagine, like, you being a part of a band, and then you get kicked out of that band, it turns into the Beatles.
The Beatles?
I mean, that's never happened before. I mean, no one has ever been the Beatles before, right? So no one has ever been. Is that him right there?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't look like he fits in, does he?
Dude.
No one has ever been that guy.
I bet he went home
How
and was
about
like,
those
yeah, I'm
chicks
done, but they suck.
screaming when they first...
Oh, my God. There was nothing like that before that. That's what
There's
people...
people say that was all staged.
No.
Come
Come
on,
on, Eddie.
Those girls
dude.
screaming?
Fuck,
There's
no.
people saying that.
There's not good enough
It was on
actors out there.
YouTube.
Then Biebers
Oh,
are
it was on
faking
YouTube.
too.
I'll send you a link.
The Biebs has the same effect on
Listen,
girls.
man, girls lose
Nobody-
their mind when
nobody
they see
is-
certain dudes, Brendan
Never
Schaub.
like that, though. Never like... if you look at that old...
Bitches go crazy.
That footage...
Bitches go crazy.
Look at those chicks.
Dude, that's
screaming.
because they didn't have the internet. They didn't know they were being dorks. That was natural. That's how every girl naturally feels.
There's
You
no
think that was natural?
Instagram.
100%.
There's no Instagram. There's nothing.
This
So
is-
the first time you see them in person,
We have.
Is there a
we have
possibility
sense.
that it was set up?
No.
Is there a possibility?
Stop with the conspiracies.
No?
We have an idea of what women are based on how women behave around us when they're worried about the way we think about them. The same way we behave differently when it's all us when there's no women around. There's just ways that people behave.
Yeah.
And if you leave all these women together, hold on a second. If you leave all these women together and it's 19 what? What year was that?
what's that, the
62?
60s? Late
63,
60s.
62, right when
64,
JFK
I
died?
think. Dude, they didn't even barely have books back then. I
Dude,
mean,
they
there
didn't
was
have
no.
shit.
There was
They're
no
happy to get out of the
internet.
kitchen. They got
Of
the Beatles
course
walk
they
Do we
by.
had-
have
of course
footage
they
of
had-
them girls screaming?
Of course they had books. I'm joking. But what I'm not joking around about is that no one had ever experienced anything like that before. And if you get all these girls together and they're seeing these guys who they're seeing on television and they're seeing on the Ed Sullivan show and they're seeing them everywhere and they're in the newspapers and the magazines and they see these guys and the sounds they make are so good and the way they sing and play music together is so magical and it's so unprecedented and it's a new kind of sound and they're just special.
You know-
and these girls just can't help it. They're like, me!
Yeah, crying.
You know when
They're
you ever
screaming
seen a
from the
taping?
eggs.
You ever see a taping of a TV show?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the big applause light with
Yeah.
applause and they
Yeah.
make? Is that a real applause or is that a fake applause?
I mean, that's fake. They're
Okay.
there for
So it's
that.
possible.
They're conditioned.
Oh, well,
that's
not
a
only-
different level,
that's a different
bro.
level, dude.
Come on,
This
Eddie.
is not
already, bro.
This is
We're
not
5
that.
minutes in.
Listen, those applause
drunk.
lights, they're not a conspiracy. They're not a conspiracy, but they are kind of cheesy.
Dude, you look at Justin Bieber's concert. I mean, listen, I work
He's
security.
hot as fuck.
He is hot. But I work security for like some of these bands, and I worked for when Hillary Duff was in her heyday. I'm talking bitches passing out from excitement. I had to grab their big asses out of the crowd.
Yeah, that's
not
not-
fake.
that's
Eddie.
real, dude.
I'm talking bitches crying.
We have to understand that girls have a completely different reaction. Not all girls, but some girls.
Some
But I'm
dudes
talk-
too
I'm
with
talk-
you,
yes.
bro.
Do you remember the reactions? There's a lot of Beatles footage of the audience, but there's girls just fucking flipping out, screaming and crying, like just going nuts. You remember those shots?
100%. Look, do I think that girls would act up to get on camera to make it a bigger deal? Yes. Do I think that's what they were all doing? No.
Look at this mayhem.
Dude, I think they couldn't believe that the Beatles were actually there, and there had never been anybody like the Beatles before.
Cock thirsty, bro.
Dude, I think they were just hypnotized. There's something singing out in their DNA about that music. Because, look, we can listen to the Beatles today, and it's still great. I listened to the White Album just the other day. It was amazing.
How is it
I
that
listened to it from beginning to end. I
They
was like,
weren't
this
that
is
sexy
incredible.
though. They weren't like
don't have to
heartthrobs.
be.
They had dickhead haircuts.
They don't have to
They
be.
look basic.
They don't have
No, I
to
know
be.
it's the music.
It's the music. They're so good. And this movie, or this book rather, the Malcolm Gladwell
Outliers.
book, was all about extraordinary performances, like what people have done that's been completely extraordinary. And one of them was talking about how the Beatles got so good because they played, I think it was Berlin was where they played, or Hamburg. One of those. They played somewhere where they played all night. They played like multiple hours a night, and they played every day. They played an insane number of
In
shows.
front of audiences?
In front of audiences.
Yeah.
They just played constantly. And he talked about the importance of that by the time we got to see them, by the time they were on television, they had played together so many more times than the average band will do in their entire career. Like the sheer numbers, they were always playing, always doing these live performances. I forget where it was.
The Cavern Club.
Where was it?
Beatles at the Cavern Club is what it was called, I think.
No, where was the place that they performed early in their career? I want to say it was Hamburg.
This says the first of a long series of resident nights during a traditional jazz evening. They performed an interval as the only rock group during an all-night session, including jazz. Maybe
It might be one
that was
of
a long
many
concert.
things they've done.
I would not
I
wanna
think
be
this was
there.
before they made it. This was like as they were like young guys coming up.
here's another
Just-
thing about the Beatles in Hamburg. Hold on.
Just so
Oh, is
many
that it?
repetitions.
Yeah, and he talked about how, and then think about that Pete Best dude. Just going, fuck, I was in the mix.
I wonder did he end up doing anything? Did he start his own band?
How do you recover from that?
Biggest L of all time.
Here's the thing, there's never been a Beatles before. So we're looking at the Beatles like we already know they're awesome. They're all already a part of pop culture history.
I missed them. I'm younger.
Yeah, but if we lived back then, man, if it was like 1963 and the Beatles burst in the scene, you would be like, what the fuck?
Is there anything close to that? Now we have too much stimulus. We see it too much. Instagram, we get
hard,
inside their
man.
lives.
It's hard.
There's
It's
not
hard to find
some
anything
huge
like
band.
that.
There's that Korean band that's fucking huge.
A Korean band?
Yes, that
What are they
girls
called?
freak out. A K-pop band. I forget their name, but they're starting to. You'll see they'll put them in like at the Grammys and stuff, and the entire crowd is these young teenage Korean girls going fucking ape shit for
Whoa.
them. They're huge. But there's like the Backstreet Boys and New Kids
What
on the
about
Block and shit.
Babymetal? Have you heard of them?
What?
Babymetal?
No.
You haven't heard of Babymetal?
Never, bro.
You've heard of Babymetal? Dude.
Jamie's on the ball with
Dude,
the
they're
young
always-
kid
they're-
stuff.
always.
Dude,
Ear to the
Babymetal.
ground.
Babymetal is super technical power metal, but they have little Japanese girls singing.
What?
It's
Sounds
insane.
terrible.
It's gigantic.
Oh my God.
It's gigantic.
Are you into
what
it,
a
Eddie, or no?
crazy
It's just big.
combination.
No, it's just funny.
You can't put this on YouTube, right? We'll get
Just a
yanked.
second I can, but
Damn.
And it's super hardcore metal. This is
Whoa.
like, it's like, what?
We talk about repetitions. They do, in Korea. You can watch a documentary on the K-pop stuff,
Yeah.
and they don't like. It's not chemistry where they get them together. They force them together, and then you're talking 14 hours a day. They make them rehearse, practice. They can't have girlfriends, boyfriends. They tell them when to eat, where to sleep. It's a beast. Fuck that noise. That's why, like, one of the biggest Korean pop singers of all time committed suicide. Just didn't want to deal with the restrictions and the control and
Sounds like
hated it.
Illuminati.
Jesus
Beast,
Christ. Also, they're like the old school studio model.
Yep.
You know, remember that? You ever hear that? What they used to
Menudo?
do? No. With didn't they used to do that with? They used to do that with bands. They used to do that with even with movies. They'd sign in the old school studio days. They'd sign them to these long-term contracts, and they would produce all the stuff for them.
And force them to do things. And
Yeah,
yeah.
studios
I think
would
it's always
sign
been that
actors
way.
to contracts, right? Do
I
they still
think-
do that?
That's them, by the way, Jamie.
yeah, BTS. Is what
BTS. Behind the scenes, is that what stands for?
That's crazy.
We haven't said anything about the
I
fights.
don't. Yeah, I
whatever,
don't know.
dude.
I don't know anything about what young kids are doing today. I have to go to Jamie, and Jamie's an intermediary because he's a grown man.
Yeah.
He's not a boy.
He's a blue belt
He's
in
not
the
a
young
20-year-old.
kids.
How old are you?
35. I have to try to pay attention.
We're the same. I tried
he's
too,
struggling.
man.
Jamie's struggling to pay attention.
The young girls, I was at the mall today with my son. The young girls with the cut off jean shorts and the ass cheeks hanging out the
Crazy.
back. I know that's in.
Dude, that is crazy.
I mean, just ass out the back, bro.
Out the back. People are just trying so hard.
Just to get recognition, man.
It's a fascinating time to be a person. It really is. So interesting right now.
It's a good time.
Oh, yeah, it's a great time.
Also a rough time.
Wow, it's
With all the
always-
mass shooters. And
That's the
crazy
fucked
to
up
me.
part. Like,
Especially in Thousand Oaks.
How
that was
is-
a safe-ass place.
yeah, how is that
And a
happening?
Marine, a former Marine.
How about a dude that was in the Las Vegas shooting as a survivor was a survivor in the Thousand Oaks shooting?
You know,
Yeah.
What are the fucking odds of that?
what are the
Same
odds of
year?
that? Isn't that insane?
Think about the odds of that. That's why I was talking to my
What?
girl. Think about the. I think there was someone who was in the Vegas shooting who survived that. Who was at this one that died, right?
Was there?
I think so. Either way, it's dark shit. And they don't have no idea his motive or anything, right?
The cops had investigated him. They investigated him fairly recently because they thought he was unstable or something like that. I think his mom called the cops. Like somebody called the cops
Yeah.
on him, and they investigated him, talked to him. And
That's always tough if you're FBI. Like, what do you want us to do? Arrest him for being fucking weird? Like, he didn't threaten us. Like,
Exactly.
what can we do?
for everyone that does this,
Can't trail
there's
the guy nonstop.
100,000 that don't. You know, I mean, you got to figure out what the fuck is it that allows people to decide to hit that switch. Like, I don't know if they understand that. Like, what's the psychological motivation of that? But it's got to be a sign that there's something wrong with our culture if it's popping up so often.
And
It's got to be a sign that there's something wrong.
Obviously, they always chalk it up to mental health, and all right, yeah, he has mental health.
100%.
But you know how many people have mental health issues, and none of
but
them are going to
there's-
blow
but
people up or shoot people.
There's different kinds of mental health issues.
But there's also just bad people.
Yeah, but
Sometimes we
it
got
is.
to chalk it up to that too.
That's true too. But you know, a lot of bad people, like a giant number, have had horrible things happen to
Yeah.
them. That's where it gets weird. Because it's like, okay, what made this guy become who he is? I
Yep.
mean, you definitely should arrest someone who does evil shit, right? But what makes a person get to a point where they can do evil shit? There's a whole series of events probably take place, including abuse, physical abuse, maybe sexual abuse.
Then
Like, who
sometimes
knows?
there's not. Sometimes you just get a bad
right.
apple. Like with Jeffrey Dahmer, it's like his parents are like,
Yeah,
I mean,
you definitely can get
he had some weird shit with
Yeah.
his mom, but still,
You know how some people are born; they have problems with their liver.
yeah.
Some people are born; they have problems with their brain.
Yep.
That's just a fact. We know that. There's problems with the eyesight. There's problems with people are born deaf.
Yep.
There's errors in the human body sometimes. You don't think that someone could be born just completely squirrely wired wrong. Of course they can. Just
Sociopath.
only makes sense. I'm not a doctor, obviously. I'm
Yeah.
a fucking moron. But I bet a doctor would agree that when you're dealing with mental health issues, you're probably dealing with this giant spectrum of them.
What if there's something we could check so that like when they're a baby, you could check and there's something in the DNA.
That's called
Damn.
eugenics.
But and they're like this, he's gonna be a bad kid. Do we just?
That's called
what do you
eugenics.
do with him?
But how
Do
do
you
you
off
know
him?
he's going to be about why? How many people?
Based on the symmetry of your face.
But how many people want to be a better person and they don't ever get it together? And how many people are lacking like some sort of coaching or lacking some
Inspiration,
positive,
yeah.
inspiration, positive people in their life, and then their life spirals further and further downhill? How many people are on the border?
God,
I
the
think
majority,
I
right?
think yes, because I think people change and I think people improve as they grow older and as they become wiser and they have more experiences.
But also, if you look at the mass shooters, a lot of them are quote unquote losers. They live within their parents' basement.
lot
They don't
of
have
them-
anything going on.
a lot of
They,
them are
a lot of
white.
them look like shit. They're always white and
They're always white.
low energy. Always white, low energy.
Sometimes
that
not
you-
low energy. This guy didn't seem low energy.
You know, the Nazis made propaganda films. Basically, they made people believe that mentally deranged people were out on the streets attacking and killing people. And they made propaganda film so that they would okay killing someone who was, mentally
Crazy.
deranged. Yeah.
You always have to be careful of people trying to label someone as someone that you don't have to consider a regular human, someone who you could disregard.
That's what they do with the Jews, right?
That's
They're
what
like they're
they've-
rats. They're
they've
stealing
done
from us.
that.
They're monsters. That's what
Sure.
they do.
People have done that throughout
Yeah.
history to other people. There's like a scientific term for it. I don't remember what it is. But
Eugenics.
Damn, I wish
no,
Callan
no,
was
that's
here.
not what I'm saying.
Callan would have
There's
had
a
it.
scientific term for people that demonize other groups of people. And the way they look at people.
Propagandists?
No. The way you look at people, like this is a person, and you looked at the enemy, you would look at them like a subhuman. There's a
Racist.
psychological. It is definitely racist.
Yeah,
but
but
there's like
there's
a trait that people there's like a pattern that people commonly fall into with that.
I feel like it's a common word,
the enemy.
We're all stupid in here.
We're all stupid. But dehumanizing the enemy.
Callan
That
would
it's a
know it.
natural thing that people do. They've just everyone does it. It's so weird. And it's how people can do gang warfare. It's how people can do tribal warfare. It's how people can do intercontinental warfare.
Well, you had your boy, what's his name? The English cat, the hypnotizer,
Darren Brown.
Darren Brown.
Yeah.
Have you seen his thing on Netflix?
No.
It's fucking sick. And so it's no spoiler alert, but so he took a guy, like he took a ton of people, took a guy who lives in Florida who's in construction and who was super kind of racist towards immigrants like Mexicans and Hispanics. And he sat him down because he thought he was the perfect one. For sure, took his phone off, bro.
Damn it.
What in the fuck?
God damn, bro.
Would you like to
It's
get
Gio
freaked
right now.
out?
Hold
Go
on.
ahead, say hi to him.
Hey, Gio, I'm on Fight Companion right now with Joe Rogan. Say hey.
Okay, sorry about that. Did you hear about it or what?
Yeah, I was watching it as I watched your fight with Rosenthal.
How long was that?
Yeah. Points, dude. It's the point system. You know what I mean? That's
It
the
was
way they
no
go
point.
down.
It was they called me a stalling point. They gave me a point, so I took it to the head, and then they took it away and gave me the hand. 10 seconds left in the match.
Yeah.
While I was smashing, while I had the underhook on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm on top half. I got to quarter guard, and then they call me for stalling. Like I don't get that. Like we pass on our knees all the time. Like it's a smash pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's what it was. They called stalling for you being in top half?
Yeah.
Is that why you lost? Oh, I thought it was a judge's decision and they gave it to him based on that almost
There's no
sweep.
judge's decision.
Okay.
This is super technical talk.
The only thing that makes
Just
jiu-jitsu
listen
more
to this
boring is hearing a guy
podcast.
talk about jiu-jitsu.
Let me call you back.
It's tough.
All right.
I don't think jiu-jitsu is boring, but
I
there's
don't
a
either,
bunch of
but if
people
you
that are gonna
explain
have
it-
no fucking
Yeah.
idea what that
Gio
was.
Martinez in the house.
Yes.
Monster.
Gio
Yes.
is a fantastic
Very talented
black belt
dude.
under Eddie Bravo, and he's one we referenced many times on the podcast. Him and his brother Richie, Boogeyman, because both those guys started out as b-boys. They started out as these
That's right.
really
Dancers.
badass break dancers, and they have incredible control of their body. And I remember when they first started training at Eddie's place, Eddie was like he had a new formula. He's like, dude, fucking break dancers.
Everyone break
That's the
dance.
key.
He started
He was
recruiting
like,
break
I'm
dancers.
telling you.
Tony
You
can
can't
break
hold on
dance
to
too,
that.
though.
Yes,
Tony
he
Ferguson.
can.
And he
Yeah.
wrestled, so he's got both
What's
down.
up with Tony? What's going on with Tony? I feel bad for him. I feel like they're leaving him in the fucking dust.
No, they're not leaving him in
No?
the dust. No,
You got
no.
some-
No,
Hey.
no, they're very serious about doing something with Tony Ferguson.
Oh yeah. We'll talk
That
about it off air.
Dana even said that he is most likely next in line for Khabib. Tony Ferguson, look, after
He
that
deserves
performance,
it, man.
Fuck yeah, he does. And after that performance against Pettis, like, come on, man. This is the time. It's the time to set him up. He's so fucking tough.
Khabib wants it too, though.
Yes.
I think
It's
Khabib
the
said him
it's
or
the
GSP,
fights,
right?
man. Tony hasn't lost in what? Is it 12 fights now? How many fights
Something
is it?
like that.
11.
It's
He's
11
won
or
straight.
12 fight win streak against guys like Edson Barboza, Darces him. Kevin Lee triangles him. Pettis gets an injury, but before
Josh
the
Thompson.
end, Josh Thompson
Yep.
He's beat some- it's
Rafael
11, yeah?
dos Anjos.
up. Lando
Those
Venata.
Anjos, yeah.
Lando fucking
He's beat some
came
tough
at
fucking
him,
guys,
dude.
man.
Lando came at him.
He had no training camp for that one. He didn't train for that one.
Well,
a lot of
Lando,
problems.
but
You think that's the
Lando-
next fight they make, though?
Lando's a talented guy, man.
Yeah,
and he
for
clipped
sure.
him. I mean,
Yeah.
he clipped him. And he clipped him with that. He does this head kick out of the break. But he survived that and won. I mean, dude, Tony Ferguson is a fucking beast. Look at
Abel
this.
Trejo, Danny
Look at this.
Castillo.
Danny
Those are no
Castillo.
punks, man. Josh
Yeah.
Thompson, Monster, Barboza, Venata,
Just look
Dos
at
Anjos.
Barboza, Venata, Rafael dos Anjos, and Kevin Lee, and then Anthony Pettis in a row.
Look
He
at his
beats
last
those
five,
guys.
dude.
Does not nearly get the attention he deserves.
God, man.
He's got 1 million followers now.
Needs more.
Damn, he
he
needs
should
more.
have. He should be. First of all, I don't think he should have been stripped because he
No,
got
that's
injured one time. and
Doing
it's-
UFC press.
and doing something. He tripped over some wires. It's a freak accident. It's just something that happened. You know, to strip him because of that, like, I don't know.
And I
man.
think he beat Anthony Pettis at 60%.
I
You
wonder
would know
why-
more, Eddie, but he he's looked better before the injury, obviously, but him coming back that fast, doing what he did is like even Tom Cruise, like I don't know how the fuck he's doing this. So I thought he even as good as he looked, that's not even him at his. He's gonna be even better in this next fight.
Well, I think
with more rest.
Pettis looked really good too. You got to give credit to Pettis.
For sure,
Pettis
clipped
him and he had him hurt, but Tony figured out a way to hold on and survive. But he didn't look like he was missing a beat to me. He looked very in tune. Did I heard something that he didn't spar for this? Is that true?
I'm not too sure what he does with the striking. I'm never there when he trains with the striking. I have no idea, to tell you the truth.
Oh, you don't stay all camp. You just deal with the grappling.
No, we do.
Somebody
when we do
that knows shit told me that.
I've heard that too.
But when he spars, when we do jiu-jitsu, we definitely spar situationally.
Oh, yeah.
We do
Right.
situational.
Right.
No, like straight up striking.
No.
Yeah.
16-ounce gloves.
Man, that is such a debate. What a crazy debate that is.
Mitrione does the same thing.
Does he?
No sparring. He hasn't sparred in 6 years.
It might not be a bad idea.
Robbie
man.
Lawler took 6 years off sparring too.
He did, but then he became better when he went to AT&T. When he went to ATT
yeah.
and started, training with some serious talent down there, and dropped down to 170.
I would like
that the period of no sparring. I think that was the 85 period when he was at Strikeforce.
Well, Chad Mendes took a while off too because obviously he got busted, but then he took time off, and then he's looking freaking pretty gnarly.
Yeah, dude. And having Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the other day and talking to him about the brain injuries that he sustained from driving his car and
I haven't
crashing.
heard it. Yeah, I'm horrible.
Dude. He couldn't walk across a room. He had to hold on to tables and shit as he was walking.
How many did he say he's had? Concussion? Does he know?
Wasn't it something insane like 12 over a period of 4 years?
Holy shit, that's a lot.
I want to say it was something like 12 concussions over a period of 4 years.
How is he now?
He's great. Super nice guy. Very, very genuine guy.
Well, the first he said the links popping up says at least 20.
Fuck.
20 concussions, man.
That's more than some fighters.
God damn it, that's crazy. That is so crazy. But he's had a lot of like serious problems that he had to work through. But he found a good doctor that has this good cognitive therapy.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
he's had some kind of side effects from it?
He had a bunch of side effects, but they cleared him up through these exercises. Really interesting stuff. Like, and he was basically, I made the analogy that it's like, is it like exercising your mind? Like, is just like exercising your body. Like, there's things you can do that make things grow and make
the
things
neurons
stronger.
firing.
Yeah, and make things stronger.
I heard CBD oil and fish oil are real.
Yep.
The experts that I know who are in that field with the brain they always tell me tons of fish oil and CBD oil.
Krill oil too. That stuff's real good.
Yep.
Yeah. Stuff, anything that reduces inflammation. But that
Damn, Dale Earnhardt though. That's
that
crazy.
these guys decide that some of them decide. Cowboy was doing that for a while, and probably still is. I don't know what he was doing. What he's doing now. I didn't talk to him about this camp.
Not sparring heavy.
He wasn't sparring at all. He was just hitting pads.
Yeah.
Just hitting pads.
It's not a bad idea.
It ain't the worst idea, man.
Boxers beg to differ. You talk to any of those boxers, and they're like, no. I think it was Lomachenko and Wilder go, we like to get 12 rounds in hard right before the fight, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks out, and then we cut it off. Like 3 weeks out, just see where we're at.
I think the thing about boxing though is your hands are wrapped up. Your gloves are on. You've got 16-ounce training gloves, or maybe even 20 if you're a beast, right? You got big ass puffy
16's
gloves.
usually.
16,
God, man.
You got big ass puffy gloves, and there's no kicking. The thing about like kicking, it's like.
Dude, see, I
just-
feel like
you can't pull
boxing's
that
more.
back.
See, I'd feel like boxing's more dangerous.
It is, in a way.
because all they're doing is headhunting. It's all
Yes.
head, and it's just head.
Right, but
Especially
you're
at
not-
that level.
But you're not getting kicked.
I know, but in like high level gyms like Black House or ATT, AK, people they're not really gonna throw those kicks as hard as they can.
Man, I don't know about all
Unless you had
that.
fucking old school shoot box.
There's
in
a
the 90s
lot
or
of
some
guys
shit.
that are still going after it like that. There's a lot of guys that'll still talk to you about the benefits of going after it like that. in the
Verdum,
gym.
yeah.
Look
Verdum,
at fucking
Blackout.
Firas Zahabi was saying he gets guys to try to kill George St. Pierre. He give him extra money if they can knock him out.
Just because he's so good, no one's doing shit.
He's so good, they're not doing it to
What's
him.
your name's
but
Nate Marquardt.
he wants him in danger. Firas wants George in danger, in legitimate danger. So in his mind is you put George in legitimate danger all the time in the gym, and he figures out a way to get through that, and he gets comfortable with that. So that when it comes to the fight, it's the same thing.
But that's
It's the
easy
same
to
thing he's
say
been
if you have
dealing
George
in the
St.
gym.
Pierre. And I
Right.
love Firas, but when you have George St. Pierre, who's the smartest dude to ever one of the smartest guys ever fight, and he's so technical. Whoever you're going to bring in there, you're not going to hit George.
So let me ask you this:
he's so technical.
Maybe there's benefit not when you're early going, when you're learning technique more, and you're really learning timing and pacing. Maybe then is when you should spar like way more technical.
Correct.
But then when you get older and you're better, like maybe you need the fear of an actual fight, and then you can just slide right into the fight.
That's smart because because your head movement's better. You're you're smarter.
You can protect yourself more, but the danger's still 100% real.
Correct.
So that
and you're
way
aware of all the danger too. Yep.
So that way when you're in a fight, it feels exactly like you're training.
It's not a bad idea.
But you're already there. You're already at a high level of proficiency.
You already have the tools.
Dude, I really think that there's a real issue with fighters, and this is impossible to tell after it's over, right after the career's over. Like, why'd they do it this way? What if they had done it that way? Maybe it would have worked better.
Well, you know, Chuck Liddell he's not with Hackelman for this T. Ortiz fight. He just thought that like was an old school type of training, so he decided to go somewhere else.
Wow. He's training with Einstein.
Is he?
Yep.
Well, listen, I'm a big fan of Einstein as a jiu-jitsu coach.
I don't know Einstein. He's a jiu-jitsu guy? I don't know Einstein.
And a strength and conditioning coach, too.
He knows a lot about slow movement lifting. You know, slow, like he's, what does he call it? What is that?
I don't know what the style is, but
it's all
super
like
slow.
Super slow. That's what it is, right?
He's working with Antonio McKee.
Yeah.
Was he working with him?
Yeah.
But I've known that dude forever. How long have we known that dude?
He was in King of the Cage when I used to commentate back in 2000.
He's a damn good fighter for a long time, right?
His son is awesome. Antonio McKee's son.
Antonio McKee.
His son's fighting
is he in Bellator?
I was talking about Einstein.
Oh, my bad.
But no.
But
both of them.
Chuck is training with Antonio McKee as well.
What's their gym called? Power Garage or some shit like that?
Not sure.
I forget, but that's where Chuck's at. Because what I heard on the street, and obviously I fucking love John Hackelman. Shout out John Hackelman, but it was such an old school way of training. He's like, dude, the game's advanced so fast. I need to go somewhere where it's more current.
And I saw that he goes down to Jay Glazer's place too, right? The Unbreakable.
I don't know if they're in business together. He's been there forever. Dude, he's been one of the starters.
Dude, what a dope place Jay Glazer put together.
Yeah, it's sick.
How
Sunset
is that?
It's amazing. Have you been there?
That Chuck? No, man, I've never been, but I've seen all these videos
It's really
online.
cool.
I'm like, this place is crazy. Snoop Dogg's in there. Wiz Khalifa sparring somebody.
P. Diddy was in there.
Ben
Kicked
Saunders
everyone out of the
trains
gym.
there too.
You know, Wiz Khalifa, no, Snoop Dogg rather sparred with like a legit. He sparred with Daniel Sarafian. Snoop Dogg was Sarafian wasn't hitting him. He wasn't touching him. Around. But look at this. Snoop is in there, and Sarafian's just kind of using head movement and kind of touching him a little bit. But you know how fucking goddamn terrifying that must be? To just have gloves on in front of Sarafian.
Do you think Snoop knows? Is he aware? I don't think so.
He's got to be
Someone probably
aware.
told him, was like, hey, man, you know what that guy's done?
That guy might not be, the best in the world. He might not be the best in the world, but he's a fucking monster.
Oh, dude, compared to Snoop?
He is built like
He had
a
Snoop's
brick shithouse.
leg.
He's
Looks
so
like a
strong, too.
Black Twizzler.
And he cuts a shitload of weight, too. That guy's a gigantic. What weight does Sarafian fight? I want to say he fights at 85, but he's super jacked.
He's a thickie.
Beast.
Looks like a bulldog.
Just a real dangerous dude. So to see him in there sparring with Snoop Dogg, I'm like, I wonder if Snoop Dogg understands that this is like pawing at a giant pit bull or something. I wonder.
I don't think you know to what level. I don't know.
I mean,
you ever seen one that
he's got balls? Snoop Dogg's got real balls. Did not just do that, but to do that and put it, make a video of it and look
true.
And dude, for
and
a
didn't
guy
look
that
like an asshole.
Didn't look bad.
No, didn't look like an asshole.
For a guy that's not a long time combat sport notable athlete.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's not like some guy we've known about. Like if you saw, there's some guys like Mario Lopez. If you saw Mario Lopez boxing with somebody, you would go, yeah, that guy can box.
He's been boxing
Everybody
forever.
knows it.
Yeah.
Everybody, he has smokers. Like, everybody knows Mario Lopez
Has he had
can
smokers?
box. Yeah. He has smoker against a friend of mine.
I think Frank
Yeah.
Grillo would fuck him up, but
Oh, how dare you?
I know he'd punch AC Slater in the
I don't
fucking
think
face.
so, man.
I
Lopez
do.
can
I've
fight.
seen. I've trained with Frank, man. He's
I believe
feisty
you.
one. Yeah.
I believe you. I mean, he looks tough, but Lopez can fight. I think he knows
You
how to
think
box.
Mario
Yes.
does?
Yeah, I think he really knows
He's
how
been
to
in
box.
Wild Card West forever.
The way he carries himself. This is one of the reasons why I think he really knows how to box. When I'm
He's
around
not really
him,
arrogant?
The way not really arrogant, but he knows how to fight.
He's a nice guy
Yeah,
too. It's nice they come.
You remember our buddy? He was a porn star. He was the one who
Which one?
fought Mario Lopez.
Which one?
God damn it, Derek. Am I out in his real name?
Oh, dude, give us the porno name.
Oh, black guy?
Derek
Yeah.
Diamond. Derek Diamond.
Yeah, it's not Derek. Oh yeah, Derek Diamond.
You don't
Can we
want to
say
give his real name.
Tyler Knight.
Tyler Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his porno name.
Tyler Knight's his
Yep.
porno name.
What a
Yeah.
great porno
He's
name.
and he's also an author, and he
Swell.
he runs like crazy marathons and shit now too, doesn't he?
Is he
Now
still
he's doing
dicking
that?
girls down, or is he just older?
I'm not sure.
So anyway, he had an amateur fight. He used to go to 10th Planet.
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
Yeah, super
And
nice
he
guy.
had an amateur fight with Mario Lopez. He had one of them smokers. Like
And how'd it
back
go?
in the day, Mario dropped him, I think.
AC Slater
I think
fucked him up.
Mario must he either stopped him or he won a decision. But Tyler dropped him. Tyler dropped Mario. So it was a real fight. So that to me, like, because Tyler was jacked. He was like super powerful back then. And I think that if he can come back from getting dropped and still win, you know, he
Mario
actually
knows his
how to
shit too when it
fight.
comes to boxing. I've done a podcast with him just about boxing.
I'm sure.
And he knows his shit when
He
it comes
seems
to
like a guy who really
He's a
knows.
fan.
I want to, you know, I mean, I'd like to see him do something. I've never seen him actually box somebody.
No, me neither.
Isn't he like 45?
Yeah,
Dude,
I
he
think
looks
he is. He
younger
looks
than
great.
everybody in here.
Yeah, he looks beautiful. He's got perfect
I don't know what
skin.
he's doing, but
Oh,
it's
shit.
working.
How old are you?
35?
He looks younger than you?
Dude, Mario Lopez don't have a wrinkle on his pretty face, dude. AC Slater hasn't aged.
Whatever moisturizer he's got, I want. Bring it. Bring it.
Dude, I haven't watched 1 second of this fight.
I haven't either,
I have
man.
no
I think
idea.
several fights there.
Well, not there. He looks like,
Loves
use
boxing.
Theo's quote, looks like he got stung by all the bees in the cheeks there.
Super nice guy, too.
Really,
Like,
really nice. Real
legitimately-
professional, too.
Yep.
Like, hosting, he's a beast.
Yeah.
Who's
Like,
blowing up faster than Leo or Theo Vaughn?
Theo Bond's killing it. He's out there
tuning
killing
it
it.
up.
Dude.
He's a funny guy, man. He's a
That guy could
really
be going
funny guy.
forever. That whole Rat King the
Beasting?
strap thing
Yeah.
that he's got going with
Dude.
your podcast.
He's so
it's
funny.
hysterical.
He's so funny.
He brings
man.
that belt to all his shows, you know? Takes pictures with fans. being
Got
the
the strap.
Get the
He's
strap.
so funny,
And he
man.
came in as a wrestler. Well, when we had Rapport on, he came in as like
I
a
saw
Macho
that.
Man.
Yeah,
He's
I saw
crazy,
that.
dude.
He's so funny.
He's hilarious.
And he's such a good guy. Like,
Really
I'm
good
always
guy.
Super happy to see Theo
Dude,
Von.
when we did that show in Phoenix with Ari,
Oh yeah,
Big
you guys
J,
did a big crazy show.
Brian, Theo. I mean, Theo freaking
Destroyed.
destroyed. It was so much
He
fun.
always destroys. Every time I see him, he
He's
destroys.
like he's not just funny, right? He's funny, and you're like, you don't know anybody like him.
You've never heard it. He's so
Yeah, yeah,
unique.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
his upbringing from New Orleans and being in therapy since he was like 7. He's such a unique dude, man.
Yeah.
He's really, really unique.
real good.
I'll,
dude,
I'll
too.
tell you who else I've never really hung out with Big J.
Big J's awesome.
Big J's awesome.
He's a
and
great guy.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's a great guy. All those Legion of Skanks guys. Those guys are the best.
I don't know
They're
any of
nice
them.
guys.
I just know. Well, I know Big J now.
Do you know Lewis?
I don't know him at all.
Lewis is great. There's a Gomez. They're just Dave Smith, who's I've had on my podcast a gang of times. If you ever wanted someone to understand, that could understand politics and actually be funny,
Oh yeah.
he's really good at that. Yeah, he's a libertarian. He's one of those guys, which
Yeah.
usually means like a white guy with a gun.
And no disrespect. The only time I ever listened to their show was when it was about because I think they had one of the dudes on the show when Amy Schumer like robbed the stage. Remember that in New
Oh, yeah,
York?
yeah, yeah.
I listened
Yeah.
to that because Big J was like kind of giving her
Yeah.
the benefit of the doubt, but then the rest of them were just roasting her. That was the one time. It was hilarious.
Yeah, was Ari on that one as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes super hard in the paint.
He does go hard in the
Ari's
paint.
great, man.
Ari's not there to play games.
He's great.
He didn't give a fuck. Ari's an animal, dude. Let me tell you
Animal.
something. That motherfucker went from not working out at all to doing this Sober October fitness challenge and getting, like hundreds of points more than Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer. Guys who work out all the time.
Do Tom and Bert work out all the time?
All the time.
I mean, Bert obviously
Tom has
looks.
a trainer.
I mean, Tom looks good.
He looks good.
But
Tom
from
works
where
out all
they're
the time.
from, but they're not like in shape. I love both
It's
those
all,
guys.
but bro, it's all in where they're starting from.
I know.
He's starting
I
from,
know.
He's starting from a place where they were both really overweight, and they talked themselves into this weight loss challenge. They lost all the weight. Tom kept it off.
Tom
And
looks amazing.
Tom looks amazing, and Bert's
Bert looks
been
good,
kinda-
too. I don't want
he's
Bert
been
skinny.
fluctuating. He's been
I don't want him
fluctuating a little
skinny.
bit, but I want him skinny, man. I want him healthy. But is this the new Rocky movie commercial? Is that what this
Yeah,
is?
Apollo.
They're gonna go on forever. I love it.
Did Michael B. Jordan do all the steroids? He's jacked. in
Super
this.
jacked. He's creepy jacked. He's like super athlete jacked. He's so good at like being a bad guy too. He was great in that Black Panther movie as a bad guy.
Fucking, whenever I see Michael B. Jordan's name, I always think of Chris D'Elia's tweet goes, the B in Michael B. Jordan stands for basketball. Crazy, right? Like Michael Basketball Jordan. Chris, whenever I see it, it's stuck with me. He's
that's so funny.
stupid.
Dude, D'Elia is so silly.
Oh, dude.
He's like one of the silliest guys ever.
He makes me laugh so hard,
He's
man.
funny, man. He's not just funny. He's so silly, like that kind of shit. The B stands for basketball.
Dude, just out of nowhere. It's so
That's so
stupid.
silly.
And it's
so
great.
silly. It's so good. But he does that all the time. Like his Instagram feed is all just him being silly.
Dude.
It's like he's bored all day till he gets on stage, and he just does silly
That
shit
coffee
on social
shop,
media.
just making fun of people walk into the coffee shop.
It's a funny comic too, man.
Oh, dude, yeah. D'Elia makes me
funny
laugh
guy.
harder than anyone, man.
He's a funny guy.
Fucking hilarious.
But I think I love him on stage, but I think I like him as much when he does his silly internet shit.
Me too. Like do you see his, I don't know why he keeps going at
Takeshi
6ix9ine. Yeah, I don't know why he keeps going
Getting
at
hugged
him.
by him. He goes after everybody, man.
Dude,
He doesn't
did you
give a
did you
fuck.
see when he was when he's imitating rapping like Eminem?
Yes.
Oh my
Dude.
god! And I
Oh my
told him
God.
Can I see that? Let's see that.
me and him love World Star Hip Hop, and
Yeah.
I made it on there, and then he made it on there. So I sent him the link. I went, bro, you've made it.
Oh my god.
He's on World Star
He
Hip Hop.
got World Starred.
Yeah, he got World Star because he's on there for something.
That's hilarious.
For this,
yeah.
Let's hear this.
he's just making it up as he goes.
Getting an abortion and a divorce at the same time to hear some for them. Look what I'm planning.
Look how serious he
I'm
is.
planning to do all this while you're panicking, and you're looking and staring at mannequins, and I'm going to panicking, trying to get up a plannikins. All of the plannikins, Anakin, panikins. Panikins, Anakin, Anna in a cabana. You're in a I'm in a cabana in a Janet. I'm in a cabana chanting all the stand-up banner. Well, you don't got the stamina, you're lacking the stamina. Lacking the stamina while you're divorcing Harrison Ford, and I'm in a Porsche and flowing porn. While I'm on torrent.
Do you see the edit they did, Jamie, on Eminem's actual body with the video? It's ridiculous. Only he can pull that off, man.
He's so silly. Yeah, that's a good example, like we were talking about Theo, of a guy who's he's got his own uniquely ridiculous kind of comedy for some strange reason.
And when you talk to D'Elia, or you talk to any of his friends who've known him forever, they're like, no, all he's wanted to do since he was a kid is make people laugh. This is literally what he's meant to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a hilarious, silly dude.
Yeah,
Remember, he
he's
got
so-
huge on Vine before it went away. I mean, you're talking, he's one of the main stars on Vine, man, for doing this type of stuff.
Makes sense. He
Millions
does that
and
kind of
millions of
shit
followers.
all day. His Instagram's great.
Oh, if I could post the text that he sends me, I mean, he would get millions and millions. They're so funny, man.
Yeah.
Like when he comes off tour and has all this money. Then he goes, dude, something's wrong with my microwave. And then hits the button. Just all this cash falls out of the microwave. He's like, I don't know, man. Because I don't know what to do. We always send each other
hilarious.
pictures of our check for whatever reason, just talking shit.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, he's a funny dude. How fun is it having friends that are comedians?
The best.
They're the most fun to hang with, man.
The best.
Everybody's always being silly. Everybody's always putting you in your place.
Always,
Everybody,
yeah.
everybody's always calling you out of your bullshit. You're like, oh no.
I love Chris because he dresses like a fuckboy too. So if I wear this
Yeah.
jacket to the
Oh,
comedy
yeah.
store,
You guys can
everyone
talk
make fun of me,
labels.
but Chris at least be like, come on.
He'll be like, style.
He'll stick up for me.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys could talk about different clothing manufacturers. Do you know any, Eddie, do you know any clothing designers? Anyone? Some like
Bonjour.
Versace.
Bonjour. Remember those
I
jeans?
know what Versace means.
You don't remember Bonjour jeans?
No, bro.
What about Sergio Valente?
Listen,
Yes.
this is all old stuff.
That's old school, dude.
But what I'm saying is, this motherfucker could probably rattle off a gang of
few
labels.
labels.
Is that still good?
Yeah, Gucci's
still
popping
good.
right now. Off-White's the biggest brand in the world.
Off-White?
Off-White right now.
Damn.
Virgil's
Dude, you
brand.
Bigger
are
than
a materialist woman's
Dolce
dream.
Gabbana?
Oh, dude.
A materialist woman's dream. Think about this. You're a big old gorilla of a guy. You got big dick energy.
Fat dick. You're right about that.
You're a manly man, but yet you're into fashion.
Super. And don't suck dick
And
with
you
this
don't.
jacket on.
You don't even with
I know.
leopard skin jacket on.
Nothing.
But the point is that you really do enjoy it, and you're not shy about it.
No.
No. You're
Love
like,
it.
this is what I like. I like. Give me a name of an obscure designer that you really love his work.
They really love his work.
Mark Nason? Is
See,
he
I
still
think,
good?
I think this
Don C.
motherfucker follows like women's dresses and shit too.
Yeah, I like it all, man. Like I'll tell my girl what to wear, or like shoes, or like I saw Aubrey and Whitney at Anna, and Aubrey had this, or I'm sorry, at Box and Burn, and Whitney had this Gucci purse. I knew what it was. I was like, that purse is sick.
Oh no!
And Tony's like, what the fuck, mate? I'm like, dude, you just don't know what it is. It's sick.
Well, listen, I don't know why. Why did style and aesthetics? Why did that become a homosexual activity only, or female?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
that?
This is why. Because it is fucking shit. Because sometimes people want to staple a regular shirt on the outside of a T-shirt and pretend it's not retarded.
That's
almost
not
said it.
fashion.
Almost said it again.
How many times have you seen
Pull
Zoolander?
myself back.
A bunch. But
More
that's
than
not-
10?
No.
Okay.
Zoolander?
Zoolander.
I never saw it, but I've seen clips.
You've never seen Zoolander?
I heard the
Zoolander.
second one's a
Dude.
bummer.
No.
You got to see Zoolander with Brendan. You guys got to see that shit together. You got to see that shit together.
And smoke weed.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, I was watching a clip the other day from Tropic Thunder.
Oh my god.
the greatest
Classic.
movie ever.
It's up there.
There's two things you can't do ever again after Tropic Thunder. You can't be a white guy wearing blackface,
Preach.
and you can't say retard.
Well, yeah, and
Both of those
Simple
things-
Jack.
both
Like
of those
Simple
things
Jack
were in
is
that
done.
movie.
Like
Simple
you couldn't
Jack.
do Simple Jack again.
Yeah, but remember, you never go full retard. I mean, that was one of the big lines in the movie. You
But-
literally cannot do that today.
You can't
a
play. You
bunch of
can't make
people-
fun of playing a
No, but
a
there's
person
been like
with mental.
4 people that have done blackface since this. I mean, a dude
Who?
from Saturday Night Live. There's a list of them.
No.
There's a list.
Blackface is
Seriously, I just
A major motion picture,
not
though.
a major motion picture, but Saturday Night Live.
Okay, listen, even if I'm wrong, like exactly, maybe someone did it afterwards, and culturally, like that is the last big moment. You might be right that other people have done it since then. Let's find out when was the last time
at
someone
Simple
wore
Jack.
blackface in a movie.
Did
I
you
You
bet
know what?
there's-
Dave
I bet there's an
Chappelle.
actual
Dave
number.
Chappelle does whiteface all
That's
the
not-
time.
that doesn't count.
And Mexican
No, that was
face.
years ago.
He does
bro.
Mexican
You're talking about on the
face.
Chappelle
but-
show?
but,
Yeah,
it
that
also
was
that doesn't-
fucking 10 years ago.
But it also doesn't count. Whiteface is not the same as blackface. Blackface existed back in the Al Jolson days. You ever see that shit? You ever see like when the minstrel they
Old
put
school.
white
White guys
gloves on?
played
Yeah,
Black dudes, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever watch it?
No.
It's crazy. You're like, what is this? Like, what? It's weird. It is fuck. Look at that.
God, dog, that
Dude.
is so racist.
And he
Do
would
they have to have
sing.
white lips? Does that make it official?
I don't
Because
think you can
without
put
the white
paint on
lips, he
those.
looks just like a regular black guy.
They just made his lips look bigger. I mean, that's the whole
oh
idea.
yeah.
Really?
make
That's
it-
what the white does?
100%. Yeah, they're trying to make him have exaggerated looking lips because in contrast to the black, it looks like lips. Just like when a girl puts lipstick and she outlines it outside of her lips, makes her lips look bigger. That's exactly what these people are doing.
Yeah.
So this is what they did, and they wouldn't let black people in the movies. Black people couldn't be like the star of a movie. They had to be a white guy playing a black guy in blackface.
Did you see Shaun White dress up as Simple Jack and got
Yep.
roasted
Yep.
for it?
Yep.
I was like, come on, Shaun White,
Yeah. Who's
that?
Olympic snowboarder, monster, gold medalist.
Yeah, man,
X
everybody
Games,
is-
the flying tomato.
You know what's crazy is
Hypersensitive.
like these days you can't talk about shit no more. But the gender thing, isn't there like 60 some genders?
There's supposed to be a bunch of different gender
How many?
pronouns.
Like
It's-
60,
but, no,
right?
but yeah, but they don't. They're not saying there's 60 genders. But what they are saying is they should have the right to dictate what pronoun that you use
Yeah.
instead of him or her.
Okay.
They want like zer or z.
Z.
They make up a bunch of these wacky.
But how many are there really? There's man, woman,
Mm-hmm.
man, dude born as man, but woman inside, woman born woman, but man inside.
right.
And then the fifth one might be man who feels like he's man and woman. And maybe there's 6 or 7. How many? How many are
They
there
don't
total?
associate with that though. Some of them say they don't associate with
And
that.
then there's asexual, that's 7. Like one
Pansexual.
guy who doesn't think he's a guy or a girl.
But isn't pan? You just love to fuck. Pansexual.
Pan, you just fuck whatever.
Going.
It's all
cold
good.
hard.
Oh, pan
Yeah, it's
is.
all-
Pansexual.
Is
saying
there,
pan
is
or
there
pan?
like Monday through Friday,
PAM?
I'm a fucking dude. Friday,
Yes.
Saturday night, I'm a fucking chick.
Yes, gender fluid. Yeah, they go back and forth.
I don't know why
On
we
the
give a
weekends?
fuck.
Dude, there was a whole Radio
On the
Lab
weekends?
podcast.
Do what the fuck you want.
There was a whole Radio Lab podcast about it, and I was laughing my ass off when I was listening to it because there's parts of it that are so preposterous because there was a guy who would just decide while he's talking that he's a girl. And because this is like a super progressive show, because Radio Lab is this like really well made, really high
Yeah, it's
level,
great.
fucking super well edited. They literally can't say this guy might have some problems with his perceptions of reality.
Yeah.
This might not just be a gender thing, or maybe it is a gender thing.
Or
Like,
he's
but
split
you have to-
personalities.
right, but you have to have both options on the table. Like, this guy might be fucking crazy. And the guy was a man, then you just go, oh, I just flipped. I'm the woman now.
Yeah,
Just
he needs
decides he's the woman
medication,
now. And then he goes
probably.
back, he's the man again.
I like that.
But
I would do that.
But you can't, when it comes to gender, here's the thing.
Does he get mad?
You can't have these thoughts. You can't question. You can't, because I don't know. I'm not him, right? Maybe that's a thing. Maybe you do just flip back and forth from feeling like you're a guy or feeling like you're a girl. Or maybe that's crazy. That's possible too.
But
it
also-
might be fucking crazy. It might be some kind of delusion that's involved.
Mental
in thinking.
sickness again,
Yeah.
maybe. But the thing is, if he wants to do that, I don't give a flying shit. But don't get mad at me if I don't call you the right pronoun, and if I don't call you him,
Good
her
point.
at the right
and
time.
I don't know if he did get mad or she got mad, depending on who she was or
Boom,
he
you
was
just
that
messed
day.
up.
What percentage? Is there a high rate of suicide for dudes that chop their dicks off?
Yeah,
And
transgender,
Right. Is there-
50%.
I think
Really?
whether or not they go through the operation, there's still a very high rate of suicide.
But
And here-
transgender is
here's-
50%.
but you
So
would
here's
think
the
though, you
question,
cut
though.
off your dick. You should be on suicide watch, right? I mean, that's huge.
Well, but it's huge, and I don't think it's a fact of them that they regret cutting their dicks off, but
You don't think so?
the hormones. I think that's what fucks
Oh.
with their brain stuff like because then you're messing with the biological system of your body, right?
Yeah.
The chemistry, all that.
I think
hormones,
if you're
nightmare.
if you're a man but you feel like a woman inside, I'd say just keep your dick. You know what I mean? You chop it off, you're gonna lose all those orgasms. Might as well have orgasms.
some
still.
do.
You can't have orgasms if you chop your dick
Some
off.
do. You can go on YouPorn
I
and
don't
see
think
some
so.
chicks
I
with
don't-
tits with fat dicks.
I don't think so.
Like
Oh, the
fat
ones
ass
that keep
dicks.
their dicks. They keep their dicks.
They
you're
keep
saying.
them because
Yeah.
that's
Keep
their
'em.
pleasure
Keep their
path.
dicks.
Keep
Yeah.
'em.
Yeah.
Keep them.
You're gonna get rid of your orgasm
Well,
unless you're born with like a deformed dick.
Oh my
You
god,
know what I
dude,
mean?
we're missing the craziest girl TKO of all time. This girl is getting smashed.
Barber doing some
That's
cut.
fake
Barber
blood.
is dropping
That's
some
fake blood.
horrific bombs down. Oh my god. These girls are. Oh my god, big elbow. This referee
God
is.
damn, ref,
this
get in
referee's
there,
let
bro.
it
That's over, kid.
happen.
Damn, she got blasted.
Damn,
Damn,
that
that girl
referee
ain't
let her
messing
take
around.
some shots.
Hey, it's a fight game.
Yep.
So you're getting paid for it.
God damn, that was wild.
She got blood on her
Powerful
armpit.
on it shirt.
Powerful on it.
Nice, man.
Shout out in the audience.
Shout out. Oh, I see Birdman back there too.
What were we just
Remember
saying?
Birdman?
What were we just saying?
We're talking about chicks with dicks and if
Yeah.
they cut off their
yeah.
dicks.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
cut it off.
No,
But
keep
here's
it.
the
It's
question. Keep it.
fun.
Yeah, I think
Mix it up.
There's plenty of dudes that will suck it. You know what I mean?
probably, yeah.
Good
yeah.
shit.
That's probably a big number.
Go to Germany.
You don't need to go to Germany, West Hollywood up the street.
But the question is, like, do they get suicidal because they're not accepted early in life?
I
That's
think-
the real question, because this is what a lot of the thought is that they develop their self-esteem when they're very young. And if they're very young and they're a boy and they wish they were a girl, and then they get picked on
They
for
get
that,
bullied.
or they get fucked with for that, that becomes like this very, very awful connection with this terrible memory and this terrible feeling that you feel around people who hate you just because you're different,
And then
who
depression.
you are as an adult,
Yeah.
and then who knows what else comes into play there, right? Alcohol and
But
drugs.
also hate crimes on transgenders through
Very
the
high,
fucking
very
roof,
high.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like even Kristen Beck, who's a former Navy SEAL, and now she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
She takes hormones all, but I don't think she doesn't chop her dick off. We're talking about a Navy SEAL who killed
Yeah.
a ton of fucking people. She was saying she was walking down the street and some guys came up behind her, hit her over the head with a bottle just for being
Jesus
transgender.
Christ.
Knocked her out on the street.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking terrible, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's just a lot of people that are developed in a really fucked up way. You know, they've just seen too many awful things.
Bad childhood.
You think about
drugs.
all the people in this country right now that are growing up in horrible neighborhoods, and what's going to happen out of them? What's going to happen to these people when you read these stories about Chicago and parts of the South Side of Chicago where they're just shootings, like 100 in a weekend, that kind of crazy shit. You know, if you lived in a place like that, like there was a comic who said something. I apologize, I forgot who it was, who said something like this on Twitter about how you get. He was a black comic too. He was saying that PTSD is not just for soldiers. Like you get it when you grow up in the hood.
Oh, that makes sense.
You see a lot of shit that you shouldn't see. You're around a lot of violence, around a lot of
You're
crime.
going to grow up with a different perspective of the world.
And you could grow up a little
Hell
fucking
yeah.
shell-shocked. And, I mean, that's a crazy way to develop, you know?
Super crazy.
Well, thank God for all these pills that you could take.
I don't know if those are the answer, are they?
Aren't they?
But are they the answer for some people sometime? I think, yeah.
Some
people are hanging on by a thread. They're hanging on by a thread, and someone comes along and they offer them a chemical escape from just the fucking sheer misery of being alive, and then it puts them in a place where they can think about things.
Does it where they can think about it? Because when you hear like Neil Brennan, one of the fucking most brilliant comedian minds out there,
Brilliant.
right? Wrote for Chappelle's Show, brilliant comic, has a special on Netflix, 3 mics, brilliant. And he talks about how, you know, when he takes those pills, the prescriptions, like he doesn't get high, doesn't get low. It's just he's going through it. Like you talked about his accomplishments, he's like, yeah, it does nothing. Like I don't feel anything. Like they don't feel anything.
Man, that's terrible.
It's a weird way to go.
Well, depression again, like what we were talking about earlier. It's on a spectrum, just like mental illness, just like all kinds of other different things that occur in people.
Yeah, because everyone deals with depression. Like we've all been depressed in it, but some people it sticks. Like you can't get out of it.
How about an anti-conspiracy theory pill? Where you could take a blue pill.
You need
like
that,
on the
brother.
weekends, you don't want to think about false flags
Just
or
kinda
nothing.
get rid
You
of
just
it.
go out and just have fun and
Dude, Ari Shaffir.
Enjoy the
Ari
moment.
Shaffir used. This is why I have this opinion on this. Ari Shaffir used antidepressants correctly, and he had to try a couple different kinds and figure out which one really worked for him. But once he did, it helped him. I saw it help him.
And he's a happy guy.
He turned his life around. He got on the antidepressants, and he talks about this openly.
He got successful too, though, right?
He got successful,
Which helps.
as well.
Is he still on them?
But who knows what came first, the chicken or the egg? No, he weaned himself off of them. But he got on them, and they helped him. And
Why did he have to wean himself off if they helped?
because he didn't think that he needed them anymore. He thought that he was leaning on them as a crutch, and he would kind of reset his mind.
They
And
change your way of thinking.
Yeah, and he and I talked about it. I'm trying to remember exactly
drink that
how
beer,
he put
Eddie?
it, but essentially it was what he was saying. I got another one of these Olympians.
The Olympia. Yeah, that tasty ass Olympia. Shit's delicious.
Just something about beer in a can.
I don't know what it is. My mouth was watering like a crackhead.
Yeah, beer in a can.
Yeah, but with Ari, it's like success to make you happy. Like, fuck, I'm
for
killing
sure,
it, man.
for
Ari's
sure.
killing it.
He's killing it, and I'm sure that had something to do with it.
So maybe
But I think that
you
get
get
can't
on
be
it.
discounted. But I think there's a lot of things going on. The depression is like a
100%.
lot of other things. You can't. It's hard to narrow things down, plus or minus, and thinking that it's one thing that's causing you to be happy or
Yeah.
one thing that's causing you to be sad. It's very likely there's a bunch of different shit going on.
Yeah, you gotta remind yourself
Yeah.
every day of how lucky you are.
Yeah.
It's tough.
That's tough
It's
to do,
fucking
man.
tough.
It's almost
dude.
unrealistic.
But what are
Not
I
really.
notice,
Not really. You could do it. It's just like working out. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. You could put yourself an hour, hour and a half thinking one way. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna fucking focus on getting stronger today. Focus on the reps and all the sets and my routine. You apply that to just for 15 minutes. Just think about all the shit you've accomplished. Think about the money you have. Think about how lucky you are that you don't live in fucking Liberia or Guatemala or some shit. You could be in that caravan right now with a backpack throwing rocks. You know what I mean?
it's tough.
If you really, and that's the real shit though.
That's the real shit.
That's not an illusion. The
Right.
real shit is that you should be thankful. The fake shit is not being thankful. That's the fake shit. That's the illusion.
It's just not being.
Because some people
you get so caught up in like your daily life stuff like that.
No, but you know what I mean? You know how quickly you would appreciate your life if you got framed for murder right now, just right now?
Jesus Christ,
all of a
Eddie.
sudden your
No,
life would be
I had a little bit of
1,000
scare. I had
times
a
better.
scare with my son, and it was like nothing else mattered. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
exactly.
Like,
Right
once
away.
that happened, I was like, damn,
You- right
dude,
away.
take my career, take this purple
Exactly.
fucking Porsche, whatever you want, man. Just make him.
Porsche.
I was like, yeah,
You have
I
a
know.
purple Porsche for real?
Yeah, I'm like, please make sure he's okay. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
That
of
scared me
course.
enough.
Like
Yeah.
if you found out you had 5 minutes to live, all you would think about is your kid. That's all you would
100%.
think about.
Well, I just got evacuated. I
Right?
got evacuated from my house because of the fires.
Yeah, you're in
fires
the
are
thick
everywhere.
of it.
They're everywhere. They're in
Especially where you're at,
Malibu.
brother.
They're everywhere. they're in. They evacuated like Thousand Oaks, and they evacuated places in Westlake,
Malibu. Segura's out.
Apparently, this fire that we have here is nothing in comparison to the fire that's in upstate.
What?
That's further up, the Northern California fire is supposed to be even more severe. They were saying the Northern California fire was moving at, what was the number? It was something insane, like 80 football fields a minute. Wasn't that what
Holy
They already
shit.
labeled it the biggest fire in California ever.
the biggest fire
Going
in
on right now,
California
Northern
ever.
California?
It's in Northern California.
You know what's crazy is as how damaged cars are getting. They're like
Melting.
The cars are melting.
The videos
There was
are insane
I saw
of
a
people
video of
driving
this
through it.
this bus that looked like it was bombed. Like
Yeah.
how are fires?
Do we know how it
doing
started?
That?
I don't know.
It's always
man.
the worst when it's like some fucking asshole started it.
I don't know. I don't know if they
Some
know yet.
prick.
I don't know if they know
Direct energy weapons.
yet. It happened
They're saying.
right outside of Rocketdyne. That's where it happened, which is it's like a rocket.
Have you seen those
factory.
pictures of the cars with their rims are melted?
Mhm, yeah.
How
Yeah.
hot do forest fires get?
They get hot as fuck.
How
They do
are
a lot
just
of,
sitting there, bro.
how is steel melting?
a lot of aluminum. It's a lot of aluminum wheels.
The frame doesn't melt,
so
which is
weird.
steel.
It's
Yeah.
just so
A
goddamn
lot of people
weird.
have aluminum wheels, right? Don't they?
100%. Yeah. Alloy.
Regular
And aluminum-
fire melts aluminum. Just a
yeah.
regular fire will melt.
You think it's something else,
aluminum?
Eddie?
Your tires are gonna
Think it's some
light
other-
up.
You know me, dude. You asking me? You asking me? Do I
think
think
it's
it's
a
something else?
conspiracy?
Think
Bro,
about
let
who
me
you're
tell you
talking to
something,
right
dude.
now. Think about who
You
this
got,
is.
You got a couple factors here that I would just take into account, not being a fire expert. But one of them I think would be tires. Tires are super flammable. Once your tires catch fire, they're all made out of rubber and all kinds of other plastics and shit
That's
like
a
that. to
hold
make
the
them
fire
Tires
very
are
good.
flammable?
They hold the
they're
fire
not
there.
just fucking flammable. They go black smoke. It's a crazy smoke.
That's why the cartel use them when they kill people. They put them in
Yeah.
because
But
it
They
fucking keeps
They don't put
them.
like. Don't they
Yeah.
douse them with like lighter fluid and that
I
kind
don't
of
know.
shit?
I don't know
there's
how they
the
do
other
it.
thing
Never
I was
been
going to
there.
say is gasoline. Cars are fueled by gasoline. You got
Boom.
gasoline there. You got fire. You got insane heat. The whole car gets engulfed. The gas tank erupts. You got fucking temperatures that are like, it's like basically having an inferno right there. It's
an
not
oven.
like, it's not a fire like, oh, a fucking phone book caught on fire and it melted a wheel. No, it's like a giant combustion engine that works on gasoline and has these super flammable tires and is covered by a plastic paint that's probably super
Flammable as
fucking
fuck.
flammable. And this shit all gets hit
Inside's leather.
with fire that's coming from 50-mile-an-hour winds.
They're fire machines.
And then what
Dude.
about like the registration?
What?
I mean,
I'm just
Look at
trying to
that.
be funny over here. I'm sorry.
I thought you were serious. Look at these cars. These cars got murked. This is like what happened when
Cars
the
are so
Hulk met Loki
flammable.
on the Avengers.
oh,
How did
fuck.
the windows get broken?
They fucking destroyed Eddie. The heat makes them shatter. They fall apart. If you ever get a glass too hot, you ever have a glass get too hot? Like
Fuck no.
if you pour tea in a regular glass, they crack.
They're not ready for that.
That's not even that hot because the tea makes them expand. The heat from the tea.
You're not buying it, huh, Eddie?
I don't know, man.
Well,
These fires are weird.
This is what I would suggest.
I-
Don't look into it.
yeah.
Just don't look
Dude,
into it.
I don't trust shit. You know me.
Are you
the problem.
affected by the fires at all?
CNN, if the headline says anything, I don't believe it. Any CNN,
Okay.
anything. I
That's
don't
true, Eddie. That's true, Eddie. But
Anything.
here's the beautiful thing about this fire. You can fucking see it. You don't have to wonder.
No, I'm not
whether or
saying there's no
it's a
fire.
fever,
I'm just saying like
but
how
you
it started?
But this is what we're talking about. We're talking about this fire. Okay.
No, there's
Go
a
out
fire
there.
for
There's
sure.
A giant
I see
fire.
the smoke.
So what do you
I'm
think
not
is
saying.
happening?
I don't know. There's some crazy people out there saying that they're being started by some fucking direct energy weapons. I don't know. That's what the crazy people are saying.
Well, fires happen all the time, though. It's kind of a natural occurrence.
What's more likely? That fires are happening like they always fucking happen, from electric boxes going out or wires going down
Campfires.
or people being assholes with
Cigarettes.
cigarettes. That's how firefight. Before there was Illuminati, before there was anything, there was forest fires. They've been around forever. This is not like a new occurrence. It's not like they're using this secret energy weapon to do some shit that's never been done before. How dumb would their super energy weapon if they use it to start fires?
There's just a lot of weird shit out there, like houses, like you can see house, completely leveled,
Okay, I'll
and
tell
all
you-
the trees around them, nothing wrong with the trees at all. Weird, just weird shit like that. That's
Well,
all.
it's probably
I don't know what that means.
easier for the fire to make fucking houses go up in flames because it's all dry old shit. It's a dry
Drywall?
old wood. You got dry old shit on the
tile.
Your tiles. A lot of times, these people have these roofing tiles, and the embers get in between there.
Yeah.
It goes right into the tar. It burns it. It goes right through your. My next door neighbor, his roof was on fire. We
His
don't
house
need
is
no
fucked.
water. Yeah,
We
no,
don't
they-
need no-
but
done.
they got to it in time. The firefighters caught it. Actually, my friend Bud caught it. Told the firefighters.
Shout out to Bud.
Bud
Shout out to
Brutzman?
Bud Brutzman. Yeah.
His house.
No, it wasn't his house, but it was my neighbor's house. So when this was all going down, this is happening all throughout, not just here, but all throughout Topanga now and Malibu, and these embers fall from the sky, and then they light everything up in flames because everywhere you look, everything is dry as fuck.
dry as shit right
We haven't
now.
had any rain in a long ass time. If you go running in the trails, it's just dust. You're kicking up dust. There's you start coughing.
And then you got the winds.
All the
that
grass
spreads
is-
all of it.
everything's brown and dried
It's
out.
science, Eddie.
And when these embers fall from the sky and hit this shit, it just starts up. We're just lucky it doesn't happen more often. In fact, though, it happened this time last year around here because we had ash out in the gym area. We had to sweep the ash out because it had actually come in through cracks, like little tiny cracks.
Dude, I've
We-
ash all the way in
ash
my
all over the
house
place.
from this fire, all the way where I'm at.
I'm sure. It's no joke, dude.
No,
This
it's some
fire's
serious shit.
massive. So I don't think it's an energy wave, but I do think it's fucking super dangerous to live in a climate where there's this much vegetation and not enough moisture. Like, how come we can't figure out how to get that fucking water out of the ocean and start spraying it all over the
There's so
plants?
much water in the ocean,
There's
bro.
so much water,
I know,
you're not
use
using
that,
it
man.
all.
You know what? There's salt in it. We can't fuck with it. We can't fuck with that salt.
feel
Well,
like
they can take the salt
we
out.
still can't fuck with the salt.
No. They have desalination plants. They're just super
It's too
expensive.
Yeah, it's too expensive. We can't afford that.
they say the
We can't-
almond,
that's,
the
you know,
almond factory.
If we
the
had
almond
more
plants.
money, we'd be able to do that. But it's too expensive.
The
to
almond
take
plants
salt
want the
out of
ocean water?
No, they use all our water. If we got rid of almonds in California, we'd be straight.
Whoa.
Yeah, but the
Imagine
almonds,
if
bro.
vegans consumed more almonds, and then they were
They're the reason
they
why.
were the reason why
Is
the
there-
water. Imagine how ironic that would be.
Is there
those
a co-
almonds that were doing us in the whole time? It's not cattle raising. It's fucking almonds.
Is there a
almonds, bro.
country rich enough to filter the salt out of water and use the water for their country, or is
I
it?
bet, like-
it's just too expensive,
I
right?
bet Dubai could do that shit.
No,
Dubai-
they don't
Yeah.
have that
Tomorrow.
much money.
Yeah. We do it tomorrow.
No,
They have, like,
it's
gold
too
fucking
expensive.
hotels.
Dude, they would
You know how hard it
they
is?
They would roll out a carpet made of gold. The dude would slide on a gold surfboard.
Sipping that
to the
fucking
very
salt
end.
Don't they have
free
like
water.
survivor
Switch for the
filters?
plant.
Like for the Navy, there's like a survivor filter that you could drink the seawater and you could like suck, and it's like this filter, the survival thing.
I don't know
Isn't
about
there?
that for seawater.
Jamie, you
I know
know.
they have
You
them.
can drink piss.
No, they have those things for ponds. They have these things. They're called SteriPens.
They just can't figure out seawater. They
and then
just
there's
can't
another
figure
one.
that
No,
out.
what's the high salt content? You
Too
can't,
expensive.
You can't have that much salt content in your
a
water.
What if we
shitload
have
of
a
salt.
what if we have
Fucks you
a
up,
what if we
man.
have a
Makes your
salt
organs
water
fail.
tax? You know what I mean? We're running out of water. We got to figure out how to take the salt out of the seawater.
I don't
and
think this is a.
we have a
Eddie, we have
tax.
plenty of fresh water, though. I don't think this is a conspiracy.
No,
I
you
think
just
this
said
is
no, but you just said
real
how come they
expensive.
can't just take the fucking ocean
Right.
water and?
But I was
and-
just being funny. I'll tell you why they can't. It's fucking super expensive.
It's
I
too
was just being
expensive.
To
funny.
transport
No, that's what I'm
like-
saying. It's too
Yeah.
expensive.
Well, it would
We don't have
cost
that kind
so
of
much
money.
money to change the water. and to do it all the time for all the people. To just pull that water out, and then who owns it?
Maybe if we bring some
How do we
coke in
distribute
from Central America and we generate income that
Maybe.
way.
Imagine if we started sucking all the stuff out of the ocean started pushing back, and then people started building houses in front of the people's houses in Malibu. And at first they'd protest.
sick.
At first they would go, "Fuck you! We have the beach." Yeah, but it's not the beach anymore. So basically, you just got an acre. This is your acre. And
Someone goes right in front of him.
a mile to
Just
the
keep
beach.
sucking
bitch.
water out.
Yeah, imagine if there's like a mile to the beach now, and all these Malibu people, they show up at the fucking county board meetings. You gotta stop pulling the water out of the ocean. You turn around behind them, it's a goddamn tropical jungle. We got monkeys in L.A. and
Be
fucking
nice.
parrots and shit
I'm not
on
mad
trees.
at it, man.
We turn it into the tropics. We make it moist and delicious.
That would happen.
Darius,
That's probably why
Darius
we
is a
don't.
beast. I'm gonna do a fight real quick. Darius is a monster.
Yeah, he is a beast.
He's just fallen on hard times a little bit. He was ranked fucking high for a while.
He's a very good fighter.
He's so good at everything, man.
Everything.
He just
Very good
had
on the
some
ground.
tough matchups.
He had a tough loss, right? His last fight.
Yeah,
Someone-
he's fallen on some hard
Who
times.
stopped him?
He lost to Michael Johnson recently, but I forget who his
Jamie,
last
can you
was.
pull up Benil Dariush's?
He had a tough
Black
fight.
belt on the ground, amazing fucking striking.
I do not know much about this.
The guy he's
Moises
fighting?
guy.
Me neither.
Is that how you say his name? Moises?
Oh, Tiago Moises. He's from ATT. He fought in
Okay.
EBI, combat jiu-jitsu.
Oh, no shit. How good is he?
It was hard to tell from one match, but he's a black belt. He's from American Top Team, so he's got to be a fucking beast. Look at that guillotine right there. Boom.
It was
Darius
the,
is a black
Look
belt.
at that. He jumped right into a
Damn.
guillotine.
Ooh,
Look
that's
at that. It's
tight.
deep. That's a deep one. Right?
Super.
Oh, it's,
Oh, yeah.
oh, shit. That
Darius
was
should be
deep.
free.
tough to submit.
Wow. That was tight, though.
Chiesa did
He
it,
got
though.
KO'd by Edson Barboza. That's what we're thinking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking
He got
about.
KO'd by a flying knee, and then Alexander Hernandez in his last fight KO'd him with punches.
But he's beat some good guys like James
he's
Vick.
good,
He
dude.
knocked out.
Oh, shit.
Look at his
Armbar. Look
armbar.
at that. Tiago Moises.
Wow.
He's going for
He's
it.
going for
It's
it.
gonna be fucking tough to submit him.
It's going to be, but man, I think Chiesa took his back and strangled him.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Dude, I love Chiesa at 70. Yeah, he did.
He did, right? Yeah.
Chiesa at 70
I do
is
like
going
him
to be
at
trouble
70.
for people.
I think he just was killing himself making
too
that
big for
weight.
55.
Yeah,
I love-
whenever I'm
he-
hanging around him, he's a wide fella. He's a sturdy fella.
Big dude, big frame.
Yeah.
He's going to be really good at 70. He's going to give guys problems.
You know, I was doing commentary with Paul Felder. You know, and I'm standing next to Paul Felder, and I'm thinking, how the fuck are you 155 pounds?
That's nuts.
That is ridiculous.
That's
You're
nuts.
not 155 pounds. He gets mad, too. People say, this guy over here, he's 200 pounds. He goes, hey, I was 192 last Tuesday.
Oh, my bad.
He'll get upset.
That's hilarious.
Like, if you try to gain an extra 8 or
Anything?
10 pounds on him, he's just a big lightweight.
He's a big boy.
He's a powerhouse.
Dude, and think about it. That was Mike Perry's last fight, last win.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Perry kind of outclassed him.
Well, what happened was he bounced his forearm off of Mike Perry's head early on in the fight. He spinning back fisted him and hit him with this part of the forearm right in the forehead and snapped his arm in half.
Broke his arm, so he's fighting with one
And
arm.
he fought like that for 3 rounds.
Jesus.
But he couldn't wrestle. Okay, so he couldn't shoot takedowns or do anything with his right arm. He punched him with it a bunch of times, even though it was still broken. And
Not
he was
the same
trying
power.
to. He was trying to punch with his leg. He was in fucking agony. It's not just about power, right? It's about knowing that this shit doesn't work anymore, and you're going to try
Can't
to
grapple
pretend.
either. And you got a guy trying to rip your head off.
And Mike Perry's
Perry's a monster.
super strong 170. He's a beast. He's super aggressive. He comes at you real hard. He takes a tremendous shot. He's got a fucking iron chin and horrifying knockout power.
It's a tough matchup for
The
Cowboy.
Jake Ellenberger elbow, that
Oh
elbow
my
he KO'd him with,
God.
you're like, Jesus.
I know.
He's got real power.
But then
Another guillotine.
But Paul
Look at
Felder
this.
was kind of Mike Perry's first win where he's technical and
Damn,
stayed
he's
on the outside.
Hanging on that neck. Yeah.
And then before that, though, like Alan Joban beat him, was super technical.
Well, I think the move to Jackson's has had a giant impact on him. Because what I saw in his last fight, I saw him manage distance much better and pace. He wasn't just like a marauding psycho going after
Throwing
you.
feints. He's
Right.
mixing it up.
He was
angles.
not just mixing it up. It was like very good footwork as
Yep.
well. It was very technical. So I think he's adding a lot more technique and strategy to what he already had, which is
power.
like serious power
Yep.
and a serious aggression. And he had skills already. It's not like he couldn't punch. It's not like he couldn't,
No, but he's
stuff
kind of
takedowns.
one-dimensional a little bit.
But just so wild,
Yeah.
so reckless, and so hungry to fuck you
Which
up.
beat a lot of guys to get to a certain level.
Right.
Then they can deal with it.
But kudos to him for recognizing that.
Brilliant,
and
yeah.
then making some adjustments. And I think he definitely did make an adjustment in that Felder fight.
He looked amazing.
So it was on him. He made the adjustment. And he obviously put in the work and looked great. And it was also on Felder breaking his arm pretty early on in the fight.
one arm?
But even before he broke his arm, Perry was getting the better of the exchanges. He was more dangerous. It
Yeah.
was like there was more consequences. He's a fucking scary knockout artist.
It's
man.
stylistic
you.
wise for Cowboy, it's a tough fight, man.
Well, we both think that Cowboy's at his best when he doesn't have to fight guys that are that much bigger than him. I would rather
a real
see
aggressive
him,
guy's tough for Cowboy.
I would rather see him at 155 than see him fight Darren Till again. There was something about seeing him with Darren Till where you see how big Darren is at 170. He's fucking big, man. He's big.
He even talked about going to 85.
And he's going to 85 now. And you look at him
He
with
went back on
Cowboy.
that.
He changed his mind again?
Yeah, he's like, I think I'm going to go back to 70 because he was going to fight Askren at 70, but then they gave Askren Robbie Lawler.
Oh. Well, both fights I love. But, that guy's
Lawler
just
doesn't make sense,
he was
but-
so much bigger than Cowboy. He was so much bigger.
Way bigger.
When you looked at him in there, he looked like he was 2 weight classes bigger, at least 1 weight class bigger. Look, he's at least on the upper end of the next weight class.
Lawler makes sense. What are you talking about?
Fuck yeah.
The reason
How does it not make sense?
You don't think it makes sense?
No, it doesn't
He's
make
going to
sense.
be hard to take down, and he's fucking vicious with his
Hold on.
fist.
So
That's a perfect fight.
So the night of the fight, I dig it. But the thing that makes Ben Askren special too is his mouth, his mind game. So
Yes.
Robbie's not going to play that game. He doesn't have a dance partner.
Oh,
That's what makes it
okay.
great. Is that he can't? What is he going to do?
This is the fashion lover in you
can't break
talking.
him.
No. Hold up. No, this is the Dana White me talking. This is
Yeah,
the moneymaker me. Your boy's the exact
Okay.
same way.
Let me hear.
Because if you give Ben Askren, who can talk fucking right up there with the best we got, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you give him a guy, you name anybody, you give
Right.
him with anyone in the fight game. And he goes back and forth. It's going to be great. You give him Colby Covington, who's a shit talker.
Yes.
The fans are going to be able to gravitate towards
That
that
could
and
happen
see the
later,
story.
though. This is the first fight.
This is the first
This
fight.
is only one fight.
It's a big fight.
Yeah,
But Robbie
it's a big-
Lawler
Robbie
is
Lawler's
a
a
great
tough
matchup.
matchup.
Physically. The shit talking aside, you're right with the shit talking for sure.
X's
You
and
know,
O's, amazing
but-
fight night.
But
Love the fight.
the physicality of the fight, is that a word?
Probably.
I
Is that
like
a
it.
word?
I'll take it.
It's probably
Jamie, you got an
gender
A, right?
studies.
Physicality? That's a word.
Yeah, it seems right.
Come on, man. That's the
No, no,
perfect.
hold on.
Yeah.
It's
This
not
is
going to
no-
be easy for Ben. That's going
Hold
to be a
on.
hard
No, there's
fight
no,
for
no,
Ben.
no. You guys are.
Every fight is easy for him. He just grabs everybody and
Well, there's
fucking
been-
manhandles them.
I'm saying,
except for the Russian guy.
I'm saying to take full advantage of what Ben Askren brings to the table, Robbie Lawler's not the matchup I would give him off the bat. I would have gave him a Darren Till or a Colby Covington, something like that, who will verbally go back
you got
and
to
forth
build
with
up
him.
to that.
Yeah, see, I
Ben
understand
Askren's
what
been
you're
in the
saying.
game too long.
I understand what
But
you're
the
saying.
night of the fight, amazing
I
fight.
I think you just want to see the fight. I don't think we should ever make decisions based on
Shit-talking.
shit talking and encouraging shit talking. I think what's interesting about Ben Askren is Ben Askren. I want to see what the fuck he can do to a real former world champion.
We're hardcore.
Who's fought at the highest level.
That's a great
We're the
matchup.
hard, dude.
Great matchup.
I'm with you guys.
I
I
don't
love the.
wanna
I
hear
love
any
Robbie Lawler.
nonsense about
I think Robbie Lawler's a legend.
whether he talks back. No one's going to give a shit. Look, Ben Askren, when he was at the
that's
UFC,
not the world we live in, Joe.
Ben Askren, when he was at the UFC, they put a camera on him and the crowd went nuts. He hasn't even fought in the UFC yet. Everybody knows about him from the internet. A lot of people know about him from you and me.
Yeah.
And a lot of people know about him from Bellator fans and ONE FC fans. I think people didn't realize how fucking popular he is and how people
He's a big
want to
deal.
see what an undefeated wrestler who dominated guys like Lima and Koreshkov in Bellator still hasn't lost.
Dominated.
Don't you want to see what the fuck that guy can do? And if you don't want to see what that guy can do against the fucking ruthless one, Robbie Lawler's not done, man.
No, he's not done. He's a
Robbie Lawler
legend,
is
man.
fucking
He's a legend.
scary. He's always scary, man. He's had multiple periods in his career. He had the Strikeforce period. He had the UFC period. He had the championship period. You know, he had his younger wild days in Hawaii.
He's
not
fallen
the-
on some hard times
He's not
lately.
he's not the greatest. Robbie Lawler is not the greatest wrestler of all time.
He's
but he
fucking
did
good.
wrestle growing up, and what But the equalizer
That's a far
is
cry
his fucking hands, dude.
His kicks,
with the
his
wrestling,
knees, everything.
You could say
Yeah.
he's like
Yeah.
right in there, a decent wrestler, but his fucking hands, dude.
Ben Askren takes down
and it's
anybody in the UFC.
He
maybe,
might.
Everybody.
No,
but
he might.
finding out
He
is
might.
going to be entertaining as fuck.
No, dude, again, I think you guys are coming at me like I don't think it's a great fight. I'd love the fight.
No,
we're
not.
I just went, man, I would have given him Colby Covington. I would have given him.
That's coming.
That's coming. This is after the
He's a
first
fucking
UFC fight.
two-time world champ.
But or Robbie Lawler gets Colby Covington if he wins.
True.
That's a great way for Robbie to get back into the mix.
And plus, you don't want to make it easy on Ben Askren because everyone's going, this two out of the UFC organization champ. Let's see what he's made of. Robbie Lawler's a tough fucking test, good takedown defense, knockout artist.
It gives Robbie
validation.
an opportunity to reset too. If Robbie can beat him, Robbie didn't have a good fight with Rafael dos Anjos, but he did have a good fight with Cowboy. Right, those were the last two fights he had, I believe. Am I right about that?
He
Was
lost.
it dos Anjos and Cowboy?
He lost to Dos Anjos, right?
Lost
Has,
dos Anjos,
has
but he was great
Askren
against Cowboy.
has Askren fought anybody at Lawler's level?
No.
No.
Right? No
Well,
way, right?
Lima, Douglas Lima,
yeah.
but that was
Lima
a
didn't
younger
wrestle.
Lima. That was a younger Lima.
Lima didn't wrestle
Yes.
growing up.
It was a
Younger Lima, so
Younger
not the same.
Lima.
Younger Lima. Korshkov's a fucking monster, but
But both those guys, he dominated them so
They were
hard.
young. They were
Lima's a
young.
beast,
They
though.
were.
But
They were.
Lawler brings in wrestling and ferocious striking.
Also,
Anti-wrestling.
competition at the highest level.
Yes.
Competition
You're
at the
talking
highest
about
And
a
a
world
great
champion
chin.
in the UFC.
I mean, he fought warriors. He fought some of the best of the best. I mean, he's one of the best of the best.
I'm interested to see if Askren can talk shit on that.
times.
Can he? Is there
What'd you
something
say?
is there something about Lawler that Askren can talk shit about? Like,
No.
What can you say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Everyone. There's
Now
a few
that-
guys you can't talk shit about.
Yeah.
It's freaking Robbie Lawler, Dan Henderson, Matt Hughes. Like you just can't.
Remember, people
There's
thought
nothing there.
Before Tyron Woodley beat him, people thought he was the boogeyman.
Who?
Robbie Lawler. Like, he would scare the shit out of people.
I'll never forget Dana White at the Comedy Store in like 2002 or 3, and he's like, we're at the parking lot. And Dana White went to see you, and he's like raving about this new kid. Oh my God, I got this new kid, Robbie Lawler. He's ferocious. He's a wrestler who's just knocking everybody out on the local level. You're
Yeah.
gonna hear a lot about Robbie Lawler. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, Robbie Lawler. I mean, you're talking about a
It was
Hall
like
of Famer.
2001, 2002, something like that.
Talking about a Hall of Famer, legit Hall of Famer.
Yeah. So, for sure, it's the toughest opponent of Ben Askren's career. Or, yeah, I would say it's the toughest. But here's
sure
the
it's
thing,
the
though.
toughest.
I have to be
Validates
totally
Ben if he
honest.
beats him.
I have to be totally honest. I never watched his fights in ONE FC. I never figured out how to do
Ben's-
it. Whether you get it
He had
offline.
a
I saw
hard
a
time
few.
with a Russian wrestler.
Yeah,
What's
he
the
did.
There
best-
was one guy.
What's the best way? I mean, if you
I
if you
just
get him
saw-
on
I just saw
YouTube-
highlights.
I saw highlights too.
I didn't watch ONE FC either.
What?
I've never watched the whole
All I
card.
saw was Ben.
won.
As soon as he puts his hands on
It's over.
people,
Yeah.
his something's up. He has bionic hands or something. Because as soon as he's able to get his hands on, he just doesn't let go.
And I'm not
he
going to
just
say names.
Pulls you down.
I'm not
and
going to
just-
say names, but he
he's
does
like
that.
a giant Khabib.
He does that
Yeah.
to everybody, and guys
Yeah.
we know that are good I mean, everybody.
Yeah, that's exactly what I hear.
He's a bigger
Which is
Khabib.
why you and I both we went on like a goddamn campaign to get that motherfucker
we
in
did.
the UFC. We
It
kinda
works.
did. It worked. I got him
How
on the
long did it
podcast, too.
take?
I know.
Well,
I
you
love
know,
that guy.
Damn.
Having him on the podcast was great too because people could get to see who he actually is. You know, because you
want a
hear
guy
him-
like
you
him.
hear
Remember
him
how long-
talk in these little shit talking blurbs.
That's not
and
real.
You think like this guy an asshole? Like who is this guy? But then you sit with him for an hour and he's fun. He's fucking smart as
Articulate,
shit. Really
yeah.
well educated.
Looks like a Greek statue, right? Doesn't he?
He's got extra
Kind
chins.
of, yeah.
Dude,
But how about
he take a shot like no one, man? He takes fucking knees when he shoots and gets clipped with knees. Not good enough.
who are the
Still
greatest
takes guys
fighters?
down.
There's a couple others that used to campaign for the greatest fighters that never fought in the UFC. Ben Askren is one.
Yeah.
Who's the
Fedor.
other one?
Fedor was a big
Fedor
one.
was
Here's
a big
another one,
one.
a black guy.
A black guy?
Black guy who's never fought in the UFC.
Not
who
Saab.
you campaigned for 10 fucking years.
Was he in Pride?
Melvin
Melvin
Manhoef.
Manhoef. Oh yeah, but
Damn.
Melvin wasn't really fighting that much MMA outside of Pride rules, right? Like he fought anywhere else.
He
brought,
fought Bellator
you know what? He's the
MMA
kind of
and got
guy that's
ate
going
up.
to fucking knock you into another dimension or he's going to get choked out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
But either way, it's you bring him in.
Yeah, why didn't
dude,
that
his
ever
fight with
happen? How
Robbie
come we never-
Lawler.
How come we never got Melvin into the UFC?
Because you wanted him in.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. Once you suggest the fighter, they're never coming in.
Nah,
you guys
Ben
are
got in, bro.
crazy.
That's the way it
And
works.
Dana
It's
hated
different.
him.
It's different now.
Dana fucking
Melvin
hated Ben.
Manhoef?
No, Ben. Dana hated Ben.
Ben
Yeah.
who?
Askren. They hated
Didn't
him.
they talk shit online?
Yes.
They went back and forth at each other. It was brilliant.
Yes.
Dana blocked him on Twitter.
Yes. But
Now he's in.
I got a hold of Dana, and I said, he's a nice guy. I said, he's a fun guy.
What if
I
they
go, he's
party?
talking shit.
What if they end up partying?
They probably will.
They probably will, especially if Ben becomes champ.
Makes them a shitload of money.
Which
On
he's
that
going
Zuffa
to.
He's
jet?
going to. Listen, they're going to be happy they made this decision.
How old is Ben?
He's not that old. He's
35?
like early 30s.
Early 30s.
How old?
Oh,
32?
shit.
34?
He's still.
He's been doing it for a hot minute, but
he can
he's
still fuck people up
He
for a long
has zero
time.
damage.
He didn't take a punch in his last 2 fights.
he
You know
hasn't
that?
taken a punch in forever. Like you look at the month, it's been
Has it ever been
years.
cracked solid?
Yeah, he's been hit.
Jay Heron.
He's been hit pretty hard.
Jay Heron
Jay
actually
Heron gave him some
split
business.
decision. And I remember there's something up, he was telling me about, I don't want to speak out of school, so I won't even say I don't remember what he said, but there was an issue in his camp. But there's always
He was
issues.
also striking a lot. And he was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I doing? I'm not
Yeah.
going to go in there and do this. And then change his whole demeanor. Just like, I'm taking
Right.
everybody down. I'm not going to get hit.
Well,
Floyd
and
Mayweather
Jay
style.
Heron, he's got real talent. I mean, Jay Heron lost to some really good guys like George St. Pierre and Tyron Woodley, but Jay Heron's a tough fighter, and he's got a good mix of wrestling and grappling, and it was wrestling and striking rather, and it was enough wrestling to get back up when he was stuck on the bottom, or to prevent takedowns or fight him off. And looking at this, man, hear this nice little sweep.
Good reversal.
Yeah, so he can actually wrestle a bit too, and he hit him with a nice punch there. So Jay Heron, look at
Oh,
that. See?
shit. Turning
Dropped
side
him with a
kick.
spinning back kick. Yeah, so Jay Heron is a tough guy, man.
Really,
He wrestled.
really tough.
Yeah.
Jay Heron.
He wrestled his whole life.
Yeah, he's a real wrestler. And he's also got a lot of experience and had a lot of experience striking. That was after he fought George St. Pierre, right? Wasn't
Yes,
it?
yes.
I believe so.
For sure that's
check,
after he
check
fought.
to see if that's correct.
That's correct.
Because I know Jay...
That's after he fought
So they
George.
fought after he got released from the UFC? Is that what
Yes.
happened?
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, that was like the toughest test of his UFC career, but apparently there was another fight that he had in ONE FC. Now I'm getting this completely secondhand, and I apologize, but I didn't think we were going to talk about this. I didn't prepare this or anything like that, but I think someone was telling me that he fought some dude and the fight got stopped by an eye poke, but that it was a tough fight.
Was it the Russian cat?
It might have been the Russian cat. Look at that. Look at this fight. Damn.
Yeah, Dariush is filthy.
Delarouche
Delarouche
got
got his
that body
back.
triangle. I
Oh,
don't know.
shit,
I don't
that's
know.
tight.
Oh,
He's going
damn,
under. He's going
damn.
under.
Nice
He's
hand
getting
fighting.
close. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if this is true. This is just my guess. And I think the first person to utilize that body triangle offensively at a high level in competition was Jean-Jacques Machado in
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi.
Yep.
He was the first one. I know there's old pictures of catch wrestling with guys in body
Mm-hmm.
triangles from the back, but in high level competition, recorded historical high level competition, Abu Dhabi, Jean-Jacques Machado fucking ran through guys putting that body triangle on the back. I remember asking him when he got back from Abu Dhabi, why were you putting a figure four lock, while you were on the back? Why not just use the regular leg hooks? And he said, man, when you're going no gi, it's so slippery. And he goes, you got to lock in the hips. And from that point on, that changed my game. I'm like, okay, I guess when I get the back, that's going to be my main focus, is putting a triangle, a body triangle on. And that was 1998, 99
Old
in that
school,
area.
man.
Well, a lot of people don't know how much. Well, everybody knows you're a Jean-Jacques black belt, but a lot of people don't know how much Jean-Jacques' style of no-gi is what influenced you to come up with a lot of the positions and moves from 10th Planet.
Not only me, but Marcelo Garcia. Jean-Jacques Machado was the first Marcelo Garcia of the Abu Dhabi historical archive.
Yeah.
He was the first one, because when you look at Marcelo Garcia, and no doubt Marcelo Garcia, when you're talking about the greatest grappler of all time,
Phenom,
Marcelo
yeah, freak.
Garcia is right there in the conversation, can easily
Who
be
would-
number
if
one.
you had to say number
right?
one, would it be Hickson?
I'm going to say Marcelo Garcia, Jean-Jacques Hickson.
Yeah.
Number one, Roger Gracie, Rafa Mendes, that level. But the first one in Abu Dhabi was Jean-Jacques. When you look at what he did, he was using X-guard, and he was getting the back, putting the body triangles on. The back was his shit. And then Marcelo came, and he was using X-Guard too. Not that, I'm not taking anything away from Marcelo Garcia. Anybody that knows me knows that I've given Marcelo Garcia more props than fucking anybody living.
You don't have to explain that.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is,
Marcelo
right now,
Garcia is one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And so is Jean-Jacques. They're both two of the greatest of all time. There's a lot of that group.
Jean-Jacques was the first Abu Dhabi legend as far as finishing goes when you're talking about submissions, because in those early Abu Dhabis, you had a bunch of wrestlers who were masters at controlling human beings without clothing, but they didn't know how to pass and they didn't know how to finish. And then on the flip side, you had Brazilians who were masters of passing the guard and finishing their opponents, but they didn't really know how to do it as well without the gi. So you had a lot of stalemating going on and a lot of bickering and bantering back and forth about the rule set and all that. For the first couple of years, it's like people, you had the jiu-jitsu guys stalemating with the wrestlers, and there's all this grease and all this sweat flying everywhere. And then enters Jean-Jacques, and his first year in Abu Dhabi, he submits everybody and gets the gold medal. So at that point, people are like, what the fuck? This guy doesn't even have fingers on his left hand. How did he come into Abu Dhabi and tap everybody and win the gold medal? What the fuck is
Abu Dhabi
going
still
on there?
big? Like really big?
Yeah, we just had the trials
It's still big?
2 weeks ago,
Huge.
and it was the biggest trials of all time. The trials, there's like 60, 70 people in each division.
Damn.
Think
So
about
it's
that
big
shit.
as e-
Think
big as
about
ever.
that shit. It's bigger than ever.
Dude, just to switch complete gears, how about that bare knuckle boxing? I finally watched some. Have you guys seen this
Chris
shit?
Lieben
watched
just
the
knocked
highlights.
Phil Baroni out,
Starch
right?
Phil Baroni.
Yeah.
Hendricks got knocked out.
Yeah.
But I watched exciting shit.
Was Boss Rutan doing commentary for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
Hey,
it was
you know
it was
what?
pretty exciting.
Is
Not the
that
best.
MMA or just boxing?
Just fucking
boxing.
boxing.
Bare knuckle boxing.
And you guys always talk about how you don't want gloves and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
dudes are getting fucked up. I mean,
I
fucked
like
up.
it. You should be all over that shit.
Yeah, no,
You
listen,
should be on top
Start
of
our
that.
own league, bro.
Bare knuckle box. Is it in
No.
the States or Russian?
It was here.
Listen, don't give me a job, Brendan Schaub.
Dude, you leave
I don't want a fucking
UFC.
job.
That's-
I wish them well. I hope they do it. Anything that Boss Rutan's attached to,
I love
I'm
Boss.
happy for.
Dude, how about bare knuckle MMA? That's next, right?
Well, they should have
gonna be
that.
tough.
It should be.
We call
bare
it
knuckle.
cock
How is that
Right
tough?
now.
Shouldn't even be able to tape
bare
your
knuckle
wrists.
boxing happened. How hard is it going to be have bare knuckle MMA?
Dude,
I
MMA,
say
we're just trying to stay
no
up.
tape.
Head
No,
flow, dude.
MMA's in like a motherfucker. We
No
don't have to
taping
be
your wrists.
oh,
Let's be
fucking
logical.
proper for anybody. MMA is not going anywhere, so we don't have to.
Let's be
Dull it
logical.
down.
If you could smash your elbow into someone's eye, if you could smash your elbow across someone's nose, into their face, into their mouth, over and over again, into their lips, into their teeth,
Yeah, for
right
sure.
into their mouth guard. If you can do that with your elbow, why can't you punch them? Why can't you punch them just with your
Because
hands?
if
That's
every
ridiculous.
normal person, no, I don't mean normal, every casual fan turns on Fox or ESPN, whatever it's going to be on, and they see dudes with nothing on, they're just like, oh, this is barbaric.
No,
we can't
but it's
market
not.
this.
They're-
Reebok, everyone goes,
Okay,
we're out.
If people thought something and that something was not true, what do? Do we educate them? Or do we go, well, nothing we can do. People just think differently. They don't know any better. You know,
Brendan,
you teach them.
so
Gotcha.
should football get
You
rid of
teach them.
helmets?
Yes.
Dude.
You really should.
No,
you
you
know
can't-
why? They think that'd be the one thing
They quit
that would
They
Beating
should
with
wear
their
like
head.
some kind of
people.
leather type thing.
That's what they used to wear.
Dude, they used to wear that. You fucking-
Look at that George Clooney movie.
like some kind of leather.
Remember that bullshit
They're all
movie?
built like George Clooney and they're pro athletes.
Just a bunch of white dudes.
bunch of
running.
super white dudes with leather helmets on.
Dude,
How about when
I
white
wish I could
dudes
go
ruled
back and
sports?
just
How about
dominate.
that?
That was
How
only
about-
until
what'd
they
you
let
say?
black people
How about
in.
when white dudes ruled sports?
no.
Oh,
Those-
you talking about Babe Ruth?
All that
motherfucker's
shit.
so overrated.
Football?
There wasn't one
Dude, when Jim Brown showed
Dominican or
up,
black
they're like,
dude throwing
we can't catch
fastballs.
this guy. When Jim Brown showed up, have you seen those highlights, those epic runs of Jim Brown? And it's all white dudes chasing him.
Destroyed
And
him.
dude, he's putting on moves on these white guys.
Trucking
they didn't
them,
know
too.
what to do with them. They
Then the
didn't
first
know-
black guy came in baseball, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Jim
or a Dominican,
Brown,
game
yeah,
over.
Jim Brown had some of them. You got to watch his greatest fucking runs.
Oh, dude.
Better than Barry Sanders and O.J. Simpson.
You know, he was a better lacrosse player.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, he's a monster
Jim
at
Brown.
lacrosse.
Can you imagine playing the lacrosse with Jim Brown?
Fuck.
And he's allowed to hit you with that stick, right? A little bit?
Fuck yeah.
Dude, he
He
kind
was
of hit
knock you
people a
out.
little bit with that stick.
Hell
How does
yeah.
that work? How much hitting with that stick can you get away with?
You can hit the arms. You just can't hit the head, but you
Jamie's
can hit the
closest
arms.
to college as any of us. How hard can you hit people?
No, I played the college
Right there.
lacrosse.
Oh, you played it?
Yeah, I played
Oh,
it.
you played
yeah,
it?
I played it, yeah.
Well, how much can you beat each other
You
with
can
it?
beat the shit out of each other. Your arms. That's why they have pads in the arms. You hit the arms.
Oh, my God.
The stick. You can literally fucking cold
we
cut.
go.
Dude, these guys are killing each other. Oh, shit.
How is this sport still around?
There's no
Lacrosse.
money in
It's
it.
one of the oldest sports in the world, man.
But here's the
Indians started
thing.
it.
It looks kind of
older
fun.
than basketball.
Oh, my God.
People get fucked up.
Okay, that dude just got waylaid. That's not illegal?
Nah, man.
You think it'll
my
ever make it
That's
on
what you do.
Fox?
God.
You
Dude,
think
you're
it'll ever
hitting
make it on
people with
Fox on a
sticks.
Saturday afternoon?
Never.
Why not?
Wait a minute. You're allowed to hit each other with the stick, run into each other like that?
Yeah, bro.
And make the stick have contact with that guy's head?
Yeah, it's hockey, but
my
on fucking
God.
grass.
It's poor man
it's a
hockey.
great game. It's a great game.
It looks
man.
like a great game if you like concussions.
It's a great game.
is
Yeah. How often
crazy.
do you watch
We're
it?
watching
How often do you watch it?
the first of
Dude,
never.
do you
Eddie.
think that
It's
guy-
the first of
it's
never.
not. Unless,
It's fun to
if
play.
It's a great. If there's a game that's great, that means you watch it and you follow it. It's not great if you don't watch
Well,
it and
bro.
follow it. Is it great?
I
Is it
love
great?
it. I love it.
Do you follow
I don't,
it?
I don't
Do
watch
you
a ton
follow
of
it?
jiu-jitsu either, and jiu-jitsu's great.
Then you don't like it.
You
You don't
guys
like
are
it.
missing.
You
You
don't
guys
like
are
it.
missing. You guys are missing these KOs. These KOs.
know,
You
are
get
People are
fucked up
horrific.
in lacrosse,
Oh,
man.
Jesus Christ. They're whipping their fucking stick at each other, dude. This is chaos.
You guys never
Joe,
seen
you're
lacrosse
gonna,
or what?
you're gonna
No.
sacrifice kickboxing for this? You got to follow this
No,
now?
but let me tell you something. They're striking each other. This is not like just that's a strike. This is they're elbow striking each other. They're not like just running into each other. They're doing way worse. They're hitting each other with the sticks and they're KOing each other
Now,
with elbows.
imagine Jim
They're
Brown.
running- Oh my God.
Are you gonna
my
start
God.
watching
They're
it now?
Everybody
running
get
into each
fucked
other
up.
and smashing elbows into each other's faces.
It's a
Hey,
great
it's
game.
rough. I'm not
It's
saying
a great
it's not
game.
rough.
And you got to be fucking athletic to be a midfield, go back and
Dude.
forth.
And
The
I'm not-
cardio,
hey, listen,
best shape
I'm not
I've ever been
denying
in
the
lacrosse.
cardio. I'm not denying the ferocity. I'm not denying the
You're
balls.
talking about entertainment.
I'm not denying the size of these guys' balls. I'm not denying
I
that.
hear you.
I'm just saying, if you ain't following it, it's okay at best.
Yeah, I mean, the college
God.
college is the
people,
best.
people say, I love all music. I love all. You like mariachis? You like that? I love every style. How many mariachi CDs do you have in your car right now?
All of them.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, name
I
them.
love
got, like,
all
one of the-
music. You like polka?
You remember when
like
dudes
polka?
you'd have like a 12-disc CD changer in
Oh,
their
and you
car?
were
You're like,
balling.
damn. And you push it in the cartridge, chunk.
Dude, I had
Remember that?
7,000 CDs
take-
in the back of my truck. Just
You
all on
flip
the
'em,
floor.
But you remember
all
those
on the
disc changers? Like everybody, if you were a ball, you had a disc
Dude,
changer.
yeah.
10
12 disc
10
changer,
Yeah, come
6
on,
disc
man.
changer. To go with number 6,
Fuck
please.
yeah.
I'll never forget going
shit.
to the
So old
car
school.
stereo store with him, and Joe would go in and just give me the best shit.
How long ago was
Word
that?
for word.
Well, once I
Today,
started
he
making
steals
television
still does
money, I just wanted to hear what the best stereo sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds.
But didn't you say that word for word?
really good.
Give me the
Yeah,
best
we were trying
shit.
to figure out what to do, and I
The
said,
best
let's
shit.
do the best shit. Like, what sounds the best?
What car was it in?
That was a Porsche 996 twin turbo. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And your Barracuda.
Yeah, that one
and
too.
your Acura.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Forgot about
NSX?
that.
Like all that
NSX.
shit.
Ah, good for you.
It makes the experience better.
He had like the high level NSX back in the day. This was like
Type
Fear
R or
Factor days.
something?
And we were at jiu-jitsu, and he had a bucket handle tear, and he couldn't walk. And he goes, "You got to take me to the prolo therapy people." And I had to drive his NSX, and I knew how to drive stick, but high performance stick's a little different.
animal, yeah.
So we were panicking. He's fucking holding his knees. He's screaming. He goes, "You got to take me to prolo therapy." And I
Well,
tried
you
to
gotta
drive
take
his
you
car.
to the prolotherapy doctor to get an MRI.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why.
And I
Oh,
grinded his gears a
Was it
little bit,
like-
and his fucking
I would go
he had
nuts, too.
steam. He
Dude,
had
I would,
steam
too.
coming out of
I'd
his
be
fucking
furious.
hair follicles, dude.
Hell yeah.
He was holding his leg, and he's going, "You motherfucker, don't grind my shit!" And I'm like,
I'm trying.
I didn't yell at you like that.
You were so
I
mad,
did not.
dude.
Okay, but I did not yell at you like that. I know you got your artistic
I'd be
flair
pissed
going.
too, though.
Dude,
But I did not yell at
seriously,
you like
I'll
that.
never forget that.
But
I
this is
forget
what I said. I said,
everything
dude, do you
except
actually know how
special
to drive a
moments.
stick?
And I
Do you
said
actually
yes.
know how to drive a stick?
He's like, yeah, I got you, bro.
There you go. I actually lied and I didn't.
No.
No, I did.
you knew
You know
how to
what? My
drive a
first
stick.
car was a Ford Pinto station
But
wagon.
you probably
That
haven't
was
driven a stick in a
And
while.
then I
It was a
drove,
long time.
Then I had
Yeah.
a Fiat.
Yeah.
Remember those little tiny sports cars, those two-seater Fiats? I had one of those.
Those are in style
Dude,
now.
for a
They're
month,
dope.
pretty cool, yeah.
Dude, for a month, I was driving around at 19 with the little two-seater yellow Fiat going, I'm the fucking man, until it broke down like all Fiats do. And I drove it for a month. We could never figure out how to fix that motherfucker again, dude.
Why didn't you bring it to a Fiat repairman?
Dude, nobody wanted
not
to
a
touch
lot
that
of
shit.
them.
It was a mid-engine. Dude, that thing was so, like, it was a piece. Fix it again, Tony. That's what Fiat standed for.
Dude, how about
You guys didn't know that? Fix it again, Tony.
That's
It was,
hilarious.
dude, there was one day, when that car broke down, I realized who my friends really were. Nobody wanted to come pick me up for parties.
It's exhausting, dude.
And I one night I started crying, man.
Whoa.
Like, I don't really have any real friends.
Get the
Everybody
bus.
was partying. Everyone was going out. They didn't, because I
wanna
lived in
drive to your
I
house.
lived in that, like, kind of far.
How far?
And I was the one
How
picking 20, 25 minutes.
Dude, that's just a hassle.
No, that's
for
why
your
I was
friends.
crying. Why do you
That's
think I was
hard.
crying?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like,
I
I don't have
love
any
you
friends.
Yeah, you're cool, but 25 minutes is a long way.
Trying
Yeah.
to fuck this girl.
They
I
left.
gotta pick you
I-
up.
Long
I
Beach.
realized how
Yeah.
important cars were. I'll never forget when my Fiat was up on blocks in my garage and nobody could
super
figure it
important.
out. Nobody
Cars
could
are
figure it out.
Dude, how
Cars are
great is
super.
this? They're doing the
This is a-
throwback.
this is a
like
great
the
fight,
throwback
too.
That's way cool.
logos.
That's way
Isn't that
cool.
dope for the
Is this,
25th anniversary?
Is this the first time Jermaine Durandamy has fought
Yes.
since she
yes.
won?
How crazy is that?
So, and then there's Raquel Pennington, who's just a beast.
Tough
How
fight for
crazy
Raquel.
is this? Okay, check this out. How sexist is the UFC? Think about this.
Whoa, easy.
No, but
I'd say
I mean it in
opposite,
a
bro.
joking way. This is a
Son of a
joking way.
bitch.
But when Raquel Pennington fought Amanda Nunes, the one thing they had in common was they both had girlfriends that were UFC fighters.
They don't touch on
And
that.
everything was fine. Everything was cool and it should be cool. But can you imagine if there was two male fighters
We're gay as
fighting
shit.
for the belt and they both had boyfriends that
If
were
DC and
also,
John were gay?
and they were also UFC fighters?
Damn.
How crazy is that? We don't give
Why is that sexist though?
because we don't let guys do that. We're okay with girls
don't
doing
think
What do you
that.
that's
mean?
what
We,
it is.
the UFC wouldn't give a fuck if DC and John were gay. They'd
Come
still
on.
be. They
Come
wouldn't
on.
care.
You don't think
No.
you think they would be okay with that?
100%.
You think so?
As long as they were winning fights, they don't care.
But here's what you have to take into consideration. I don't think there's been any suppression of gay fighters in promotions.
there hasn't
but-
been enough promotion.
How weird
but
is it?
It's probably super hard for some gay guys to get acceptance in gyms.
Exactly.
Correct.
Some gyms
Exactly. You
Correct.
got to be.
filled
It's
with-
got to be a gay gym, right? It's got to be a gay
Or
dude gym.
someone
right?
who runs the gym,
Gay gym.
who's super open-minded.
Your trainer's got to be gay. Your
Doesn't have to be
kickboxing.
gay.
No.
He could be a guy that's
It'd be
just
easier. But check this
super
out. Check this out.
open-minded, and
There
you
were-
could let him
check
in. But
this
the
out.
problem is fight culture is old culture. And that old culture from the boxing days and a lot of the wrestling days, like there's this thought of, it's not the most progressive concept that, gay guys, whoa,
Holy
damn,
shit, girl.
Raquel Pennington.
That's the
they
right
don't-
attitude.
There's not a
Holy
sense of
shit.
equality. Damn,
Well,
it's
check
coming
this out.
quick.
Check this out. Isn't it? This is my theory. My theory that there's a disproportionate amount of female lesbian fighters having success in the UFC, and this is my theory.
they're
you
the
know
best
why?
fighters.
You know why? You know why?
Why?
This is my theory. Is their training camps are not disruptive. If they were heterosexual, everybody would be making moves on them. Their dietitian,
No, look,
their
Ronda
hold
Rousey.
on. Exactly. The
greatest-
kickboxing trainer, everybody's going to be trying to make moves on them. When they're lesbian, everybody just treats them like a guy.
You're
and they
crazy.
have
You're overthinking this.
No,
You have too
no,
much
no, no,
time.
no. What is
No,
it?
I think this is
No,
a
no,
factor.
this is real. This is real.
may be a factor, but I don't think that's
no,
what makes them. I think
Holly Holm.
I think there's just some women like to fight, and maybe more lesbians like to fight than straight
They're more
women.
drawn
but a
to
lot
it,
Of, but
yeah.
a lot of straight women like to fight too.
I think their camps are less disruptive because you take a girl. Okay, let's just take a girl.
Probably
like
a
that looks
factor.
like. Let's take a
Small
a
factor.
UFC
The best
fighter.
ones in history are
Let's take a UFC
straight.
fighter that looks as good as Paige Van Zandt. She's just like that. Imagine all the dick that's going to be thrown at her every day. The dietitian,
want
the
it?
chiropractor,
If she
the
was single.
kickboxing.
If she was single, right.
Even
How
if she's
bad you
not
want it,
single,
bro.
even
Right.
if she's,
Even if she's not
especially
single,
if she,
guys will
especially
flirt with her.
especially if she's single. Can you imagine the drama involved? Trust me, I'm in the fucking fight game. The girls are getting. If you're a heterosexual girl and you're in the
you're hot.
you're in a jujitsu
It's like
school,
being a hot Marine.
Exactly. But if you're lesbian and you're hardcore,
Guys
like
still trying
Amanda
to go
Nunes,
for it, but yeah.
no, dudes aren't going to go for it. They're going to
No.
treat you like a dude, and
Right.
you're going to have a drama-free training camp and a school, and you're going to
makes
stick.
sense.
You're going to
I think
stick.
it's small,
you're going to
but-
stick with the school long. Look at all the lesbian fighters.
This
They
is what I
stick
think,
with the
Eddie.
trainers.
This is
They
what I
stick.
think.
The best
There's
ones in history are straight,
There's no
though.
drama. There's no drama.
But this is what I think, Eddie. I
Cyborg,
think what you're saying is
Gina
correct.
Amanda
Carano,
Nunes.
Ronda Rousey.
What I'm saying, what
Gina
you're saying is
Carano.
correct. What you're saying is correct, but this is just a factor. There's a bunch of factors.
She's beautiful.
Rose.
yeah, she's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Rose,
Joanna.
Rose, but no, Rose is
Rose,
no, I'm not saying,
Joanna.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not
Straight,
saying
straight.
all
True.
the top fighters are lesbian. I'm just saying
Right.
there's a disproportionate amount of top fighters that are lesbian, and I think that's because when you
don't
look at
think
like
they're drawn more to the sport?
Rose Namajunas got a gigantic gorilla boyfriend that will fucking stomp on
Pat
you.
Barry?
Yes,
Well, not me, but
that's
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Rose Namajunas was single? Can you imagine all the
Yes.
dick that would be flying at her? Like, she'd be dodging
You're
that
right.
shit like the Matrix.
Respectfully, you're right.
Right?
100%.
There's
Yeah.
less drama. Dude, because
Nah.
in jiu-jitsu, not even striking or wrestling, just in jiu-jitsu, heterosexual girls,
But
it's
that's-
common.
that's
it's
any-
common.
that's
no,
any
hold on.
field, though.
Hold on. Exactly.
Even women in offices
get
get so
but
much
that's
dick
true.
thrown at
that's
them.
proving
People
my point.
are way
You're right.
more physical
You're right.
at an MMA gym. There's way more contact with a guy and a girl at
I
an
have to roll
MMA
with
gym.
karate.
Yeah,
hottie, you know.
jiu-jitsu
Than they would
girls.
ever-
Jiu-jitsu girls are more prone to switch jiu-jitsu schools than
Just might
guys.
hook up with a guy, right?
Because they start dating a guy from another school, and they go, you know what? Let me go train at that school on Saturdays. They start training at the school on Saturdays, and then the guys at their school go like, "Well, are you training over there?" But dudes don't do that. But the girls do that because
Makes sense.
because they're heterosexual.
I think
But if
there's
you're
a
lesbian,
point there. I don't think
there's
it's the.
a little bit. I'm not saying it's a be all end all. I'm just
there's
saying.
also
I don't
girls
think the
who
UFC.
switch
Think about
gyms.
this.
I don't think the UFC highlights Amanda Nunes enough being lesbian. She should be on fucking every poster in West Hollywood.
Check
She's
this out.
the world
Check this out.
champ.
Yep.
Check
Beat
this
the
out.
fuck
We
out
all
of
know
Ronda.
this. We all
Fighting
know.
Cyborg.
And
We
beat
all
the fuck out of Raquel Pennington, who's a beast. I mean,
Beat
we're
the
seeing it right
shit
here.
out.
think about
She's a monster.
Amanda
think about
Nunes,
the music
she's
business.
marketable, man.
Think about the music business.
got-
There's a
okay.
disproportionate amount
Okay.
of all. I would say 90% of my favorite singers are gay. I love gay
What?
singers.
Name a gay
Yes.
singer.
Peter fucking. Oh, I'm not even going to say his name. I don't want to bust anybody out. I'm just going to say
That we don't know about?
No. Yeah. Who knows? Freddie Mercury, whatever. But what I'm saying is,
Well,
there's a disproportionate amount of gay vocalists out there, right? Think about
Right.
that.
Currently,
There's-
though,
And gay Broadway
I can
people.
only name
who you
one.
think
Right?
of- you would think of people that perform on Broadway. You'd think that at least a healthy percentage.
And
would be
think about
gay.
this. Think
Not
about
music,
this. And think
though,
about this.
not artists.
We all know this. We all know this. In the music industry, there's a lot of gay music producers
Yes.
and music executives, right?
Yes.
And they do creepy shit, right? Not because they're gay, just because they're guys. They're
Because
guys.
they happen to be
because they're
gay.
guys. Guys do creepy shit. And you're going to do creepy shit with girls, or if you're gay, you're going to do creepy shit with guys.
Well, to use
There's a
Rogan's joke.
There's a disproportionate amount of gay singers out there. And how is a heterosexual singer going to compete with a gay singer
Start sucking
when
dick.
they're ready to suck dick at the drop of a fucking hat? You know what I mean?
well, how bad do you want to be Batman?
So what
to-
are you saying?
to
You're saying
reference
that
his
happened
joke?
with a lot of guys?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of gay singers and there's a lot of gay, and I love gay singers. Most of my favorite singers
I don't
are
think
gay.
anyone's arguing,
No,
though.
no,
So
I'm
do
just
you
saying
think- but
there's
are
a
you
lot of them.
saying-
There's a lot of gay singers.
Let me phrase it this way. Are you saying that the same way that like if a gal was trying to get into the music business, she could potentially run into some unscrupulous males in the business who prey on young girls trying to enter into the business?
Exactly.
The same could be
Exactly.
said for young guys
Yep.
with gay guys.
If they're gay, they're willing to suck that producer's dick.
And if they're not, if they're straight,
It's gonna
maybe
be
even
harder.
better.
There's some
They gotta
straight
be
guys
on
who are going to
ecstasy,
do
right.
it.
There's straight guys that are going to do
So
it.
like dudes in bands like bass players and drummers are
Yeah.
like, dude, we need a gay singer to get a deal up in this
Yeah.
motherfucker. So they look for gay singers. That's
Listen,
not.
I don't know the music industry. I
There's-
didn't.
Oh shit! Look at that, Jermaine Durandamy 1-2. That was nasty.
Durandamy,
see
you
that?
know, one of
Did
the
you
worst
see that
champions of
1-2?
all time, but is fucking skilled, man.
Oh, dude, really high level stand-up
like
striker.
a 14-time world champion, some
Yes.
shit like that.
Very, very good striking, but did not want nothing to do with Cyborg. Isn't that fascinating?
No, literally
She's
was like, you know what? I'm good.
"Pass,
My
take
hand hurts.
crown.
Dude, and I still
I'll
don't think
see
she beat
y'all-
Holly. I
see
don't think
y'all
she
in
beat
a
Holly.
year. Well, here's why I agree with you. Holly clanged her with a question mark kick and dropped her. She had her stunned with that, and then she dropped her with a straight left hand. Those are two hugely significant moments. in
The
the fight.
only significant moments, really.
Yeah, well, there was Jermaine hit her after the bell twice.
Twice.
And I think the second time you should have taken a point away because they were hurting her. The last one she landed after the bell, I think it was it the second round?
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
shit! Hey, Jermaine
One,
looks
two
like a
piece.
solid fucking striker.
Oh,
right
she's
here.
super
world
solid.
class.
That's what we
No,
were just
world
saying.
class, bro.
Eddie.
Holy
world class.
shit!
Did you hear what
She's
we
a
were
world
saying?
champion, dude.
Is she lesbian?
No, she's
Okay.
a multiple-time world champion. Her kickboxing is out of this world, man. She had some insane kickboxing record. Jamie, pull up her kickboxing.
I'm surprised they gave Raquel Pennington this fight. Just an awful
Raquel's a
matchup for
fucking
her.
beast, man.
Not when it comes to the
that
striking
girl,
game.
Well, she's just fighting a woman who's just way better than her.
So
at
is
this.
Amanda
Look at her
Nunes.
fucking record. Those are all wins, son.
No, world champion, dude.
Yeah,
Kickboxer.
dude.
37 and 0.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude.
And she's lanky. She's
Yeah.
got wide shoulders,
Oh,
long
not,
arms.
no nightmare to deal with.
Here's
Nightmare.
the thing, man. Here's the thing.
Why didn't she want
didn't-
Cyborg?
Because she doesn't. She
She
thinks
wanna
that
get stomped the
Cyborg.
fuck out?
Cyborg's too big. Cyborg, she said, was a perennial. What'd you call her? What were the
Steroid
words?
user or some
But
shit.
she had like a I don't want to misquote.
She
it
was
'cause it's an
scared,
important
straight up
quote.
scared. Was like, you know what? I'll vacate the belt. Fuck that noise. I'm gonna go back
To
down.
paraphrase, she essentially was saying that Cyborg is cheated and that she's used steroids. I don't know what the
She didn't wanna
wording
fight her.
was, and she said because of that she didn't want to fight her.
At first, she said her hand hurt. Then she was like, you know what? Fuck it. I just don't want this.
She said she needed thumb surgery, and she didn't. She brought that up like immediately when I asked her about fighting Cyborg. But I think Cyborg's the boogie woman to these people. That's what I think. I think she's so much bigger than everybody else. I mean, she's cutting down from 175, 180.
Cyborg beat the shit
maybe
out of
even.
her.
She's
It's not
so
She is not
powerful.
180.
Oh yeah, she
Oh,
is.
dude,
Cyborg?
she get up to
Yes.
she get up there, bro.
She's a big woman.
To 135?
No,
145.
45.
Dude,
you
there's
ever see her try to
dudes
make
who don't want to
45?
fuck with her. There's
Dude, her
dudes who don't want to
45
fuck with that girl.
Think about how big Connor is. Connor's walking around at 170-ish, right? He used to cut down to 145.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Now, Cyborg is
Female.
basically somewhere in that same range. That's what's going on.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's a lot of weight. A lot of weight to cut. Somewhere in the 170, and maybe even during the off season, maybe
Dude.
she gets even heavier. Whoa, Durandamy just hit her with a fucking nasty straight left.
Dude, how about the fucking Amanda Nunes Cyborg fight end of December?
Yeah,
John
that's a good
Jones,
fight.
Gustafson, same
She's a
card.
little, I
That's a
think
good
she's too
fight.
small. I think
Dude, me
Amanda's
too, just too small.
Durandamy
Too small.
looks so nasty. Look how good
Hey,
her
listen,
striking
I got to
looks.
get out of here. I
Where
got to
you
go
going,
to
bro?
10 Planet 15-year anniversary party.
Tonight?
We got Bobby Lee's going to perform. Sam Tripoli's going to perform.
What time does it
Steve
start?
Simone, Lee Syatt, Bobby Slayton.
What time does it start?
It starts at right now.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
I got to get
Just
out of
gonna
here,
Peace
man.
out on
I
us.
gotta- It's
I can't
15 years,
believe you're
baby.
leaving.
Damn, congrats,
Dude,
man.
thank you, man.
Congrats,
Congrats.
brother.
Dude, you were there that first day.
was
15
there first
years
day.
ago.
Isn't
God
that nuts?
damn.
That's nuts,
Time
man.
flies like a motherfucker.
It does, dude.
Dude, I have so many black belts. It's incredible. I got today. We had a business meeting because this weekend is the 10th Planet Eclipse weekend. We do it every year, and we have the holiday party. We have a quintet at 10 versus 10 show that was last night. That was insane.
I heard those quintets are amazing.
Yeah, man. And then tonight we have the party. And then tomorrow we have the 10PQ, which is the 10th Planet qualifier for the next DBI, which is the strawweight girls.
Dude, you got legit business.
I'm just surrounded. I'm surrounded by dudes who can kill me. Like they're all around me. I'm like, these motherfuckers, if they wanted to, they could just end my life right now.
You've shown
No,
them.
it's pretty crazy.
You're Master Splinter.
It's
You got a
pretty
bunch
crazy.
of turtles.
I got fucking
A bunch of turtles.
insanity all around me. You know, if shit ever hits the fan, you know, you want to be hanging out with jiu-jitsu clans. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, I
Unless
think
it's a
that
fire, but yeah.
jiu-jitsu people are generally more calm because they're going to war all the time.
Yeah.
They get all that shit out of their system. They're way more chill. You know, they're way more
You know, how, if
relaxed.
we were running
They're
out of
pleasant.
food, how easy it would be just to put someone in a rear naked choke
And eat
just
'em?
like, you know what? Yep. You know, if you don't train, and you're not a doctor,
If you don't know what you're doing?
if you're not a doctor or some kind of MacGyver, and you don't train, we're gonna have to eat you.
Dude, what you said before
what
the
I mean?
podcast was so funny.
What?
About the apocalypse, that homeless people are going to be psyched because they'll be like, ha ha.
Homeless
now you gotta
people
live like us.
are waiting for the end of the world.
They're digging the
They're
fires
waiting
and shit.
because they're going to be running shit. They're
That's
going to
so
be the
true.
alpha
Because they know
males.
what they're doing.
They know how to
the
survive.
spots and shit.
They
know where to
know
get the good-
exactly.
the good
Their life
shopping
is not going to
carts.
change. Their
Yeah.
life
It might get better. What's going to get crowded?
Dudes in favelas, if you live in a favela, you don't have to worry about the end of the world because it's already the end of the world for you.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
dark.
You already
But
got
here's
that
the
shit
thing.
mastered.
You don't. Most people that are walking around pushing shopping carts with all those plastic bags hanging off them, they're probably most likely mentally ill.
yeah,
right?
batshit crazy. We're all just be able to fall
yeah.
and steal
Probably
their shit.
MK Ultra throwaways, probably
knew you had to
child
go there.
trafficking
Eddie just went
throwaways.
into that. Yeah, it might be. It might be. I think
Some
for
of them
sure-
have to be. Some of them have to be some throwaway because we all know trafficking is going on and like what happens to these people?
Well, you know, a lot of them are veterans. That's where it gets real scary.
Ugh,
A
super dark.
lot of them are veterans. A lot of veterans come home and they don't know what the fuck to do, and you know.
Oh, that scared me. It said
happens.
Khabib McGregor, but it says now available on Fight Pass. I was
I
like,
love
oh,
you guys.
fuck. Is
Love
that
you
an
guys.
announcement?
Sick. Oh my god.
It says available
Love
on
you
Fight
too,
Pass.
Eddie.
Dude, you're the best. Congrats, man.
Congratulations.
Congrats, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll call you later, brother.
Ow, sweating me hurt.
All right, see you guys.
Later.
Later, dude.
Dude, sit over here. I'll feel
Yeah,
weird.
it's going to be weird, right?
Yeah,
like
be
you're an Uber driver,
You know,
and
yeah,
I'm
like
in the
if you're a
back.
friend and you have an extra friend, the friend's in the front seat, and that friend leaves, and the friend in the back seat stays in the back seat. You're like, hey, man, you got to get up here. Fuck this, dude. Damn, Jermaine Durandamy looks spooky. She's so dangerous because she doesn't do anything wrong. You know, like look
so
at-
calculated, man.
Well, it's super super technical with her movements too, and she's basically playing like a rhythm dance. She's forcing Raquel into movements, but she has the solutions to those movements like several steps ahead.
yeah, but here's the thing, Joe. Think about how many more fights Durandamy's been in
Yeah.
than Raquel Pennington. I mean, you're not even remotely close.
Well, not
the
just
experience
that.
factor at a high level.
Pennington would have to really struggle to take her down. She's a 145er, and Pennington's been fighting at 135. You know, and Jermaine dropped down to 35 for this fight, right? Is this a 35 or 45, Jamie?
This is 35.
So Jermaine dropped back down to 35 after that 145-pound fight. Oh, shit, head kick. So she's
She
super
rolled with it.
strong for the weight class.
Pennington has a tough record too, like salty 6-5 or some
She's
shit
tough
like
as
that.
shit, though,
She's as
dude.
tough as they come.
You know, one of my favorite finishes ever was her versus Ashley Evans Smith because it was just this wild fucking
That was a good
brawl.
fight. Yeah.
And then she catches her in a bulldog choke and puts her unconscious for like a
I
second
think
to
that
go.
was in the last fight in Denver too.
Was
Because
it?
she's from Colorado Springs, so they
Dude.
usually put her on the Denver cards.
I think
I'm a fan. by
I'm a
the way.
fan too. She's just so damn tough, man.
But Durandamy, I hate this matchup for after fucking Amanda Nunes.
Well, it's a
Can't
scary
catch a break.
matchup because
But she's ranked number 4.
Oh, it's that uppercut. God damn, it's scary because it's real similar, and maybe Durandamy is even more lethal with all the different things.
I'm not hating at all, but Durandamy looks identical to the guy in Kickboxer that beats the fuck out of Jean-Claude Van Damme's friend. The scary
damn,
dude who's
dude.
kicking the walls. They
She's
look
so
very
technical.
similar.
The thing about Durandamy that makes her see for sure, Amanda Nunes has more power, and she'll assault you, and she's more aggressive and reckless. Like she comes after you.
Nunes?
But yes, and she's a murderer.
More
man.
power in the
more
hands.
power. Her hands are just
her
stunningly
speed,
powerful. Yeah.
and then she's also a black belt on the ground. She's a bit of a beast.
But I think it's the power is the difference. But
Agree.
Durandamy has the full arsenal. You know what I mean? Like as far as her technique,
She's a surgeon.
Her time,
Yeah.
yes, that's a good way to put it. Everything all of her striking is done so effortlessly. It's all efficiently and smooth, and there's no like weird moments where her hands are down, she's lunging, or her
Never.
footwork's
off balance. No,
never.
The only time she, struggled severely was against Holly Holm, who's also a world class boxer.
And tricky because Holly's different than probably a lot of the strikers that she faced.
Well,
'cause
Holly's
she faced
big,
Muay
too.
Thai people. Yes, she is big. She's very strong.
Athletic.
Yeah, and she also has got sneaky shit that she does, like that question mark kick.
Yeah.
She clanged her right off the head with that. That was a big moment because Durandamy was, in the beginning of the fight, was kind of controlling the pace and controlling the rhythm. and Holly had to find her spots. And man, a lot of people thought she could have won that decision. It was real close.
It's a tough spot for Duran and me where they go, all right, now you're fighting Cyborg. And she's like, fuck that, man. So then, she gets stripped of the title. We all shit on her, but it must have been a tough position.
Well, if she has real feelings about this and something happened. What happened?
Grabbing the shorts,
I don't know, something happened.
hit her in the titty.
Did she go low?
Did they take points away?
Did
from
they
her?
take a cooter shot? Do you pause?
Someone took a
What happened? Jamie, what happened? Eye poke?
pussy shot?
Was it? Come on. Was it
No.
grabbing?
He's taking
Fence
a point.
grabbing?
I think
Was
it's either
fence
short
grabbing?
or fence grabbing. That guy has a hard part in
Oh,
his hair,
it might
by
be
the
a
way.
fence grabbing.
Fence or
No, but it seems like they're giving her a chance to recover. God damn it, I wish we were paying attention.
It's tough.
Something happened. Can we rewind a bit? Oh, but then we'll fuck everybody up.
yeah, it'd be a nightmare.
We'll figure it out.
Jeremy
Okay.
just apologized.
I wonder what it was. It seems like a foul.
Oh,
strong
shit.
jab. Strong jab.
Oh,
nice knee.
Fuck.
But doesn't go net lateral. Notice straight back, right? Still good takedown defense, but accepting the fact that clinch is definitely going to happen, as opposed to like next
Almost
stage.
wants the clinch.
Well, almost. Maybe
She's the
it's
bigger fighter.
End, it's also the end of the third.
And she's been winning all the rounds, so she's like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, man. This is safe for me.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
not gonna
just
knock me
protect
out
myself,
here. Yep.
maybe catch my breath, and then get you off me and finish the round strong. But she's gonna have a hard time getting her off.
Dude, I'm nervous for these next two fights. The Yair Korean Zombie one's interesting because Yair's been out for a hot fucking minute. Remember, he was basically signed with Bellator. Mm-hmm. Like, he was going through that whole thing where he turned down the Zabit fight. Then they go, all right, if you're not fighting Zabit, we're going to cut you. Then he's like, all right, I'll
Look at
sign
this.
with UFC.
She's free.
And then they're like, all right, you're fighting Zabit. Then Zabit pulls out.
Dude, you see that beautiful one right hand, left hook, right leg kick?
Dude, she's
Damn.
fun to watch, man. She got a
Damn.
bad rap because turned
So-
down the Cyborg stuff.
Well, you know what, man. It is what that is what it is. We've said so much about that. There's really no reason to continue to talk about
I
it.
know, it's
but if you
fucked
just
up.
want to look at the reality of who they are today, Cyborg is just way scarier than any of those girls. One of the things that makes Amanda Nunes interesting as an opponent for Cyborg is, first of all, her last fight with Raquel Pennington. She showed a lot of movement. I think she needs a shitload of movement in this fight.
She
needs
would
to
need
be-
all the movement.
She needs to be in fucking shape. She needs to be in serious shape, and she needs to be strong.
5 rounds.
And this is one of the things that Amanda Nunes said at the press conference. She
I didn't
basically-
listen to the press conference.
press conference is interesting because Cyborg was accusing her of, I think, not fighting her at a previous time, and she said she needed more time. I think they wanted to try to do those two
They
in
did. They've
New
been
York
trying it
for Madison Square
They've
Garden.
been trying it for a
perhaps.
while. Amanda Nunes goes, I need more time, which I actually
Yeah.
like that.
I like that too because she's the smaller woman coming up as the 135-pound champion, challenging the 145-pound champion. She's going to have to put some weight on. She wants to keep it on and be comfortable with it on, and hopefully get above 145 so she can cut a little.
Yeah.
Because the reality of Cyborg is she's way bigger. She's probably walking around. How many pounds bigger would you guess than Amanda?
Just naturally?
Just naturally.
25, 30, probably. What do you think?
There's a number.
20s?
I would like to know
20s?
what that number is.
At
but
least 20
I
pounds.
would say it would
Let's
be
say
20.
20 to be fair. 20 pounds heavier.
It's entirely possible it would be 20. So if Amanda Nunes is the 135-pound women's champion, what does she actually weigh? We're saying if you think the Cyborg is, let's be generous and say it's in the 170s.
Yes.
And then she cuts down to 145. And we don't know, by the way. We just have read things. I would like to know. Like, let's see if Cyborg has ever commented on what she weighs before she starts her weight cut. Because I know
60s,
Lockhart
high
worked with
60s,
her.
right?
Maybe. Let's get crazy and say it's 160. Even 160 would be a lot of weight, bigger than Amanda Nunes, wouldn't you think?
100%.
Like, what does Amanda Nunes weigh?
God, Amanda Nunes, 50s.
You think she weighs 150 when she
Yeah.
walks around normally and cuts down to
you think?
135? Maybe.
50s?
She's very strong.
She's big
She's
girl,
rocked.
stocky.
She's jacked.
Yes.
She's got all that back power, man. When she punches, she fucking has the longest punches.
She's
you
one of my
watch-
favorites.
But she punches so long. It's like she's hitting you way at
Precise,
the
too.
end, and she's hitting you way at the end, and she's fucking aggressive as shit. But so maybe let's say she weighs 145, 150 at the
Say
most.
50.
Let's say 50 at the most. Cyborg could be 170. She could be bigger than 170.
I'm saying she's rolling around 60s.
You think she's in the 60s?
Yeah.
You think she's in the 60s now,
Yes.
or you think she's in the 60s all the time? Do you think she gets bigger than that and then
She,
gets
from
lean?
From talking with her and her manager,
Here
her
it is.
boyfriend.
She walks around at 185. Jesus!
Used to, she said.
Oh. Oh my
doesn't get
God!
that high.
So okay, this one she's approaching UFC 219, which already happened, at 170.
Quotas down here. They were talking to. Right.
What year is this?
This is at the end of last year. So.
Interesting.
Now I walk
Okay,
around
you
70.
know, before I used to walk around at 180 or 85, and now I'm walking around at 170. It's very different than it. That's interesting. Than before, when I was heavy, I'm getting to work more and more. Okay, that makes sense.
170.
So I'm getting to work more and more, getting light, but I really have to be on top of my weight now. So she's decided to stay on top of her weight so she doesn't have to go through so much of a brutal cut, which I think is very wise.
the
With
smart way to do
170
it.
is still a lot of weight. That's 25 pounds. She fights at 145. She's the 145-pound champion, which means even right now, she's saying she doesn't cut as much, but she cuts 25 pounds, man. That's how big she is for the division.
And I did Lockhart say this? Maybe it was Dolce, is one of those weight cutting experts. Were saying that it's tougher for females. Mm-hmm. The weight cut gets tougher and tougher because the adipose tissue and stuff like that, and their hormones. And
Yeah, I think that was Lockhart. I don't remember.
it might
though.
just be bro science right now.
We
but I
are
think
bro
so.
sciencing
The
it up.
fuck, but I
Neither
don't.
one of us know jack shit about fat content. Or what.
Nothing, especially when it comes to women.
But I do think that there's also unique struggles with women when it's different times of the month. You know, women get bloated, they retain water, and sometimes it's hard to get that water out.
I've also talked to some women I've dated in the past, women who do those competitions who cut weight to not for fighting but for like
Bodybuildings
bodybuilding,
and
where they
shit.
do bikini.
Right.
And their thyroids are fucked up. So then their body it'll cut down, but then it goes, oh shit, we don't want to do that again. So it blows up, and it's trying to protect stuff. So weight cutting for women time after time gets tougher and tougher.
Yeah,
Bro science.
It is bro
Hashtag bro
science.
science.
Hashtag bro science. But
Hashtag bro
it's,
science
it's
all day.
also bad for everybody, man.
It's not good for anybody.
It's not good for anybody. It's,
That's why Cowboy at 70 I like, because 55 looks so drawn out. But then
That's
there's
true.
guys like fucking Till
Darren
and
Till.
Woodley, and
And
Wonder
May-
Boy's
yeah.
fucking huge too. Like these
and
guys
this
are
fucking
big.
dude, what we're about
Perry's
to see,
he's shorter, but he's fucking
Ooh.
thick, man.
thick and scary, and he swings to try to kill you.
Here-
He's trying to
here's the
smash
thing
you.
that scares me about this fight with Cowboy. Cowboy needs this, right? He's a bit of a fork in the road for his career. He's fighting a guy in Mike Perry who's trained with his camp. Nobody knows Cowboy better. Has watched Cowboy spar more than people at Jackson's.
Yeah.
And Cowboy needs this. Then there's the whole thing with Mike Wigglejohn, who's cornering Perry against Cowboy.
Yeah.
It's just a shit situation, man.
But it is for everybody. It's just highly charged. It's highly charged. But look, both guys are they're it's a matchup that people want to see. It's a real crossroads matchup. For
I love
both
the
guys.
fight.
It's a crossroads matchup because if Perry can't get past Donald Cerrone, then it puts him in this position where he's learning. He's certainly getting better. But when it comes to world-class competition, who's the most world-class guy he's faced? But before it's Felder, and Felder's really a 155-pound guy,
Felder's
too.
his best win.
Yeah.
You mentioned he was hurt. Before that,
Jake
Ponzinibbia,
Ellen
he
did.
lost.
He lost that.
That's an old Jake Ellenberger.
Yeah,
That's a
it is. It's
weather Jake
unfortunate,
Ellenberger.
unfortunately, but it's still fucking stunning. The way he knocked him out, you realize that guy
It's an
has some-
older Jake Ellenberger for sure.
and that elbow on the break was legit as fuck, dude.
because when we look at the guys, Alan Joban beat him right. So
Yeah.
this is by far his toughest fight.
I think this is his toughest fight, but also they know each other. They've sparred together. And I think that
But you know what I
Donald
like?
thinks he
Sorry, keep
knows.
going.
Sorry, I think Donald thinks he knows his tendencies and he knows what he can do with them. And I think Donald has some good times with them.
They say when they grappled, Donald tuned him up.
Yeah, that's what I think, man. And that's one
So-
of the things that Mike Perry said is that Donald's probably going to try to grab a hold of me and put me on my back and hold me down.
Oof.
It's you can't discount this dude. I mean, he knocked out Matt Brown. I mean, this fucking combination that he did to Rick Story was preposterous.
Oh, dude, Cowboy's one of the greats. He's just been doing it for a long, long fucking time.
And the way he did that Rick Story one, dude, he's just touching him up. He's
The
touching
scary
him up.
thing about Donald is when Donald can be the bully, he's gonna fuck you up. But when someone draws a line in the sand and starts going forward on Donald, he struggles a little bit. You look at
Right.
Nate Diaz fight. There's some.
Right.
The guys who don't play his games, Matt Brown, that was a tough fight for him.
That's
Even though
true.
he knocked him out, that was a tough fucking
Right.
fight.
Well, Matt Brown's a tough fight for anybody. Watch this. Here it is. Here's that elbow. Boom, son. I mean, he's got some fucking power, man.
he looked great against Felder.
He really did. Didn't just look great because Felder hurt his arm. He looked great because he looked great. But Felder did hurt his arm. But I mean, he
That's a
hurt
big
his arm off
factor.
Mike Perry's head. That spinning back fist leads to so many broken arms.
Think about it.
There's a lot of guys. Yeah, you hit that forehead. And Felder and I were talking about it. Like he tries to kind of smash it with like a hammer fist. You know, you try to catch a guy like right at the end of it, like a hammer fist.
But sometimes the movement.
And sometimes you hit that fucking forehead. Foreheads are so hard, man.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise because Felder's a great commentator. So do that and quick and punch in the face.
He is a great commentator.
He's
man.
very, very good.
When
with
we
little
worked
experience.
together, man, I was like, damn, this dude is smooth. He's
know.
professional. He loves the sport. He really does love the sport.
You know, he's a acting major, theater major.
Yeah, he was a theater major.
He's a smart guy.
He's
He's
a very
really, really
smart
good
guy.
at it, man. You
But
do
he-
that to your fucking.
He likes fighting.
Of course.
He likes it.
Of
You know,
course.
he's fighting James Vick next, which is I think is a very good fight. James Vick is a fucking big guy. For
Lost
the
his
division.
last one, like his first big step up for James Vick. Lost that
Yeah.
one, but James Vick and Paul Felder's a great fight.
That's a great fight. It's a crazy fight, right? Isn't it?
Pretty crazy fight.
Yeah, I mean,
Big fight for James Vick.
But well, it's a big fight for both guys. Felder
That's true.
just
Coming
lost,
off loss.
and the loss was like a last-minute fight. I mean,
That's right.
I think he only got like a couple of weeks.
They
notice.
switched it on.
Yes.
Yeah, less than that, right?
And he moved up to 170 for that fight instead of fighting at 155. Which, you know, I think if you're gonna fight a weight class above yours, and you know you feel like it's the time, and you made the decision, that's great. You should do that. But if you're not doing that, if you plan to keep fighting at 155, to take a fight in a larger weight class is a big risk. And to take a fight
Doesn't
against
pay off a lot.
Yeah, against a real killer like Perry, I think it's super dangerous.
Perry's dangerous because he hits like a 70. There's guys
He
who
takes
are.
it, too.
He takes it, but he can hit like a fucking
Yeah.
middleweight even,
He hits fucking hard.
which is the real problem.
Yeah, and he takes it. And you got to remember, Cowboy has fought everybody, man. He's fought so many fucking people, you know. And this is
Name a fighter he's probably fought. He's
shit,
been fighting
man.
forever, man.
And this is deep into his career. You know, this is a real. Like Darren Till is a young, enormous welterweight, and Cowboy lost to him. It's like, damn, how good is Darren Till?
Cowboy lost to Edwards too.
But if to who?
Leon Edwards.
That's right. He lost a decision to him.
Decision.
That was the one where he was sick as fuck, though, and he almost pulled out of the fight.
But still,
It's
you
true.
know,
It's true. No doubt. Look, no one's saying that
I'm not saying
Cowboy's
Edwards isn't a monster.
No one's saying Cowboy's a 20-year-old guy who's at the beginning
not
of his
young.
career. He's been fighting a long time, but I think you get a look at a person from their last fight and you go, man, he's slipping. Like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because he might just be unmotivated or having a lack of discipline for this camp.
Or he's fighting a really fucking good guy in
Could be
Edwards
that too.
and Darren Till, who
Yes.
are terrible matchups for him.
Darren
because his
Till's-
win was against the other cowboy, the Brazilian cowboy, right?
Yeah, and Darren Till is such. If he
Or
doesn't,
Yancy Medeiros. Sorry, Yancy Medeiros.
if you can't keep him off you, if you can't clip him and keep him
Till?
off you, yeah,
Oh, dude.
he's a nightmare.
One of the best in the world.
And this is one of the things that highlights how underrated Woodley's striking has become, because Woodley knocked down both Till, who's thought to be one of the best strikers in the division, and Long and Awkward,
Knocked
and
out Till.
Wonder Boy. Knocked him, well, he choked him out.
Yeah,
and
but still.
knocked down Wonder Boy in both of their fights and had them all fucked up, whereas neither one of those guys hurt him. Neither one of those guys hit him. That's kind of crazy.
Impressive too, and doing rap albums and shit.
I didn't hear his rap.
You ever heard
was it good?
Wiz Khalifa? Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Have you heard it, Jamie? No, it's not bad. You know,
He got upset that we were talking about CM Punk, and I was saying that that CM Punk that what is that Logan Paul character, the guy
he would
the
beat
YouTube
CM
guy.
Punk. You're right about that.
I
Is that what
think-
you said?
Yes, I said
You're
he's a good
100%
fighter.
right.
I said
You
he's a
know
good-
why? Because Logan Paul wrestled in high school. CM Punk did not.
Also, I was looking at his boxing match. I was looking the way he chains punches together. He can punch.
He's athletic.
Yeah, he can punch.
So if you're gonna allow CM Punk to fight in the UFC,
That was all my point was. My point wasn't that CM Punk is bad, and I think that CM Punk is actually a very brave guy. I think that's a powerful thing to do, to take a chance like that and do it publicly.
Brave, you know.
How dare you? But
I mean, anyone's brave. You can
Tyron
pay
thought for
$12
some
million
reason I
to
was
make
talking
that
shit
walk.
about him, but I'm most certainly not.
No, he's a teammate. It's also
I get it. He
Woodley
loves the
does
guy.
a TMZ show, so
That
it
too.
gets ratings.
That too.
Woodley knows how to play the game.
But I think he loves the guy too. Which
Yeah, it's his
I
boy.
respect. I respect.
And if you go, hey, Logan Paul can beat up your boy.
I don't even know if he could. I don't know if they're even the same weight class.
I'm telling you, it'd be a
Isn't Logan
fucking-
Paul a lot bigger?
I have no idea how big Logan Paul is a YouTuber, so I don't know.
I feel like someone said he fought at 185 pounds in his boxing match.
But they
Is that
didn't cut
right?
any weight though, right? Is he that big? 185.
I think he's a big fella.
Then he has a little brother too, who's calling out like Dylan Dennis, which is silly.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's hilarious. And then he goes,
That
and
would
then
not
people
work
go,
out well.
you know, Dylan's a world class jiu-jitsu guy. He goes, no, not jiu-jitsu, just boxing. Fuck
Oh,
jiu-jitsu.
good Lord.
Yeah. He just doesn't
Yeah.
know.
Oh shit, it's about to go down, dude. Mike Perry's in the cage and Cowboy's walking up.
Cowboy always looks so nervous when he fights in Denver.
He was 86 kilograms flat, whatever that is.
86 kilograms.
What is that? Is that 100? That's 160 something, right?
I don't know.
Or is it twice?
It's 189.5.
Oh,
so
big
yeah, 190.
kid. So he's way bigger than CM Punk. Well, CM
Yeah.
Punk just fought at 70, cut weight. Those guys didn't cut
Well,
weight.
he might be. CM Punk might be in the 189 range.
Logan Paul's definitely bigger.
When he's just
though.
walking
I think
around,
Logan Paul is
if
a
he fights
better
at
athlete.
170,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's nothing wrong with saying that.
He probably weighs like probably 180 or something if he cuts down to 170. If you had to guess, CM Punk 80-ish. What does it say?
190?
190. I believe that. So
That's
he cuts,
WWE
He
shit,
cuts 20
so.
pounds. Probably not. Probably actually now it's
it
probably
says for
UFC
UFC is
information.
170.
Yeah.
Well, he
That's
fights
what
at
That's what he
welterweight.
competes. He might be cutting weight from 190, which is not outrageous.
Also, Logan Paul's way younger, a lot younger, vibrant.
Well, it's more, it's one thing if it was Melvin Manhoof at 36. It's
Different
a
animal.
guy. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not just being 36. It's learning later in life. There's a thing about striking. If you're not an explosive person and you learn later in life, man, it seems like it's really difficult. The people that seem to pick it up are people who had a little bit of it when they were younger, like a little bit of karate, a little bit of boxing, and they kind of kept the understanding in their head, and then as they retire from other sports, then they start to do it?
Yeah.
Was that the case with you?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Were you doing any amateur boxing matches or anything like that while you were doing football or before you were doing football?
I was doing some jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
When did you get heavily into striking?
I would do it to stay in shape during the football season, but it wasn't.
Before the Ultimate
Yeah,
Fighter.
before the Ultimate
How
Fighter.
much striking had you done?
I just did Golden Gloves, but I only had 6 months of training.
6 months.
6 months of boxing training.
Damn. Yeah. See, now think about. Whoa, look at this, Mike Perry, mean face, and I'm bowed to him. Look at that mean face. He looks like almost like a devil type character
Dude,
in a movie.
He looks like Andrei Arlovsky miniature size.
But he looks
but
angry.
mean.
So mean. He's probably one of the meanest looking dudes in the sport.
He's an intense looking dude.
so mean looking.
Yeah.
He's becoming more and more comfortable too, That's what you're seeing from him now.
Dude, there's so much pressure on Cowboy,
So much
man.
pressure.
So
much.
I like Mike Perry, but Cowboy's a personal friend, so I'm rooting for Cowboy.
I feel exactly the same way. I'm a
I love
personal
watching
friend
Mike
with
Perry.
Cowboy.
Yes.
But I love Mike Perry too. He's like, look, no matter what happens, we're gonna see a hell of a fight right now.
Hopefully.
Look, I like Cowboy's new haircut, son.
I'm not mad at it. Kind of a mohawk.
like it. Yeah, a little crazy shaved on the sides, a
All
little
right.
patch on the top.
I like his beard.
Yeah, looks like a savage.
Cowboy's
I
grandma's
think he
in the
had to look
crowd.
savage in this fight. You're fighting a savage. You better look savage too.
Match the Savage.
Here we go.
Look at these two.
Ooh,
I know.
I'm
I know.
nervous.
Me too.
I'm a
Me
little
too.
nervous. Damn,
There's a few
Cowboy-
fights that make me nervous.
Cowboy looks super angry.
Yeah, he does. You think Cowboy flips off Winklejohn
No.
after he wins?
I don't know if he does.
Well, let's say head kick KOs.
Maybe
I
there
think
might be something.
that's
to it.
Cowboy, dude.
Might be something to
Since
it.
I've known Cowboys hate Winklejohn.
Might be something to it. Let's see what happens here. Damn, he looks disciplined. Look at Mike Perry striking. Hands up high, light on the feet.
Oh, shit, he's trying to knock
looking
him
for
out.
That big right hand.
Cowboy's a slow starter, so if I'm Mike Perry's coach
He
and
likes
I know
that elbow
Cowboy,
off the
I go,
break too. He
Yeah,
likes
he
that
does.
elbow off the break.
Cowboy's fucking good in the clinch, though.
Damn, let's see here. Well, that's the thing about Cowboy. Surprisingly good wrestling. He fucks people up with
Oh,
that.
dude, I've seen him fucking amazing
They forget.
wrestling.
They forget because
He has
he's
a knee
got.
pick that he does here. That's amazing. He lifts his left arm and knee picks dudes all the time.
Well, he also he's been. That was a nice knee to the body. That shit was sharp.
Oh, Cowboy sit here
Yeah.
and trade with you all day.
But Perry's knee was very good as well, though. But see, the thing about Cowboy is he's he seems like a fun guy, right? He's always partying and driving around his jet ski and getting wild and
Jump out on planes
yeah,
and
all
shit.
that stuff. So people think, oh, this guy's just wild. But he's also a seriously skilled fighter.
Oh, my God.
Like a lot of that is a little bit of a smokescreen. He's absolutely an adrenaline junkie, but he's a very skilled fighter. Look
He's
at
a
that.
professional,
Look at that
yeah.
inside leg kick. Just lit up that inside leg.
You can do it
Like,
from all angles.
I mean, yeah, and has he had some rough fights? Yeah.
Against
That's
the
what
best in the world, though.
You're gonna get that. This is a crazy ass fucking sport he's doing.
He also has over 40 fights.
Exactly. And you're throwing bones at each other at a high velocity. You're going to get some knockouts. You're going to give some. You're going to get some. It's just part of the program. But Cowboy, look at that. Good head movement there. Cowboy's still here.
Dude,
Still
I
looking
forget how
good.
big, because
Oh, damn. He's biting his mouthpiece and just going forward.
Because Cowboy's fucking tall. I thought Perry was a lot shorter. Because Perry's fucking big.
I think he's 6 feet tall.
Jesus,
He's a
man.
tank, too, man. He's a tank. He's a real thick dude.
Remember when he used to have his girl in his corner? Then he lost. He was like, you know what? Probably not anymore, huh?
Well, you know,
She was like, rip his head off.
He can't make 55.
Fuck.
Cow-
no, look how thick
Cowboy
he is.
can.
God, it's tough on Cowboy as he gets older, too, dude.
I mean, maybe Perry can make 55. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he can kill himself and get like Rumble Johnson used to do.
He looks great at 70. Oof.
Damn.
That
But
upper
good
lead
movement,
uppercut's
though.
fucking scary.
It's good, but he's doing it on the outside, and Donald's slipping away from it. Now, they sparred a lot before. They did a lot of sparring before.
That can kind of fuck up fights. Like when I fought Andre Arlovsky, we sparred a bunch together. So when we fought, you were super attentive because you knew what the guy was good at, so you wouldn't throw your normal shit. So
Well-
it makes for a more boring fight sometimes.
In Cowboy's side, though, I think psychologically it probably helps him because he's already fought this guy before. And if he did get the better of him in training, it doesn't mean you're dealing with the same Mike Perry. I'm sure Mike Perry's way better now, but if they did train together and Cowboy did get the best of him, then that shit's probably on both of their minds right now. There's just no way it's not. And that's a psychological edge that Cowboy would like.
Dude.
Oh, side control.
Cowboy's nasty off his
Look at
back,
this,
man.
though. Side
Cowboy,
control.
He reminds me a lot of Anthony Pettis off his back, where they're so explosive. Even if you know a triangle's coming, they're really, really sneaky, man.
Well, let's see. 'cause
Side control's
listen,
going to be tough to do anything.
This
but.
is not somewhere he wants to be. Let's see how he gets out of this. He gives up
Cowboy,
his
I don't
back.
think he
almost
minds
rolls
this.
him.
I don't think he
rolls
minds
him.
this. Yeah,
he rolls him.
he'll take this all day.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I encourage the takedown.
Oh,
here.
my God, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Go to mount,
Oh, he's
Cowboy.
going to smash him.
He can go to mount, though.
But this is the thing that Mike Perry was saying that he would do to him in the gym, and Cowboy's doing it to him right now. See, Cowboy's super confident here.
Cowboy's grappling's phenomenal.
It's
man.
phenomenal, but not only
He trapped
that.
Trap that arm.
He's
He
been-
can sock him in the fucking face.
He's
if he
been
wanted
torturing this guy for years, right? Or for,
well,
not years.
maybe a few weeks,
a couple
months.
weeks, maybe a few
Dude,
sparring
he has him
sessions.
crucified right
So
now.
he's years. I made that up. But what he is doing though is exercising some serious confidence in his maneuvers. Look
bullying
at
him.
this. Look at he lost it though. He lost the position. He lost it. He's on his back.
See,
oh,
but
that's
this
not
isn't
good.
this isn't
That's not
bad for
good.
Cowboy.
It's not
no,
good. Oh, look at this.
Cowboy's
though.
has a great guard, man.
It seems pretty good so far.
Yeah, no, his
Look,
guard's
he's attacking,
tricky.
and he looks like he's trying to bait him with the right arm.
Cowboy's triangle's
Yeah.
fucking filthy, man.
Ow, knee to the ass pipe. Where are you allowed to hit back there?
Anything goes.
Anything but the
As long as
sack.
you don't hit the scrotum.
But you're kind of hitting super close to the snack. It's
Dude,
like
you're hitting the tank.
It's like the house next door to you getting bombed on. Look at this armbar attempt. Oh, he spikes him.
And he's
holding
about to
on
break
it.
his arm.
He's gonna
He's
hold on to
breaking
it.
his arm.
No. He's passing over it. He's passing over it.
Oh, Cowboy's breaking his fucking
that's
arm.
It. That's a wrap.
Fuck
That's a
yeah,
wrap,
Cowboy.
son.
Fuck yeah.
That's a wrap, son.
Fuck yeah, Cowboy. You know how
Didn't take
big of
a
a
shot.
moment that is for Cowboy?
Didn't take a shot and got an armbar. Didn't take a big shot.
Look at him. Look. Ah! I like said, come at me, motherfucker. I love
Look
it.
at this. Look at this.
Talking all that shit. You got to appreciate it, man.
Dude.
You get kicked out of your own gym. Here comes his
I
kid,
don't-
too.
I
He
don't
just had a
think that
baby
is-
boy.
I don't think that's what he was doing. I
He's
think
telling
he
his
was
wife
saying,
to bring his kid
Bring
home?
his kid. That's what it is.
Oh, man.
That's what it is.
That's phenomenal.
It wasn't an anger thing.
That's phenomenal.
That was he wants his son. Oh,
Oh,
my goodness.
damn, man.
Oh, what a cute little fella.
Wow.
Dude, how happy is that guy?
Wow. What a great freaking win for Cowboy.
He looks so confident, dude. Look how confident he looked. And I think some of that
There's
has
his
to
grandma,
be
too.
not just that he's a really good fighter, but also that they've sparred
They're
before. And he
familiar
knew he
with
had
each
his
other.
number.
Yeah.
He knew he had his number.
Well, if it went to the ground, especially.
Dude. But he had his number
Oh,
standing
my
up.
God. That is cute.
Even standing up, he didn't get hit with any
his
big
kicks.
shots.
No. Yeah, he's moving.
Dude, he looked smooth as fuck. He looked super polished standing up.
What a big win for Cowboy. It looked like he's about to snap his
Huge.
fucking arm, too.
Hey, man, he might have broke it. We don't even know. I mean, he was on his back.
Whoosh.
Look,
Yeah,
whoosh,
Cowboy's
catches
guard,
it,
man.
and
Very
look at this.
underrated.
Gets spiked.
Does he trap the leg? No. Spiking
Holds
never
onto it,
works
though.
unless you're Rampage in the 80s.
Doesn't let go. Turns him and then holds him belly down. Gets that arm. And now when he arches his back up, Like, dude, there's a ton of fucking torque. Look at this. That arm is in trouble, and it's
Look
in
at
trouble
Cowboy's
sideways.
face.
It might
Look
have
at
went
his grandma right
sideways.
there.
Dude, his arm might have went sideways. Look at this again. Look at this from this angle. Like, look at where the arm is.
He was already
And look at-
tapping.
yeah. Look at where his arm is, though. It's almost like he's doing it. He's getting it like this way.
And twerking it.
Yeah, he's getting it like that way. He's-
Joint manipulation.
Yeah, he's not getting it like this. It looked like he wasn't getting it like this straight and that way.
I agree.
Like to the side.
Yeah, it looked like it was almost like this.
That'll rip your shit apart, man. That's tremendous.
Ooh, what a
better?
big
You
win
feel
for
better right
Cowboy.
now?
Yeah, again, this nothing. I like Mike Perry.
I
It
do
has
too.
nothing to do with Mike
Yeah,
Perry.
I do too.
I just know Cowboy's career, what he's been through. He had a baby. He gets kicked out of his gym. His back's against the wall. He loses this
Yeah.
one. Everyone's telling him to retire. Like, it's fucking Donald Cerrone, man.
Look goddamn good, too.
Hell yeah, he looked
And the
good.
fact that he came to them and said, hey, I don't think it's fair that you guys train this guy. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. We've been together forever. And they said, okay, well, we're going to talk it through and have a meeting. And then they come back after the meeting and go, yeah,
You're
we're
out.
going to train him. You can't come here anymore. He's
It's
like,
so fucked
what?
up. And then, but also
So
with
to have him win?
the interesting thing too is, you know, Cowboy, they go, is Greg Jackson according to your next fight? He goes, yeah, just not this one.
Dude, you see this shit?
Yeah, the movie looks dope as
What
shit.
is it called?
Overlord.
Dude, this
I
shit
was
looks
gonna-
so good.
Been seeing tons of people talk about it today. Said it's really good.
Oh, is
really
it out
fun.
already?
Came out this weekend. Yeah.
Oh, my God. It
It
looks
used
so
to be a
good.
video game, right?
No, I don't think it has anything.
I
to do
think
with
so,
that.
dude. Am I crazy? I'm thinking of Wolfenstein.
Definitely could have been a video game.
Could've been.
Fuck yeah, it might be a video game though. Still,
If it's not, they fucked up.
you remember
Why would they
Wolfenstein?
make it a video game with the release?
I know.
People would play the shit out of that.
I was balls deep in Wolfenstein as a kid.
Do you imagine what has to come into place to make a video game? Like, imagine if you have a movie and you go, man, we got to make a video game to get this movie, like, you know, to come out with it. It'd be the perfect video game. What is it? Overlord Film Review, great video game movie that's not based on a video game. That is so
Hilarious.
funny.
It looked like a fucking. I figured it was a video game. The name Overlord. The poster looks like a fucking Wolfenstein
that
or
is
some
so
shit.
ridiculously funny.
That's funny.
That's so funny. That's so funny. It hurts my feelings. Yeah, man. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like a video game.
100%. Dude, look at Cowboy.
He's so happy.
Dude, how can he not be? Your son's there chewing on a Monster can. Shout out to
Yeah.
Monster.
Don't let the son actually get that monster
Definitely
in his little
don't.
system.
Yeah, no, that would not be
Can you imagine
good.
that? He gets a hold of that,
And it's open too.
and it looks like all's good in the end.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Turn it up.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I'll say hi to him when I see him and congratulate him. He's awesome.
Dude, what a
So
big win
happy
in
for
his
him.
hometown, man.
So happy for him.
That was a
He
stressful
looked-
one.
Here's the thing, though, man. He looked good as fuck. It wasn't just that he won. Dude, he looked smooth.
How about Paul Felder trains at Jackson's too? He knows what's going on. Most wins in
he's with
UFC
Duke.
history.
Paul's with Duke.
He was at Jackson's forever.
Was he?
Yeah.
Before that?
Yeah.
Before Duke?
Yeah.
Dude, he loves Duke. He loves Duke. Look at that powerful Joe Schilling.
His grandma's
Right there
shaking, man.
with Donald.
Dude,
Yeah.
how cool is it? Your son's there.
So happy. Look how fucking happy he is. Look at that fucking animal. Love it.
I wonder what Cowboy's
I
saying.
love it. Yeah, he's a guy that, like, man, look at that resume.
Cowboy
That
Hall of
motherfucker's
Famer, man.
had. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
He's lost some big fights, won big fights, but
Yeah.
most finishes in UFC history, most wins in UFC history. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, even if he never wins a title, he's a Hall of Famer. I agree.
He's the one guy. I think he passes Uriah as the one guy who never won a title that
That becomes more popular too. Yeah. Well, you're right. You know, Uriah's been thinking about getting back in there.
No.
Yeah. I was
No,
thinking about
games pass you
he
by,
gets
dude.
bored, man.
No, he has so much shit going on.
he's
He just
healing
shot
up.
he shot a movie.
He's healing up and he's thinking about it.
No, it's a bad idea. How about
I
they
don't know.
ditch the flyweights?
This is super impressive, man.
What Cowboy did?
It's super impressive that he never let it go. Like, that was tight as shit.
Dude, slamming's old school, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's the way in the transitions.
For
he
sure,
still
to
got
stay
it.
on it. Yeah,
because
I
even
agree.
when Mike was doing the right thing by passing over the top, it looked like he was almost out. But the wrist control that he had, that Cowboy had, and keeping it in the position where he wanted it,
I
and
agree.
then the squeeze.
I think there's again, him and Anthony Pettis are guys when it goes to the ground, because people think of them as knockout artists, which they are, and they're great stand-up, but Anthony Pettis and him on the ground are fucking tricky, man, from their
Yep.
back.
Yeah,
Most people aren't from their back, but Pettis and him from their back is nasty.
they both dive on shit real quick too.
It's explosive, man.
yeah, yeah. Well,
It's basic stuff, but it's explosive.
Cowboy started off with Muay Thai. Look at this. Look how quick that is. That's so pretty.
Muay Thai with
That's
Dwayne
so
Ludwig.
pretty. Look at this. Boom. The slam and tighten in. Look how
I
he's
would like
got
to
that,
see
man.
that.
Oh, look how he's got that like trapped in like that. Yo, he's fucking that elbow up.
Yeah, his elbow's going to be sore tomorrow.
Ooh, he had a tap.
Yeah, like you were saying,
Wow.
it's a tough loss for Mike Perry because you want to see where he's at, right? Because the guys that he's beat.
You do see where he's at, though. Donald's a step ahead of him, at least a step, maybe more.
Yes.
You know, Mike Perry looked better than he's ever looked before, and he's just fighting the guy who's the best guy he's ever fought before. And when Mike Perry moves in, he moves in with his hands up high, his chin's tucked, his technique's on point.
He's
not done. He's not.
No,
he's not
definitely
done.
not done.
I don't even mean in his career.
Oh.
I mean in his progress. He's going to get
Oh
better
no,
and better.
yeah, he just got
Yes,
to Jackson's,
he
and
just got
already
there.
from beating Paul Felder, he even looked better in as a fighter against Cowboy.
Couldn't
so
agree
the next
more.
one,
Yeah.
maybe just don't give him the caliber of Cowboy. He's not there yet.
Well,
he'll
people
get there though.
sleep on Cowboy, man. They forget. They think for some reason he's done. But just because he got knocked out by Darren Till and then lost to Leon Roberts is a really good fighter. And he was
Is it
sick.
Roberts or Edwards?
Did I say Edwards or Robert?
I don't know. Now I'm
It's that
confused.
weed. It is Edwards, right?
It's Edwards, right?
Leon Roberts or Edwards that fought Cowboy?
Cowboy's last fight. Edwards.
Did I say? I said Roberts.
It's all good, dude.
Damn.
I've had
Sorry,
4
Leon.
beers.
I've
Sorry,
had-
Leon.
Yeah. I got a contact high.
Dude, doing the sober October, did you get fucked up right away after?
Sorry to Leon Edwards. But my point was, yeah, we got fucked up. Big time.
Do you get more fucked up now because you took 30 days off?
I don't think so. It seems exactly the same.
You on No Nut November now?
No, it's supposed to be No Remember November.
No, it's No Nut November.
Yeah,
Joe.
maybe in your weird camp of
Not
fashion
my
designers.
fucking kid. Hell no. I have
All
no
your
camp with that,
fashion
bro.
lovers get together.
Hell no. There's no Nut
Yeah, listen,
November.
I'm
here.
trying to get rid of these loads. I'm not trying
Bust
to keep them
Nuts
around.
November?
Yeah, I
Bust
like that.
Loads December?
I remember hearing about tantric sex.
Oh,
That,
get the fuck
tantric
outta
sex makes sex better and everything. Oh, what is this crazy commercial? People driving.
Great Raptor, though.
Look at that. Forrest Griffin. Driving
Still
like,
doing the damn thing. Dude, how about TJ versus Cejudo? But
Yeah, is
at
that-
25.
Well, it doesn't make sense that it's going to be at 25.
Why
the
would they
UFC's
do
really going
that?
to get rid of the flyweight division.
They're done.
That seems strange.
Why do it? I know. Why wouldn't Cejudo come up? Because I guess TJ wants to be a double champ. And that's the last fight. But it's for a belt that's for a division that's not around anymore.
Well, maybe they decided to do it because of the historical implications. Because if TJ can drop down and beat him,
He's the last champ.
yeah, he's the last
Flyweight.
champ, and he wins the title in 2 divisions. Unless he wants to go up to 45, and then if he does, maybe he builds up after a while and goes up to 45 for a few fights.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
There's
you would
not a
have-
whole lot for him. Well,
there's some good fights for him at 45, for sure.
no, at 45. 45 is
Yeah.
going to be a tough one for him.
It's going to be tough.
35,
for sure.
there's still some fights. Marlon Moraes is right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree.
Jimmy Rivera just won his last one.
35 is his natural weight class.
100%.
But if he's working with that, what's that guy's name? What is
who
his
is the
crazy
guy that
strength and
works with?
conditioning?
Some crazy guy.
Salamita, is that his name?
I forget.
What is
He's Mark Munoz guy.
TJ Dillashaw? Jamie's searching for it. He's got it in the book.
That sounds right.
God damn it! I hate when that marijuana
TJ
clouds my memory and ruins my argument.
And I have
for
no
marijuana,
but I have
being
no
good.
excuse.
You got hot box, son.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
I'm contact high,
this
dude.
stuff is strong.
Secondhand smoke.
But
TJ versus Cejudo is a good fight, though.
It's a very good fight. Can't find his strength and conditioning coach.
Didn't pop up right away.
Hmm.
In an article.
It's all good.
Oh yeah, Sam Calavita.
Calavita.
There you go.
That's right. What did I say?
Something close to
Salamita?
that.
I said
It's
Salamita.
fucking close, dude.
You know why? Because there's a comic named Fran Salamita. That's why. So spell it.
K-A-L-A-V-I-T-T-A.
Calavito.
Calavito?
Calavita.
Calavito.
Calavita.
Yair hasn't fought in a grip.
TJ raves about this guy.
I know.
said-
When
he
he
said
first
he's
started
such a
working with him, he didn't want to tell me
scientist.
his name because he didn't want to get it out on the podcast. He goes, I don't want everyone working with him. I'm not going to say his name. I'm like, dude, come on.
Damn,
He's hilarious.
That's interesting, but probably accurate.
Yeah.
It's probably accurate. You find out about a scientist out there that's just doing it for the art.
Gives you a huge advantage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy seems like he knows so
now,
much about
now
performance.
him and TJ have that. They went on that gym, Munoz, and it's him, right? And then that's got Aaron Pico there.
yeah,
That little fucking monster.
yeah. Aaron Pico's terrifying.
Oh my God.
That left hook that he KO'd that dude with,
Biggest prospect in MMA.
it was like a shovel hook, like a left uppercut.
his body shots.
Nasty. But that one to the chin where the dude just was out cold and just fell back, like Jesus. It was like
he takes shots. He just doesn't respect his opponents because he fucks up world-class guys all the time in the gym. So when they give him like, oh, here's Larry, he's 4-0, he's like, fuck a Larry, and just will walk forward. But they say in the gym, against some of the best guys in the world, he starches them.
Boom. That is such a nasty hook, man. And it's so perfectly placed under the right arm. Look at that. Dude, that is crazy.
Biggest
Can I see that one more
prospect in
time?
MMA.
Do it from the beginning. Look how slick this is. Look at this. He sees the right hand coming, and he hooks under it and right on the chin.
And
just slides away.
They're doing
from
right by him because they're not throwing him to the wolves right away. You know, like if he's in the UFC, he'd be fighting fucking top 10 guys right away.
Yeah, and look at that nasty left hook to the fucking liver right there.
He's
Just
knocked 2 guys out to the
smashed
body
that
now.
guy. Oh man, liver shots are horrific.
Nothing
they
you
really
can do.
Are.
Might be worse than getting knocked out.
Yeah,
There's literally nothing you can do.
Kid's a tank too, and a super high level wrestler.
Wrestler and boxer.
Yeah,
He boxed
everything.
almost as long as he's been wrestling.
He can do it all.
And think about this. Freddie Roach has cornered 2 MMA fighters. Him and GSP.
Yeah.
So there must be something special about that fucking kid.
Damn. And I like the story that he lost his first fight. I like that.
I was hyping up so much on air. I was
Everybody
working that
was.
fight.
But that's a cold, hard reminder.
Well, I asked Scott Coker, I go, why would you give him that big fucking dude? He goes, Brendan, we asked guys you would know, vets, and they would not fight him. Wow. He was like, there's like this mythical fucking aura about this kid. No one wants to fight him. This is the only guy we could find.
Wow.
It was a terrible match for him. He's fucking 7-0, bigger guy, 2 weight classes up. It was a bad idea. Yeah. And also, Pico's never fought before and fights at Madison Square Garden, his first fight.
I didn't know the
Main
guy was
card.
that much bigger than him. I just thought the guy just caught him with a shot.
Guy was a lot bigger.
Yeah?
Yeah, a lot bigger dude. Bad idea.
But what did the guy weigh in at?
I mean, they weighed in the same, but his original weight class is higher up. Yeah, he's a bigger fighter. But they just thought Aaron was so special he'd fucking starch him.
Well, didn't the dude have a marginal record? Like he'd only fought
He was
once?
7-0.
Was he really?
Pretty sure he's 7-0.
Damn.
Yeah. Pico's 0-0.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was 7-0.
No, yeah, I was like, because I asked Coker, who's great, and I go, why the fuck would you? He goes, Brendan, it's the only guy who would take this fight.
Wow. I guess he knew something.
Yeah, I guess.
What's homeboy's name?
Who he lost to?
Yeah.
I forget.
But it's crazy. What's that?
Zach Freeman.
That's right.
Zach
Zach
Freeman,
Freeman. He's
that's
7-0, right?
I'm looking at
He's probably 8-0 now.
applicable.
Unless he lost one since then. That was a while ago.
He's 9-3 now. Yeah, he's lost. Wow.
Pull up the thing so we can see it.
2 losses before he fought Aaron Pico.
So what was his record when he fought Pico?
Oh, here we go.
Must have been 8-2.
So a
Or
lot.
7-2.
7-2.
Okay, so he
there you
lost
go.
to Sadawad. That guy's fucking good.
But still, when he fought Pico, he was 7-2. So 9 fights.
mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
shitload for a guy at 0.
Lot
So
of
he's
experience.
7-2.
A lot of experience.
Against guy with 0-0 was my point.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts, man.
And, fighting in Madison Square Garden, first debut, you only get one debut. It's
Yeah,
a big
that's a tough
deal.
one.
You're young.
A lot of pressure.
You're on TV.
Everyone knows how good you are.
And the other guy's good. And you
get
got
some
caught.
dickhead in a suit and tie in the box saying you're the next LeBron James of the MMA. His name's Brendan.
Yeah. They just fill your
I
butthole with
fucked
smoke.
up, dude.
They just take your butt and go,
I still believe it though. Yeah. Like a balloon, son.
like, you ever see Franco Colombo make a hot water bottle explode by blowing into it?
No.
That's what people are doing to his butt.
Old school,
He's
man.
blowing smoke deep up his
Dude,
butt.
I was one of those guys.
Me
but
too.
I stand by it.
But he was right. You were right. It was a lesson, and it's just part of being a human being in competition. And look at Franco Colombo, jacked. Look at this.
Jacked.
He would blow up a hot water bottle. That's how strong his fucking lungs were
Dude.
until it would explode.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Look how many people are watching that bullshit.
Look at this lady's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Do you know how fucking strong your lungs have to be to make this happen? Like, look at him heaving.
You know you have nothing else going on if you attended
Boom.
this live?
That guy is a tank of a human. That's some old school Italian Neanderthal genes.
That's some old school entertainment. God,
Yeah.
look at those dime pieces. I
Look
bet,
at
look
that.
at that hot chick.
Sylvester Stallone. Yeah.
Yeah, Arnold, come on, do it.
That's the Arnold set. He
That's
looked
it, dude, they were
jacked.
jacked. Well, I watch Pumping Iron, I get sad that I wasn't back then hanging out with them. They looked like they were just doing steroids, fucking
Oh, yeah.
girls, weed, Venice Beach.
Jacked.
There wasn't all the bums.
I wonder.
They're just lifting every day. It's fucking gold.
just getting jacked.
Yeah, that's all you cared about, jacks and bitches.
And probably like at a level that nobody had done before the steroids, right? It's like
Yeah,
the
so it's
steroids
unheard
came
of.
along, and all of a sudden the party got started.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
look at everyone they're hanging out with.
You know what I got to tell you, though? Here's what's weird. If you look at Arnold right there, he's Mr. Olympia, obviously jacked as fuck, but
Beautiful.
nowhere near as
Ronnie
big
Coleman?
as any of the big guys that you see today.
We're talking about different steroids.
Well, it's
The
not just
HGH
that.
came along in steroids, and
It's not just that. It's they just want to continue to get bigger. Like there should really be a time, and it's hard to figure out when that time is, where you really don't want to get any bigger. You just want to get more sculpted and more ripped and more. You want to get more proportionate so that everything looks right. Whether it's your calves or your like I
should
don't
be
know jack
symmetric.
shit.
That's why
Yeah.
they're saying Ronnie Coleman kind of fucked
Frank
everything
Zane.
up. Frank, yeah,
They used to love Frank Zane, even though he was smaller than those guys. 'cause
Flex
he had-
Wheeler.
Yeah, unbelievable symmetry.
Yeah, they said Ronnie Coleman came along and was like, oh, cool story, and just was like, goosh. And they said he's just fucked everything up because he's so massive.
Well,
and
even
everything.
before him, Dorian Yates. Dorian Yates was a giant. That motherfucker was huge.
Was he tall?
No.
He's shorter. See,
He's-
Ronnie
I
was
think-
tall.
Yeah, that's true.
Taller
I
for
think-
a bodybuilder.
I want to say he's taller than me. Dorian's taller than me, but
That's
I don't.
big
I
for a
don't think
bodybuilder.
I don't think he's 6 feet tall. Maybe he's 6 feet tall. But anyway, in his prime, he was massive. I mean, massive.
We're talking Ronnie Coleman massive?
He was pretty fucking big, man.
Really?
You ever see Dorian Yates' in his prime?
Yeah,
I
I've
think he
seen
was
his picture at Gold.
I don't know
jacked.
enough to say that who was the first guy to get super jacked like that, but he was the first Mr. Olympia that I remember seeing going,
What the
the
fuck?
fuck kind of steroids are they using now? And he talked about, he's like super open about his full cycle.
Oh,
and
really?
What he took. Oh, yeah, man. He did my podcast.
Dude.
He's the best.
Have you seen the
Super
Ronnie
nice
Coleman
guy.
doc on Netflix?
I haven't. I heard it's awesome.
It's awesome. It'll bum you out. It'll bum you out and go, you know what? I'm never squatting heavy ever again.
Oh, his back is destroyed, right?
2 hip replacements, back's fucked, and he has to have crutches, and he's like in constant pain now. Constant pain. Taking fucking opiates every day.
Didn't he have
It's a
like
bummer.
multiple back surgeries?
Multiple back surgeries, fused, pinched nerves. Damn, look
Okay,
at
Dorian now
He
is
looks
like-
like me now.
He looks
look at
like
him there.
Yeah,
Dude, he was Jack City.
Jack City.
He
But
ain't got
see
shit on
him-
Ronnie, though.
See him on stage though. That's a picture. He was bigger than that. Look at the far left. The far left up there. Look at the size of that
Ooh,
motherfucker.
that arm is thicky.
Dude, look at the size of him. He was fucking huge, man. And shredded.
I
And
wonder-
just
I wonder how big he
worked-
was.
Worked harder than anybody,
Goddamn, he
man.
was huge.
They were all on the steroids, for sure.
The steroids?
For sure.
Them
They were, on,
steroids?
they were all on all the steroids. But for sure, that motherfucker worked as hard, if not harder,
Dude,
than
look at
any
Phil Heath
human
next to
being
him.
lifting weights. Phil Heath was jacked too. Okay, here's the question.
Phil Heath lost his last competition.
Look at this. Look at those two. How do you decide which one is more jacked? That is insane to me. That don't make any sense. I look at those two and I go, ah!
You'd have to have an eye for it, right? It'd have to be your thing.
You're a jeweler. You got to go over that shit with a jeweler's glass. Look for clarity. And
The two, yeah,
Carrots.
for real. For
Like,
real.
look at this.
You gotta be an expert.
what the fuck,
Two
man?
of the greatest backs in history. Is that
Jesus.
Ron, that looks like Ronnie
I think
top
it's the
left.
same too. Yeah.
That's
I think
Ronnie
it's
Coleman on the top left, or is that
and
Phil
then
Heath?
I think it's Dorian Yates. over
Yeah, that's
here.
Dorian Yates
So
and
it's-
Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman's ass is
it-
out of control.
But are you saying it's
Oh, I'm sorry.
Phil
yeah,
Heath?
Yeah. I don't know. Then
I think that's Ronnie
misheard.
Coleman.
It's Ronnie Coleman.
I know Ronnie's ass.
Oh wow, strong.
I know a Ronnie ass. That's
Look
a
at
Ronnie
his, look
fucking.
at his lats. They look like they're on a supermarket
Dude, it's
shelf covered in saran
insane.
wrap. Right? It doesn't look like he has any fat.
Dude, they look like ribs,
They
like
don't
baby
look-
back ribs that you put barbecue on.
It looks like he could look at Dorian Yates. It looks like he could pull your head right through your back. Like
Here's the thing,
grab your
though.
head with your spinal
For
column
sure.
attached and just pull it out.
Like the
And
movie
just leave your-
Prometheus?
yeah, just leave a hole
Yeah.
where your cord used to be.
For
Just
sure.
pop, 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 pop,
Here's the
pop.
thing, though. Dorian Yates got that flat ass compared to Ronnie. Flatty.
What are you
Flatty like a
fucking
white girl in the
saying? I
valley.
didn't see that. I saw a
In that
giant
picture,
booty. Let me see that picture again.
that picture side
Jamie,
by
go back
side.
to that picture,
It,
please.
it was part of a different one.
Was it part of an article?
It was like one of these small
Oh,
ones.
these-
That's Phil.
Oh, that's not them.
Can't you just
Damn,
hit
that
the
dude's
back
cheeks
button in the
on the
browser?
left.
I tried that. It didn't work.
Can't you type in Dorian Yates versus Ronnie Coleman?
And
back
just big booty or no?
Glutes? Probably glutes, the proper term.
How about just type in Dorian Yates big booty or nah? Right there. There it is.
Come on, bro.
Okay, but he's sucking that in, man.
Sucking
he's,
what
He's
in?
pulling his back
Yeah, you
out.
talking about the
and
G-string?
Sucking his butt in.
And then Ronnie Coleman's pulling the G-string.
His hungry butt is eating those
Dude,
underwear.
look at that ass.
First of all, there's no reason to wear those shorts, boys.
Ever.
We
Yeah,
get
dude,
it.
we got it.
We know
We don't
you
need
have
to
a
see your
beautiful ass,
asshole. Yeah.
But at a certain point in time, like your shorts are too little.
Dude,
that is
flat ass.
Look at
Little
these-
butt. He's a little butt. He's a
not
little
as
butt.
big, right?
Yeah, no, look at Ronnie's fucking.
Is that Ronnie on the right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
God, Ronnie's so
flexing
big.
on him, son. Look at that
okay.
peach.
I take it back.
Yeah.
I take back what I said. I can tell the difference, but I can't though because go.
I can't
Wait a minute,
there.
go larger again. Go larger again.
Ronnie all day.
Jesus.
Ronnie's. Look at his lower back. What is going on there?
That's insane. Yeah, I guess they're both fucking insane. The difference, really, to me, is from the waist down. But
Agree.
But Ronnie's legs are spread out.
Woo!
See, okay, now it's different. But still, Ronnie's legs they're crazy.
Dude, we're talking about Ronnie's.
Look at his buttocks.
Asshole.
Look at his buttocks. He's got extra inches of buttocks.
Ooh, Korean Zombie just fucking looked like he blew his ACL. Oh, it just started.
Oh shit. We're looking at male buttocks.
He did have a flat ass though.
Ronnie Coleman's got an enormous ass,
I
dude.
know,
keep that
dude.
up, Jamie. Keep that up while
Keep
the
that
fight's
shit
going
up,
on.
bro.
Make it bigger. No, keep that up. That last picture.
I was trying to find another version.
Yeah, find a bet. Get him bending over, can you? Oh, there you go.
That's plenty.
Dude, look how his ass, dude.
That's outrageous.
It's outrageous.
That's outrageous.
Outrageous.
Let me see that last picture, Jamie. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dorian Yates got that flat ass.
Look at the size of Ronnie Coleman's muscles.
Dude, it's
His
ridiculous.
leg muscles look like he could fucking kick through a building.
Dude, look how thick his back is.
Right. Okay, here's the question. Now his back's destroyed, his hips destroyed, his knees are destroyed. Do you think that they did things differently? Do you think
They
that
said Ronnie did. When you watch the
Ronnie?
doctor, like they have everyone who compete against, even Jay Cutler, they go, dude, we would train with Ronnie sometimes, and no one wanted to train with him because he would just do things we wouldn't do.
like what?
Like 800-pound squats all the fucking time.
Look
and
at the size of
lifts
him.
and
Jesus.
all the bodybuilders say he's the biggest freak ever. How strong he was too. They said he just the amount of work you do inside that weight room was insane.
The crazy thing was when he was a cop. Oh, Yaya Rodriguez with the beautiful leg kicks inside and then outside.
You imagine getting pulled over by him for weed? I'm like,
Oh
bro,
my
you have
God.
fucking more illegal drugs in your system than me. What the fuck are you talking about?
You'd be like, what are we talking about
Come
here?
on, dude. Let me go, right?
That would
Obviously.
be ironic.
It'd be hilarious.
That would be super ironic because that guy's on illegal drugs. Like, literally. You can't get that big without him. It's not possible.
Dude, Jay Cutler in these interviews, I don't know if, I don't want to hate on the guy.
Then don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
It's hard not to, right?
God.
Get a couple beers in you.
Haterade came out.
You start wanting to talk shit. Damn, Jay Cutler's giant too.
Jay Cutler beat him when he's going for number 9, right?
Wow.
And everyone thought Ronnie Coleman shouldn't have done 9. Should have stopped at 8.
Oh.
And then fucking Phil Heath, my boy Phil Heath, lost the last one.
Who won the last one? Who's
Dude,
Mr. Olympia?
Never
now?
heard of him. A guy who they compare to Flex Wheeler, right? He's a smaller, thinner dude. When I say thin,
I can't tell how many of these are photoshopped or not.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Is that real? Go back to that last picture you just put up. Jesus Christ. Make that bigger. What the fuck, dude?
check out his
There are
hair.
a couple that are definitely photoshopped, but like that one doesn't look like
No,
it.
that one
Dude,
looks real.
that guy looks like a video
This one
game
and
character.
This one looks photoshopped.
Yeah, that looks photoshopped.
Korean Zombie's
Yeah,
kind
that's-
of piecing up Yair while we're talking about asses.
Oh man, so Yair was teeing off on him just a moment ago.
Was he?
Yeah.
Dude, who won 2018 Olympia?
This guy.
Oh wow,
I'm
he's
pretty
not
sure it was
he's
him.
not Flex Wheeler at all.
His giant ass thighs, but he
Dude,
looks
thighed
normal
up.
sized there.
Dude, his abs are black. He
Isn't
looks
that
like
weird?
Yeah, they look like insects.
How come that's okay but blackface isn't?
Well, I think that guy's black, Joe.
What?
Yeah, he's black.
But everybody does that. White
They
guys do
do.
that too.
I know.
They all do that.
You know who? Oh my God! Look at that.
Wait a
white
minute.
guy.
Is he
He's
black?
brown.
Well, if he's black, why did he look so whiter in that photo when he was doing most muscular?
I don't know.
Okay,
Who was
close in on that gentleman? The upper left-hand corner. Upper left-hand corner, like you had before.
This
The image in the upper left-hand corner. Keep scrolling up. All the way up. That one.
No.
Yeah. He might be African American.
Dude, Korean Zombie's
but he
kind of teeing
Oh,
off
we should
on
probably pay attention. What do you think he is, Jamie? What's his nationality?
that guy. I'm not talking about that guy.
That's the same guy.
No,
That's the
I-
guy with the black abs.
No, that's not him, is it?
Yes.
Oh, he's.
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
not black.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
you're-
if
you're
he is,
right.
he's very light. But what I'm saying is they are allowed to wear that stuff that makes your skin look dark.
So you can see the muscles better.
Right. But they get to a point where it's literally
It's blackface.
it's black body.
From Egypt.
also face. Though.
He's from Egypt. Okay, so
Oh,
he's
okay.
from
He's
Northern
Middle E-
Africa.
yeah.
But he's much lighter in those images. It doesn't make sense
I'm
if,
just gonna pass on
if
that.
that one of them has an accurate, the one that most muscular that you just put up, if that's an accurate skin tone color, Jesus Christ, that
Jesus
guy's giant.
fucking Christ.
Oh my God, he's huge.
God, dog.
What? That one picture where you see his whole body, that doesn't even look like a real person.
He has an ass on him too. That Egyptian ass, bro.
Yo, dude. That dude.
How mad are people that were talking about asses
that looks,
and not
that
the
dude
fights?
looks like science. Oh, Korean zombie with straight left.
So he won the thing. This dude from
I
Egypt.
believe so, yeah.
Damn, he beat
yeah.
Phil Heath?
Right on top, it says Mr.
That's a
Olympia.
bummer.
Wow. He's
And-
a beast, man.
And you know, fucking.
Look at this. Look at this beautiful
Great
scramble
transition.
here. Oh, look at a double tap on the face by
You
the
know,
Korean
I
zombie.
think Kai Green just stopped doing the Olympia because he thought it was like rigged. So he's like, "Fuck this, dude." Yeah, he'd be a good guy to get on the podcast.
Why do they think?
Interesting dude.
Why do they think it's rigged?
Kai Green always he had some.
Jesus Christ!
God damn.
What it? Big Ramy? Did you
That's
you say
the
his
guy.
name Ramy?
I think so. Yeah.
Big
What is his full
Ramy.
name? We should.
Well, I
credit-
tried pronouncing it.
credit
It's
this gentleman.
impossible.
Let me go back to it. Let me try to pronounce
You're much
it.
better
Okay.
at names than me.
I
Madu.
don't want to fuck this up. Mamadou Elsbie.
no mama there.
Let's listen to someone say it. Find a
Mamdou
video where he gets. I
Elesba.
don't want to fuck it
God, I
up, man.
sound so authentic though. I feel like
5'10", 310 pounds contest weight.
5'10".
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
thick.
come on, son. That's a thick dude.
Special
But-
type of girl into
But
that.
white guys, like regular white guys,
Like,
with
who's the
blonde
famous white
hair.
guy? Who's the big guy? The Gunther? Remember him? He would compete with Ronnie Coleman. Those guys.
No.
His name was Gunther. He was a giant Swede. He looked
Okay.
like fucking Colossal from X-Men, but
Oh,
he
yeah?
would go chocolate face.
Dude, they get chocolate.
But you can't. Jay Cutler went chocolate. Jay
Girls
Cutler's
do
so
it.
tan,
Girls do it too.
and we just accept it.
Yeah.
It's full chocolate body though.
It's full chocolate body and chocolate face.
Yes.
It's like as long as you go full chocolate.
As
you
long
can
as
go
you're
chocolate
flexing, they
feet,
don't give a fuck.
But you have to go everywhere. You can't have like one side chocolate and one side not,
No,
like half
dude,
face.
trying to win or not?
Well, not only that, like it's not legal. You have to pretend you're one color.
Yeah, you do.
Either I accept the fact that you're in chocolate body and chocolate face. What is that?
That's not real. Is that real?
It just says bodybuild.
He went, "Nah,
horrible
leave my
fake
face,
tan
bro."
Mistakes. I think that might be real.
He went, "Leave my face, bro."
Yeah,
Dude,
he
his
just
body.
decided-
He went chocolate body.
Yeah,
How's
but
that not racist?
He was a really progressive bodybuilder and he couldn't go blackface.
It's the
so he
intent,
went,
though, isn't it?
Go back to that picture. He went chocolate body, but his face didn't touch it.
Dude, you
It
can't
looks
give
like
him
he
a medal.
smudged it a little.
You can't give him a medal.
Like he pretended he rolled around in the dirt.
You can't give him a medal, bro.
Yeah, man, he's gonna win because he went only chocolate body, which is totally socially acceptable. He totally didn't go chocolate face.
Dude, chocolate body? Look at this.
They're literally spray tanning these
That's
people.
exactly what they're
They are
doing.
turning that guy black. Go back to that.
Oh my God.
But he keeps the face? Is this real?
That-
This can't be
that's
real.
before he went out.
This cannot be real.
That's before he went out.
This is like, he's like, you
Same guy.
motherfuckers are not taking a picture of me with blackface on.
well, they're
Let's
probably
call-
like,
let's
let's
just
show
call
how
it-
ridiculous
Let's
this
just
is.
call it chocolate face. Let's don't call it black.
That's-
Okay,
that's
what's
chocolate
going on
face.
there? The guy's getting chocolate on his face.
That's pure chocolate face.
I mean,
dude.
I know he doesn't want to be racist, and I'm not saying they are
There's
racist.
no intent there to be racist.
Imagine if from this conversation, what the fuck is that guy doing?
That's bronze
So
face,
he's
bro.
bronze. He's bronze.
He gets his body bronze up to the neck, and then he leaves it alone. What is happening
That's right
there?
before he went out. Wow.
Okay, just imagine if because of this conversation, we bring awareness to chocolate face, which is essentially a socially acceptable version of blackface. We're basically look at this guy. You need to go to jail, sir.
Yeah, it's like the biggest tool in the world.
You don't look
Look at
like
his
that,
titties.
sir.
Look at the gyno.
Listen, but even forget all that. You don't look better when you do that. You just look insane. Like you have a black man's skin color and you have blonde spiky hair. This is insanity.
Dude,
What
he's
am I
worked-
looking at?
You know how hard he worked to look this way?
Dude, I'm looking at a puzzle. I'm like,
You're
what is
looking at a
that?
hot mess.
I'm like, what is that puzzle?
oh fuck,
Ooh,
man.
Yair with a nice head kick. Maybe we should pay attention to this awesome fight.
Dude, that white guy looks good on the left.
That's
There's
the
no reason to go
difference?
chocolate body.
Same guy?
No, but like that's
That's one guy dolled up and the other just natural.
Listen, man, I get it. Black guys look better. You're just gonna have to deal with
You
that.
gotta see the muscle fiber. I agree.
Yeah.
Just be white,
chocolate
dude.
body.
Why is it okay? Why is chocolate body
Why is chocolate
accepted?
body okay and blackface
No one
is
has
not?
ever.
That's
Are we the
outrageous.
first
We're the
ones to
first.
ever say this?
No, I'm sure
Chocolate
people think
body?
clown it. I think we might be the first to call it chocolate body, and I think that shit's gonna stick.
Oh, powerful spinning elbow by Yair.
Look at it, Yair looking for the sweep.
But think about fighters
Looking for
tan
the hip
too.
check.
They try to get real tan.
Yair keeps
Not
looking
chocolate
for that hip
body,
toss. Yeah, they do. Fighters get tan, but George St. Pierre did. But you know, there's actually
George got yellow.
It was actually there's an actual benefit, like in terms of your performance, the increased vitamin D from getting tan. Like I think Steve Maxwell told me about this. That they did some studies. Look at this, lost
Wow.
position.
These boys are scrapping.
Yeah, I believe Steve Maxwell told me that there's some physical benefits to getting tan.
Being out in the sun.
Yeah, well, not
Or
just that.
tanning
Like,
beds, the
while
vitamin
you're
D.
tan and your body's jacked up on vitamin D from the exposure to the sun, even I think probably not as good, but better than nothing exposure to a tanning bed
That makes sense.
that actually can benefit you. It's really crazy that your body makes a vitamin.
I know.
It's the only way you
Based
get
off
it.
getting sun rays.
Well, there's other ways to get it dietarily, but
You know what I'm
most
saying,
of the
though.
way you get it, staring at the sun or being in the sun. It is crazy.
Crazy.
How bizarre is that?
God, I wish one of these two went chocolate body.
Yeah. What? Imagine if a guy fought in the UFC chocolate body and he's like, bro, I got to get contracts. I want to look ripped. You know?
He couldn't say anything.
I see how guys who are fortunate enough to have more melanin in their skin, they look better, they get more contracts.
It's true.
You can't hold that shit back for me. Like, you remember when Chuck Liddell used to paint his toenails, and then everybody wanted to paint their toenails?
Yeah, everyone went black toes.
Yeah.
Talking about black toes?
Yep. All we need is one dude to go chocolate body, and everybody goes nuts, and he gets a big endorsement contract.
Oh, we need Sage
Damn,
Northcutt
Yair
to do it.
Rodriguez with the fucking beautiful kicks.
But
at
Korean
that.
Zombie
Good head
don't give a
movement, too.
fuck about your kicks. He's such a little monster.
Good defense there by Yair. But Korean Zombie. Oh,
Oh.
he tried again. But at the very
Oh.
least, it's allowing him to escape. Oh, step in
Oh.
elbow. Look at that.
He's a creative dude.
Ooh. Oh, he
Oh.
got clipped, though. Temple. That
That's
right
the
hand
thing
was
about
to
the zombie,
temple.
dude. He'll
Yep.
eat your flashy shit and just come forward.
Well, in a lot of ways, this is a real good test for him after the Frankie fight, right?
It's a good test for both of them, right?
Yes. What's the matter?
just
Logo? Fighters definitely can't do
I
that.
typed in fake tan UFC fighter.
When was this?
Sam Alvey did
When
that.
did he do that?
2015.
Wow. You know, the UFC had to make in a policy about putting those fake tattoos on your back that said, like, casino-something.com.
Remember boxers were
Remember
famous
those?
for doing it? Yeah.
I think Bernard Hopkins was the
Yeah.
first guy to do that.
There's some guys who did that. Yeah, UFC can't do that. You can't get tattoos. You know, it's in your contract. No tattoos of logos.
Ah, interesting.
Bas-
Because they
NBA
wouldn't
too.
be able to air it on television.
No,
If you
basketball
had-
too. Like J.R.
Yeah.
Smith got like I think a Supreme tattoo, and that he had to cover it up.
It's a large one. It's not
It's
just
a
tiny
big
one.
ass
It's
Supreme
up his
tattoo.
whole
Unless
leg.
you have ownership in that business, don't do that.
Yeah, what is that about?
I don't know.
That seems
He has
so-
so many tattoos. He's probably like, "Fuck it,
He's like, come on.
give me free shit." That's what he's doing.
Is that what it is? Wow. He's got it right off the back of
Looks
his
pretty
leg.
sick though.
Oh, look at that Yair spinning elbow. That shit was nasty. Did you see that replay? We should pay attention to
I
this
know.
fight.
We've been talking about chocolate bodies,
Yeah, I think we have a point, though.
dude. I feel like we're the first ones to really call it out.
Yeah, I
I've
don't
never
think
heard
so.
of it before.
I
Have
just
you,
don't think-
Jamie?
I don't know. I mean, there's probably a reason why there was a bunch of them tagged together on a website. I'm sure
True.
someone was talking about
True.
it.
I just think it's hilarious when you see the dudes who don't have chocolate face, but they have
Oh,
chocolate
dude.
body. That's so weird looking.
It's just
where
the
you like your
intent,
face is just a normal color. But I get it. It does make you look more defined.
Yeah, it does. When you're tan, you definitely look more shredded.
Right. Oh, damn,
shit.
yeah, here. But the thing about it is, like, tanning is not really good for you, right? Like, get that dark.
Not all the time, right?
If you got that dark,
Fuck, no, you can't do
Ooh.
it. That's why they have to spray paint.
And also, I would think that.
I wouldn't be mad if Korean Zombie had somewhat of a tan, but whatever.
Oh, how dare you? That's what he looks like, bro.
That's what Koreans
Yair
look like.
Rodriguez going for the
Yeah, he
Sanchai.
mixes it up, dude.
He does. It's good head movement too. He looks good standing up.
Dude,
And
how fun of a fight would have been Zabit versus Yair? That's a motherfucking fight.
Yeah, that would have been a really good fight.
I don't like that fight for Zabit or
For Yair.
for Yair so early.
Oh man, nice right hand by the Korean Zombie. Well, I like it to see.
Entertainment
I like
wise,
to see. I like to see. I want to see what's up. You know, it's like a lot of people thought that Mike Perry had it all day for Cowboy, and Cowboy just showed everybody what was up tonight. That's what's interesting, right? You know,
Cowboy's
I
been
wanna
doing it for
see.
a long time. We know what
Right.
Cowboy brings. We don't know what Mike Perry brings. We
Right.
don't know what Yair or fucking Zabit bring.
We don't totally know what they bring, but we've
Build
seen
the fire,
Yair
bro.
tested. Yeah. We've seen Yair tested against Frankie. And Frankie Edgar just destroyed him.
That wasn't even a test. That
Well, it
we're
was a
like,
test. He
Well,
just
we were like,
failed
you're
it.
not. Oh
What
my
am I
god!
saying?
What is this?
What's going on with the left picture?
Yeah, I can't put that on YouTube, but
What is that left picture?
That's
Is that
a
a guy
woman.
or a girl?
It's a
It's a woman.
yeah.
How come she doesn't have a shirt on? Is she allowed to?
This was
Do
an artist, photographer, or a photographer did like a series of photos
Oh.
on the subject. sort
Dude,
of.
that
That's
one,
a
the woman.
transgender.
No,
No, I don't
you
think
son
so.
of a bitch! How dare you?
Dude, that's a transgender woman on the left.
No, that's a woman who's how shall we put this?
got a lot of muscle.
Dude,
Yeah, she's got a
that
little
is
muscle.
not a woman
Yes,
with the
it's a
pecs
woman.
and the titties like that. Those
It is
are
a woman.
implants.
No, it's a woman that's
Those
hooked
are
up.
implants,
The,
yeah.
the titties are implants, right? But my point is, like, that looks like her body and her proportions look
Dude,
like
that's a man, baby.
like a like a different kind of thing,
Dude, if that came up to you as a ladyboy and telling him, like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Do better.
But this is what I'm thinking. She looks like she
Korean
could.
Zombie's piecing him up.
Is she? Is he? Oh, damn!
Yeah.
He's going after him.
Yeah.
She looks like she could be like a type of human that evolved on a nearby star.
She looks like
Right?
Steve Nash with tits.
Am I right? Like a type of human that evolved in a nearby galaxy that's super similar to us.
Oh, I don't
Just-
know, bro. Hopefully not.
Well, the implant, right? If that wasn't an implant, if that's just what the breasts look like, just super muscular on top, just like a guy, super jacked, looks like a rugby player, and then you get to the titties and these this weird sort of bulbous bags. Maybe they're horns or something. Maybe they're hard rocks that they use for chest banging in battle.
God, that's a tough call.
Super jacked. But that's not a classic female physique, that's for
No,
sure. I like
no,
the nails,
no,
though.
no. Yeah.
The long white nails are a strong touch. Go back to that,
Eesh.
Jamie. If there was any
I didn't
doubt
see the nails.
whatsoever about the femininity.
Really?
Yeah, look at them nails. Powerful.
Oh, dude,
With-
that's a man.
With demon hands.
Demon. It looks like a demon. Oh,
just full
fuck.
of veins and thick. Look like they've been just lifting heavy shit for years.
Jerking off dudes.
Boom, boom. Yeah. But hey, man, if that's how she wants to look,
Oh,
look,
I
that's
don't
the
give
thing,
a shit.
dude.
Do your thing, girl.
There's people that
Dude.
love to get jacked. They love to just be preposterously
Wow.
huge. Look at that lady. Total chocolate face. How dare you,
Dude,
lady?
that
With
is
your
the
blonde
most chocolate face.
She's dark chocolate face.
Dude,
we need a new chocolate.
She went full cocoa
she's-
face.
She looks, damn, dude. If she was on the Megyn Kelly show, if she walked out in the background, started posing right when Megan was talking about blackface. The whole world would have pointed at her and going, wait. That's okay?
Hold on. You tell me this bitch is okay? She's a fitness competition? Are you at your goddamn
Hey,
mind?
it's okay, bro. It's a fitness
It's
competition.
all right. I'm doing Olympia next week.
I'm just showing you how ripped my face is.
It makes no sense. Why's your face black?
Yo, my face is shredded as fuck, son.
Dude, I'm trying to show off my
Look at these
jawline.
muscles right here. I chew gum all day, bro. When I want to stop, I don't. So my fucking cheeks right here is ripped. This
It
shit
makes
is
0 sense why her face is chocolate.
fucking face is ripped, bro. Look at
Oh, fuck, bro.
getting that face ripped. Oh, hey, fella. You can't do that. That guy's an aborigine
You
in a movie.
cannot do that.
They
That
pulled
is a
that guy out of the
caveman.
cave, and someone has to translate the white man's language to
Oh,
him.
fuck, dude.
That's what that is. You got a guy.
Why are
who's
we
like,
giving white
"They
people a pass on this?
are looking for gold.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Do you have gold? It's like, what's up, Munga?
Bro,
Oh, how dare you, sir? How many people just want to wear blackface because they're super racist and they can't, so they become bodybuilders? Does that happen?
Dude,
I'm not saying it happens a lot, but it's
There's a
happened.
few.
Has it happened once? Has one
For
guy said,
sure.
yeah, I'm just a fucking bodybuilder, bro. Mama,
Get over it, man.
Help me, mama.
Get over it, man.
Yeah, get over it. And he starts like
Oh.
rapping and shit. Oh my God! Jesus Christ.
Dude, they're
Jesus
killing
Christ.
me, man.
What
How is that acceptable?
How is that possible? That guy, it looks like somebody sprayed ink on him.
Dude, you know how hard that shit is to get off
Dude.
after these bullshit competitions?
That guy
You
looks
know how many
like
years this
he
takes?
fell in an oil well.
You know how unhealthy those people are? Yeah, the guy
Doesn't
literally
he?
looks like he fell in oil.
He like they pulled him out of an oil well. Like, oh, I was in there, I had to rescue the kid. He went under. He went under and saved somebody, and he's a goddamn hero.
And you don't
And
need
we'll
your
let
face to
him-
be black.
We'll say, okay, whoa.
That guy might be black.
How do you know, Jamie? Don't get racist on us, Jamie. Jesus.
His hair is
Isn't that
different.
funny that you can get, that would make you racist? Like if you thought that one of these guys in chocolate face and chocolate skin and chocolate body, if you thought one of those guys wasn't doing it,
What the fuck are
you'd
these
feel like you
people
were racist.
thinking?
Like, oh my God, that's his real color. Shit.
It's more, the women do it too, though, right, Jamie? It's more of
Oh,
a
yeah.
man thing.
Oh no, the women do it for sure.
I mean, I'll see, dude, their titties are disgusting.
Hey! What are you showing me, man? He keeps it up to creep you out.
Yeah, he does.
Look.
Dude, that girl is, I just can't, man.
Dude, this is round 4. We talked about this fight for a total of 20 seconds.
I know, it looks like it's good, dude.
It does
Fucking
look
chocolate
good.
bodies, fucking
Good
whole
front
vibe
kick up the middle by Yair. Once a Korean zombie's forced to fight on the outside like this, then Yair's kicks become more dangerous. And that's shit like spinning back fist because you don't know what's coming. So he doesn't know where the distance is, where he's safe. That was a nice
You're
right
going
hand.
to need to land a real clean one to stop the
Ooh.
zombie because he does not fucking stop. He's the zombie.
Yeah, 2 nice right hands. Ooh, he's hunted him down. Oh,
Ooh,
Yair.
oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, I think he fell there though.
Yeah, he definitely fell.
I mean,
And
I think
I think
Yair
he's
did a
smiling right now.
good job chasing after him, but I think he fell. Oh, nice jab.
Damn, Yair's bloodied up.
Yeah, they're beating each other up. Oh, there's another nice left hand. Korean zombie switching up from right hand to left
They're
hand.
both fucked
Yeah.
up. Both their noses look broke.
Yeah, they're beat up. Korean zombie's got something
Oh,
going on.
shit,
Not
that
just
was
with his
sick.
nose, but I think with
His lip, right? His
Yeah.
upper lip.
Yeah. Oh, he just wiggled there. He just threw that punch and wiggled.
Oh, shit. He just landed. Remember when Korean Zombie just dipped out for 4 years to serve in Korea? Military?
I
You
think-
have to.
Yeah, it was a few years. How many years was it?
Was it
4?
2 or 4? I remember he was gone for 4 years and beat Dennis Bermudez, I think.
Dude, his lip is fucked up. I think he KO'd Dennis Bermudez. Oh, Yair popped him with the jab right on that mouth. I think he's got some issues going on with that upper lip, man. We've seen that before where a lip splits. You've seen Chuck Liddell's when he fought Rich Franklin. That was the worst I've ever seen.
Robbie Lawler's probably the worst, though, right?
Close to 4 years, Jamie?
Oh, he missed 4 years. I think he served 2.
But he missed 4 years in the UFC, then came back, beat Dennis Bermudez.
Oh!
What happened?
Korean Zombie just hit him with a big right hand.
Fuck.
Big right hand. He's yelling something. He's saying he's doing something.
Saying he's holding his glove.
He said something.
Dude, did it wobble, Yair?
Yeah, he cracked him. He cracked him good. It was a good shot.
Fucking zombie, man. Remember his badass walkout shirt? Oh, he's saying he hit him in the nuts. Or is Yair looking for a break? They're not stopping it for that. Oh, come on. Go, Korean. Zombie.
Wow.
Hashtag no racist.
I didn't see that. Did you see what happened?
Zaire was complaining they got hit in the nuts and kept looking at the ref for
But do you
a
see what
stoppage.
happened that made him say he got hit in the nuts?
No.
Dude.
But if the ref doesn't stop, I mean, come on, dude. They're probably both exhausted. So you can see, like, come on, give us a break.
Well, they've taken a lot of punishment.
Yeah,
man.
Korean Zombie looks like a different person.
And so does Yair. He's covered in blood. Oh, right hand, beautiful left hand.
You know what?
behind
Yair
that.
looks like one of those hyenas when they're eating.
Right, and they going right through a water hog's asshole.
Yes, like a fucking water buffalo's dick.
Yeah,
Yeah, his face is all red like that.
like a water pig.
Yeah.
Like some kind of wildebeest
He
looking
looks like a fucking
butthole.
hyena, man.
You ever see a warthog?
Yeah, I've seen a warthog up close.
What a fucking weird looking animal that is.
Super weird. You ever watch that? I forget what Nature Metal, where the fuck it is. We both follow on Instagram.
Oh, yeah,
but they'll
Nature's
post like
Metal.
a hyena ripping a fucking water buffalo's
dude.
dick off, and it's a sensitive material. I'm like, I'll watch it 5 a.m. I'm like, God damn it! It's like a zebra getting his fucking ear starched off by a fucking eagle or something.
James Vick posted something on Instagram because James Vick has been pig hunting lately.
Yeah.
And he posted this video of a pig eating a deer. And you watch it.
Like a boar?
Whoa. It's a wild pig. Doesn't necessarily have to be a boar to eat a deer. It could be a wild female. So when you think of wild boar, people think of like a different thing.
I think
with
of
the tusks.
tusk, yeah.
That's just a male.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Pig? So, but I think but a boar isn't the same as the pig that we eat, the pink piggies. They're like,
That's where it gets strange because they're actually all the same species.
oh, damn, I did not
Yeah.
know that. They
Yeah.
look different, though.
Yeah,
A
they
boar
do look
looks different.
different.
They have like
They look
hair, their
different.
noses, they're gnarly.
Yep. They're different in where they come from, too.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
If they're in like Russia, like Russian boars.
And they're
But
bigger, too,
They're
right?
all considered among the same genus, I think they call it. They say genus. Is that what you say? Genus or genus? How do you say that?
Depends what country you're in.
Steve Ranella told me all this. It's an animal. It's a species called Suscrafa, and that's what pigs are.
But is that
And
like saying
domestic
birds
pigs
are all the
bred-
same, Joe? Like, is that
No,
eagle? Are you saying the eagle's same
no, it's
as the
very
chicken?
different, very different, very different. Because when you leave pigs out in the wild, see there it is right there. What is the difference between a boar and a wildebeest? No, wild pigs called a boar, underrated male. That's just
Sorry, it
Yeah.
just says it right here. It doesn't talk about wildebeest in that thing.
okay. What does it say? A wild pig can be called a boar, but that's just the name of it. Pig, European wild boar. Yeah. But this is what the question is, right? What's the difference between wild pigs and domesticated pigs?
Yeah, like
'Cause
the
I
pink
think-
pig and the warthog.
I think a pig is the same family. It's the same thing. Oh, there it is. A boar, yeah, uncastrated male domestic pig. That's just the term wild boar. What I'm asking is a pig and a wild pig, a domesticated pig and a wild pig, what's the difference between them? I don't think there really is. I think they're the same thing. It's just they bred one and turned it into this like real soft sort of thing. But when they get wild, their body actually morphs.
They're not pink in the wild. They get fucked up, right?
No, they literally have changes
They
to
get
their
dark, yeah.
anatomy. Their nose grows, their mouth lengthens, their teeth grow out, their hair gets thicker, and it happens just after a few months. Yeah, I know what the
I know, I was
girls.
just looking at it, but
Yeah,
It says a wild pig is just both once it's wild.
And
or it
then
could be
a
either.
razorback is a
What's
warthog?
not? It's not the answer to my question, though. The question is, what is the difference between a wild pig and a domesticated pig? Do they have that on there? Okay, just Google what's the difference between a wild pig versus a domesticated pig. Yeah, let's see what it
There
tells
we
us.
go.
There.
Look
There
at
we
that
go.
pink piggy.
There we go. Pig, hog, and boar essentially describe the same animal, but there's some distinctions. A boar is an uncastrated male domestic pig, but it also means a wild pig of any gender. A hog often means, okay. If we go deeper into it, I'm pretty sure that it says that they're part of something called Suscrafa. And Suscrafa is the group that includes wild pigs, domesticated pigs, all those different animals. But when you let them go wild, they literally
nuts.
change who they are. Yeah, Suscrafa, that's it. So it is kind of the same thing. It's just they look different in different places, but they're the same thing.
Dude, my son
Which
was
is
playing
nuts.
with 2 baby pigs. They were 8 weeks old. God damn, they were cute.
Oh, they're adorable.
God, they're cute.
When you see them in the wild, they're so different. It's such a ruthlessly aggressive little thing.
Really? So you want to kill them?
Well, they're creepy. I remember the first time I ever hunted them, I was with Ranella, and we were walking past this field, and the grass was, the brush, everything was very thick, and it was really high. It was like much taller than their backs. So if a pig is, only a couple feet tall, the grass was probably like 5-6 feet tall, because you couldn't see where they were, but you hear them in there.
Jesus Christ.
We were going at it with each other, and it sounded like there was little demons in there trying to kill each other.
Then what'd you guys just go in there and mark them
Oh,
up?
look at this.
They're about to throw down.
They're about to throw down. Look
Yep.
at this. Look at this. They put their hands up.
What is going on right
What
now?
is going-
Why are they all slapping?
Korean zombie just looked up at the screen. Yair said, "Let's meet right in the center and throw down." I
Yeah,
think that's
well,
what he's
the
saying.
zombie's down.
I don't know what happened there.
The zombie looked around like
We're
what's he
talking about
doing?
wild pigs. People are like, "This fucking fight is amazing." And these two
I
assholes.
see a bunch of people clapping and shit.
Talking
We've been talking
about wild
about
pigs.
and chocolate bodies.
Chocolate face.
No, chocolate body, bro.
Chocolate body's totally okay. It's when you go upstairs with the face. You're better off going full white face, chocolate body, and say, hey man, I would never do black face. It's disrespectful.
But you have chocolate feet, chocolate
Oh,
hands.
look at that straight left hand by the zombie. That was nice.
Zombie's trying to get in a fucking shootout.
That was a serious straight left. He's been switching stances, and as he switches stances, he pops that left hand in there.
God, if someone said, hey, Schaub, I'll give you $100,000, tell me who's winning this fight, I couldn't do it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll tell you about a couple things about chocolate bodies and war dogs.
I know quite a bit about that.
Me too. Nothing
And
about
wild
this fight.
pigs.
I know it's been an entertaining fight.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful spinning back fist. Yeah,
his
here's
face is-
still. Look at that. Tries a hammer fist. He's still super creative.
Oh. Yeah, he's a fun guy to watch, man.
He really is. Oh, nice right. Short little check hook. That side kick to the knee, man. That's such a nasty move.
Yair was at Jackson's for a little bit, remember?
Yep.
The side kick is
Oh.
their thing.
Well, it's a legit move.
Fuck yeah.
Really is good.
Whitaker, Yo Romero.
Yeah.
Dude, how about fucking Weidman getting starts?
Crazy.
He's going to get the next title shot, too.
Crazy. Well, I guess Jacare gets it now.
I
Which
think
is
you do
all
a
interesting.
style bender with Jacare for,
Because Jacare already lost to Whitaker?
yeah. No one wants to see that.
Yeah, but, man, I mean, how many more years do you think Jacare is going to fight? He's 38.
Yeah, not
He
many.
beat the guy who was going to get the title shot, right?
True.
Don't you think?
Yeah, well, no, Weidman was for sure. They were going to fly him to the fight to be a alternate.
But here's the thing.
Dude, they
What-
keep
what
putting
are
their
they
hands
doing?
up. There's fucking
What are
10
they
minutes
doing?
left.
I don't understand.
Tell you
10
what,
seconds.
what are they doing?
I don't understand.
I tell you, if you don't want to get the bonus, do
Nice
that.
kick to the body there.
Oh,
he elbowed him.
oh,
Oh,
shit!
he flatlined him.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
my God.
Holy fuck!
Oh, my
There was
God.
5 seconds left.
Oh,
and
my
he threw a
God.
fucking elbow and knocked Korean Zombie out.
Oh, my God. That was insane.
Look at him kick all the coaches out. It's so stupid they do
Wow.
this. Just let them celebrate. Get the fuck out of here.
That was insane.
Flatlined him.
Oh, my God.
He zombied him.
He's fucked too.
He's still out.
They're
Look at
calling
him.
The doctor over.
Zaire's calling the doctor over?
Yeah.
His probably knows. Dude, that fucking elbow flat. Can we get a replay?
Jesus. Oh, he's hurt, man. Zaire's hurt. See how he got up and he just winced in pain?
Yeah,
What did he hurt?
I don't know.
Does coach tackle him?
Wow.
Here we go.
That's
Dude, this
crazy.
is one of the best knockouts
Was
of
that
the
on
year.
the buzzer?
Yes, look,
Look
at
at
this. Whoop, look. Boom!
Bang. Upward elbow. Insane.
Holy fuck.
Oh my
I've never
God,
seen
that
that.
was sweet. Look
I've
at
never
this.
ever seen that.
Bang.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
What a fucking KO.
What a beautiful
Whoop!
elbow.
Creative.
Bang. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dude, that was. Can we get the
Look at this.
the clock at the bottom?
Crack.
Oh my
I think
God.
there was 2 seconds maybe.
So
2
fantastic.
Maybe one or
seconds.
two.
And I wonder what the scorecard we're going into that.
That's a good question. I wish we were paying attention.
Yeah, me
At least we
too.
watched the KO. That's phenomenal, man. That is phenomenal.
Look at Izzy.
My man, Victor Ortiz, too.
Holy shit. What a big win for Yair.
Victor Davila, the guy who just jumped in, he's the UFC commentator for the
Deportes.
Yeah, super good dude. He's one of Eddie's black belts too.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Him and Verdum are the Deportes guys.
Dude, that right elbow was so nasty.
I've never seen that. I've never
Look at
seen
Jimmy
that.
Smith.
Look at Rashad. Look at Rashad's face.
Everybody's like, "Wow, that is crazy." That was one of the craziest elbows you're ever gonna see, man.
The best knockout of the year, I think.
Oh yeah, especially considering that he's got this nickname, the Korean Zombie.
And we've never seen that.
But wait a
though.
minute. Was Alster and Francis, was that this year?
Where are we? Was
Yeah.
that this year?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What year?
You gotta give that it.
God, I think this is better. I've seen how many right hands connect.
That was a
Oh,
left hook.
fucking-
It was a left hook, by the way.
Left, right hook,
Technically, at the end
uppercut.
of last year was December.
No, that was an uppercut he hit.
It was
over
last
him
year.
with. Was
last
it?
year. It's last year. So we got it. It's out. It's
out.
out of the running. That's number one of the
Dude,
year.
that-
Okay,
An
but
elbow from no look, fucking.
right, but that's only UFC.
Yeah, other ones don't really count, do they? Or
They should.
Well, okay.
Bellator.
For sure, Bellator has some good ones.
Okay, what's the
Can you
best
name
KO?
one?
Yes,
Pico's had some great KOs.
Pico's uppercut that we talked about earlier.
Here's
That
just
uppercut's
the
insane.
2018 ones. I'll flip through here to see if any
This is the
pop
best
up.
KOs of the year.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Cater?
slide through to see if
Yeah.
anything.
Cater had a good one. I was at that fight. Jacare Brunson.
Jacare head kicked him. That's what was so crazy.
Dude, Jacare is just
Right here.
fucking dudes up. No, that's not even the same
Boom.
fucking.
No, it's a different thing.
Oh, fucking Smith.
This is Tiago
Santos?
Santos KO'd him though.
Body shot.
Yeah, he body shotted him and then beat him down.
Again,
to the
I've
referee
never
stopped the
seen a
fight.
no look elbow knock
That
a
was
dude out.
beautiful. If you ever seen, oh yeah,
Romero
yeah.
Rockhold was good.
Romero Rockhold was fantastic.
Damn, Yair's fucked up. You ain't getting that Zabit Yair fight for quite some time.
No,
Oh.
he got fucked up.
Dude, he
Is it
is
his
really
leg? It looks
fucked
like
up.
he can't stand on his leg. Oh.
Dude, when Yoel punches you, it just seems like a different thing. The way he punched Rockhold
Oh
and then
my
punched him
God.
again, it's like a different thing.
Dude, you forget at 85, there's some great fucking fighters still.
It might be the best division right now.
55 stacked.
It is.
70s fucking
They're
filthy
both stacked.
McNasty.
But you know what? Between Stylebender, Borachina, you got Yoel Romero, who's still in the mix.
Jacare,
you got Robert
Weidman,
Whitaker.
Rockhold.
Weidman was in that fight.
I know, it was a
up
good fight.
until the last punch that Jacare landed that KO'd him.
Kelvin Gaslam.
Kelvin Gastelum.
They're stacked.
Rockhold's a beast, man. Who else?
85 is up there.
How about Cannonier, who just fought at 85? Looked like a
Just had his first big win.
monster.
Yeah.
Dude, he looks terrifying. Here it is again. Oh, my goodness.
That
Look
is
at that elbow.
ridiculous.
Look at this. Slide, slide, slide. Bink.
Boom!
I mean, that is
Dude, that
perfect
is
placement.
ridiculous. This is.
Placement is so perfect.
What's he saying about his leg? Yeah, he did his camp with
Oh,
Cowboy.
he's thanking Cowboy Cerrone.
Because they did their camp together.
Yeah. That's beautiful. They just, I wonder what happened to him. He's limping.
Oh, he's bringing it up now. Did he break his feet?
First round, he fucked his foot up, he said. So he kicked his knee accidentally, and he thinks he broke his foot in the first round, or at least fucked his foot up in the first round. Wow.
Is he going to call it Zabit now?
Whoever Sean Shelby and Dana White want me to fight. Always a standard thing to say.
You never get big fights when you do that, but yeah.
Yeah.
You always got to just go for someone, even if it's not in
Yeah.
your nature.
Yeah. Yeah. If you really want that fight, you got to ask for it.
Got to. Then you put it in their brain. Otherwise, they're going to give you what they think's best.
Very interesting fight, though, for what we did get to see of it. And that elbow was fucking fantastic.
Best knockout of the year.
That's such a really good, important point about the difference between recklessly charging in and, and what the Korean Zombie's doing, that turning into a zombie war like he does every fight.
It
And
was
some-
working. I feel like you'd probably be up on the scorecards. It looked like it was working, and then
I'd
just
like to
fucking-
know. We'll find out. We'll find out later what the people that we're watching think. Even if the scorecards.
One person I read said he was down 3-1 going into that round.
for the zombie.
Damn. 3 rounds to
Zombie
one.
would've been
Zombie was
up.
up.
Yeah, from what I saw,
Yeah.
the zombie in the exchanges.
Looked like it. He was definitely coming after him, moving forward, but it looked like Yair was getting some shots
Got
in.
happy there.
There's
Good for
Victor.
him, man.
Look at
All
Victor
the
and
drama
Izzy.
too. There's his family. Got blood on your mom.
Dude, look at this again. This is so sick, dude.
Whoop.
Bam!
Boom. That's some N1 shit.
Ooh, he just delivered that. Look at this.
Bam! That's ridiculous.
Oh my god. One of the best elbow KOs of all time.
Ever.
Of all time.
Spack.
Of all time. And perfect time to use that technique.
And that's the number 10 guy in the world.
And-
name the Korean Zombie.
it's a fight where, according to at least one judge, he was losing.
That's
right?
insane.
And he lands that. And it's
I
just
love how the coach
on
come
the button.
flying in.
And it uses the momentum of his attacker. Like, it's a beautiful lesson in martial arts for people to watch, Like when a strike like that lands, and it lands so perfectly, that opens up that strike for a lot of people.
100%.
Right? You
Remember
when
John Jones started the one where he touched the inside leg and did the spinning,
Yep.
and then everyone started to do it.
Yep. Yeah. No, John.
One guy
smashed
does
people
it,
with
and
that.
then
Yeah.
he
Did
looked
you ever
ridiculous.
see Gaston Bolano spinning elbow in Bellator?
No.
Son.
Dope. Really?
You want to see someone look like they got shot with a laser beam from the moon?
Really?
It just hits them in the head.
Bring that shit out, Jamie.
This dude got hit so hard. Gaston is, he's a real world-class Muay Thai fighter. Look, left. Bang!
Oh, fuck.
Dude. Watch this one more time. Watch this. Tongue.
Oh, my God.
I mean, come
dude.
on, son.
Folded him.
But it's the way it lands, too. It's just so
Yep.
perfect.
Boom.
Now, was this against the number 10 fighter in the world? No.
Yair's
So,
was better
Yair's is more impressive. But, boom.
But
that
again,
shit
I've
is
seen spinning
artwork.
elbows land and knock dudes out.
Like that?
That one's pretty
Like
cold-hearted.
that? Let's watch it one more time
Dude,
in real
I've
time.
never seen a guy no-look KO someone with an elbow.
I don't think I have either. Watch this, though.
Go!
That's real time. One more time, real time. One more time.
One more
real
time, real
One more
time,
time, real
yeah.
time. Give it to me in real time. Look at this.
Slack.
Boom.
That's
I mean,
filthy.
That is insane. That's the restart. That's Control Alt Delete, right?
Dude,
the whole
Korean
thing goes
Zombies.
dark and comes back up. Yeah, but Korean Zombie is a guy who, first of all, was deep in that fight, maybe even winning that fight, at least according to one judge, known for being a zombie, known for being able to take a tremendous shot,
Flatlined.
tough as shit, flatlined in a fight he might have been winning.
Damn powerful Rashad haircut.
Rashad looking
his hair.
suave.
I like his
I like
shaved head better, but
everything.
whatever.
I like what he's doing with his hair. I like this purple psychedelic paisley tie.
Not mad at the beard.
I like the whole look. Jimmy Smith. What's that pin? What do you think that pin is? Is that a Porsche pin? Imagine what a dick he'd be if he had like a Ferrari pin.
That's some shit I would do.
What do you think that pin is?
I don't know. It looks like a Porsche
What is that pin,
though.
Jimmy? What do you think?
It's probably for Veterans Today.
Oh,
It
good
looked like
call,
POW
dude.
pin.
Yeah,
Good call,
probably
dude.
something along those lines.
Well, dude,
Well, we covered it all, bro.
we could covered all butt fighting.
Oh, for all you bodybuilders out there, we don't really care.
No, keep doing your chocolate bodies.
Yeah, we
I
really
actually
don't
encourage
care.
it because it's hilarious.
And it makes you look better. You're right.
Dude, it's an advantage.
You're
Chocolate
right.
it up, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I get it.
I get
I
it.
don't think that you shouldn't be able to do it, but I do think all of it's crazy.
Yeah, I do think it's
I think-
racist now that I look at it more.
I don't even think it's racist. I don't even think it's racist. I think they're just trying to look like they're
a black guy.
shredded.
Like a black guy.
How dare you?
That's exactly what they're doing. And listen, it's working for them, and
Look at
chocolate
these
body's the new thing.
Highlights, incredible. Well, it definitely has an impact, man. I mean, if you're white like paper and you're trying to look jacked on TV and you're standing next to a dude who went chocolate face and chocolate body, that guy's going to look way darker.
Who wants to be more chocolate?
And the only reason why you should go chocolate face is because otherwise it's super distracting.
Correct.
Because
You know, you got to go all.
Now I don't think you're tan. I think you're crazy.
Yeah, you're
Like,
crazy.
What's going on?
You're like, what the fuck?
Do you have like a suit on?
Yeah,
It's
you-
just like, you know how like
You got to match it.
there's some girls who are particularly sexually adventurous and they will even for Halloween parties will just paint their tits.
Yes.
That was a thing that was going on
Oh,
for a
yeah.
while. It was crazy.
You look crazy.
It was like a loophole.
Crazy hot, Joe.
Crazy hot. But it was like a loophole where girls could basically be topless at parties with paint on their tits. I mean, you could see their full nipple.
But it was
you could
all
see they had
good.
stars
Like
over
Mystique
their
from
areolas.
X-Men. Yeah.
They,
Are you watching Twitch these days?
what's still going on?
Yeah.
What's Twitch
What's
doing?
going on? What's going on Twitch?
I don't know what day they changed the rules, but the rules got changed sometime.
Why'd they change the rules?
No.
The other way.
Good
To
way.
let them paint their tits.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not? Listen, if you can wear like some sheer, skin tight shirt that shows your nipples, and I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's
Why
fine.
can't a girl paint her tits and make some money? What do you want to work at Denny's, motherfucker?
Can a guy paint his dick and make some money?
Yes. Okay, that's what
Oh,
I'm talking
wow.
about. Perfect.
Dude,
This
she
girl
is
just
hot.
This girl just has her titties all done up and spray paint. Look at this one.
This
She's
is
got a-
Twitch world?
Yeah. So they have fake bikinis
Dude, I need
on,
to get on Twitch.
but it's just titties.
She has some tiny titties.
But this is naked.
Well,
You're
now it's
seeing
going
this girl's
downhill.
got no. Stop it, you asshole.
The girl's crying.
Leave these girls. Separate them. Oh,
Well,
but this girl's got elf
this is the
ears.
dark web now.
No. We're good. Leave it alone.
Like, there's
But
our last
the
one.
point is they're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
She's got barbs through those nipples. What's happening down there?
Hey, man.
Is there something happening onto those nipples? Am I just looking at it
Dude,
wrong?
this is Twitch. What the fuck do they do it for?
Yeah, what are those things on her nipples? Is that some sort of an object?
That little line.
Yeah, what is that? Is that like a nail through it? Oh, is that paint?
Yeah,
That's the
well,
paint.
it's all paint. Yeah, it's all
Okay.
paint.
I thought maybe she had some sort of
Oh no.
ring going on.
When I talk about Twitch, it's like my dad asking me about CBD oil. I have no clue. I couldn't tell you what. I don't.
People do a lot of shows on Twitch now.
I know.
Like a lot of, you know who contacted me the other day? Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's doing a show on Twitch. He does a show on Twitch.
Like a straight. What do you mean show?
Well, he was a famous radio guy.
Yeah, I
and
know.
Still is. I mean,
I know.
he did. He used to be on Sirius in the early days when Howard first got on. Bubba the Love Sponge was on.
He does
after
like
him.
a show like this on
Yeah.
Twitch.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
I need to get on Twitch.
Yeah. I think Jeans and Segura are
Yep,
doing
they're
it.
on there.
Yeah.
Are they on
Your
there?
mom's house.
Mom's house.
Tom and Christina.
They're hip. They're cool.
Yeah, they're doing Twitch as well.
Have
Yeah.
you looked into it, Jamie? Much?
Yeah, I'm on there myself, but I play video games. But it's expanded over the last year to more than video games. There's podcast sections. There's music sections. They try to do like a comedy section. Even they're trying to entice people to do stand-up comedy on there.
a terrible
I don't-
idea.
It's a terrible idea. But
Yeah, that doesn't work.
there's tons more than just video games on there now.
When people first started doing podcasts, one guy asked me to do his podcast, and then asked me to do stand-up. They do the live podcast. He wanted me to do stand-up on the podcast. I go, what are you
terrible
talking
idea.
about? I go, you want me to do my act on your show?
What the fuck?
Like, and then it just gets released on the internet? I just do it that way? Instead of just getting paid for a
Yeah, what are
Comedy
you,
Central special or a
crazy?
Netflix special. Like,
Get
what
the
are you
fuck
talking about?
outta here.
Why would I do that? Like, it's like this. And you're just going to
They
sell
just
it?
had no idea.
You're just going to sell this podcast to put it on. And how much do I get out of this? 0? Okay, that sounds like a good deal.
And my materials out there in
That's
stupid
so
ass show.
crazy. But that was the early days of podcasting. People
Old
were trying to
school. They
figure
just
out what
didn't
the hell it
know. Yeah.
was. Like, what is this thing?
It's hilarious.
Is this just a joke? Is anybody paying attention? Who's watching?
Little did they know.
Yeah, it's just, I remember Kevin Smith was one of the first guys to take it seriously because he rented a theater. He had a theater on Melrose. It was like the Smodcast Theater. And we used it once. I used it once to interview, was it Tom Green and Jim Norton?
Maybe.
I think I
Wow.
did 2 podcasts there. I did one with Tom Green and one with Jim Norton. Yeah, it was interesting.
It was cool.
It's different. It's interesting,
Completely
but it's different. Yeah, doing it live in front of an audience is different.
Yeah, it's not like
Do you guys still do live Fighter and the Kid shows?
we don't.
You don't.
No.
Too busy with both of your stand-up
Too
careers.
busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rare Brian and I get together
Yeah.
as far as live shows.
Well, I guess that's good because it means you're both busy. Because that's exactly the same thing that happened, like me and Joey, and even me and Ari and me and Duncan. It's like everybody else just got too big. You know, Ari's just headlining these giant ass places now, and Joey's headlining giant ass places, and you know, Segura's selling out everything all
Segura's
across the
killing it.
country.
Bert's killing it.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. You know, if you're doing stuff with people, eventually they wind up doing something else, and you know, I know you are doing really well with your stand-up comedy. It's probably hard to do those shows because those shows are a different thing, right?
It takes away from what I'm doing. You know,
Yeah.
like the original goal. Like if I'm going to dedicate time and stage, it's going to be to my.
Right.
know.
Especially because you kind of have to if you want to headline places.
Yeah,
you
I'm
want to
behind
keep,
it, yeah.
keep pumping out new shit, and you want to do a special.
And as much as
Yeah.
fun as I'd have with the Life Fight and the Kids, it was the exact opposite. Like that
Mm-hmm.
was just improv and me and Brian dicking around most of the time.
yeah.
Like you're not getting better at anything. You're having a
Right.
good time with your buddy.
Right, you're not making your act stronger,
No.
like piecing up your material.
No, I
together
remember last
better.
night I told Brian this. Me and him did one at the Comedy Store. I don't know, like a year at least ago, year and a half maybe. We got done. I was like, I'm done with these, dude.
Wow. Oh, you had a weird one, right? There was one of them that came out weird at the Comedy Store. It was just
It wasn't weird,
clunky.
but it was clunky. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we haven't been together in a while, and we did that. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, this isn't the best product for you or me.
Right,
like, this
right, right.
makes us look
Yeah.
bad. I feel like.
Yeah, it can, right? I think you got to respect what that is. If you're going to do like a 2-man show, you got to coordinate the shit out of that. It requires a lot of
You
work.
can't wing it, especially
Mm-hmm.
from people going from pain to see you do stand up. They see your stand up act, which is you know what it is. They go from seeing that to that. I felt like it was hurting the brand more than anything.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I think Brian agreed to, and that but like we did a show together with Ari and Big J, and that was fun. That was
Yeah.
fun.
That was All Things Comedy. They're doing a festival down
Yeah,
there.
they
Is that
did
what
a
that is?
festival, brought us all in.
All Things Comedy's doing a lot of shit, man.
They're killing
They're
it.
kicking ass.
Bill Burr.
They're doing specials.
Yeah,
They're doing
specials.
they're doing the Ian Edwards special.
Are they really?
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
Oh yeah. Comedy Central gave him a special.
But there's something with that. Like Ari, Theo, Brian, Big J, and I were all talking about like we could do the same way. They did the White Comedy Tour. Blue Comedy Tour, or White Comedy Tour, where the fuck it was. We could do that once a month. Just pick one city, do like 2 big ass shows, and get out.
yeah.
But do like announce a tour with it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That'd be fun.
You know, and also, like, you're doing comedy clubs, too, which is so important at this stage of, like, when you're trying to ramp up to a special in January.
Yeah.
You got to do a lot of comedy clubs because you get those 2 show nights in. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Everything gets juicy.
1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday.
That's good. Thursday's a warm-up set.
Yes.
Thursday, you
Working
get
the
things
kinks out.
popping, get that bitch hot.
Yep.
Woo! And
Yep.
come in guns blazing on Friday.
I'll tell you what's weird to relate it to fighting is I was like, oh fuck, I'm about 9 weeks out from the special. It almost feels like you're like, damn, you gotta. I don't know. I think
You
it's
know
the
who used to
fighter
say
in me.
that? Louis C.K. He used to treat it like it was a fight. He would go running and get in shape, run like 5 miles a day. He would like ramp up like actual physical training to prepare for a comedy special.
That's how my diet's on
Smart.
point now. My diet, my workouts.
Well, what I learned from this Sober October workout challenge, this fitness challenge that Ari and Tom and Bert and I did, was that when you work out a lot like that, you do a shit ton of cardio, you don't give a fuck. Your anxiety is severely, severely diminished. You feel so good. It's crazy. When you do a lot of cardio, like I was doing on a normal day, any average day I might be working out 3.5 hours.
Too much.
It was
Like,
crazy.
Way too much.
Crazy. Too
Insane.
much. But it was just for a month.
Yeah.
But the point was that, and I don't think you need to do 3.5 hours, but you might need to do an hour. If you can do an hour of hard cardio, you don't give a fuck.
That's what I try to do
You're
every day.
chill.
Yeah. 60 minutes of hard where I'm burning 800,000 calories.
That's all you have to do.
That's it.
Yeah.
Done.
Dude, I feel really good when I work out like that.
If I don't, I feel like my demeanor, I'm not as fun. I'm not as
Right,
outgoing.
right.
I'm not as creative. Like, I don't feel great.
Dude, I was saying that if it was a pill, if you give someone a pill and that pill could make me feel like I feel after I work out for 3.5
I'd
hours,
be addicted to it.
I would take that pill every day.
100%.
That's some I don't give a fuck juice.
It's called Oxycontin, Joe, but whatever.
No,
I
because
hear you.
it doesn't change who you are.
True.
Like if you
You
gave
just
me a
get
spelling
happy.
bee, I'd fuck up the same words. I count the same, and that was the thing was interesting. Like I was worried that it was going to negatively affect my podcast because I was worried that I'd be too tired. I come in here, I'd just be ragdolled and beaten
Yeah.
down, but I wasn't.
Yeah, because you had more energy,
I
right?
had a lot of energy. Like
Yep.
Jamie, I didn't seem like any slower or anything, did I? You know what fucks me up, and we've talked about this before.
What's that?
Fucking yoga classes. Dude, when I do a 90-minute yoga class and I come in here,
You're
I am
drained.
way more fucked up.
Fuck yeah.
Because that
Mental energy with that.
it's not just that. It's like what you're doing to elevate your heart rate is so much more exhausting to your muscles than say running.
For
Because
sure.
you can't hold a yoga pose for as long as you can run. You can run like for hours.
And you've been
You're
doing
not-
it.
you're not
it's a
gonna-
movement
right.
you're doing.
And you're going left, right.
Yeah.
It's just like this steady push, relax, push, relax, and your legs have like a half a second to recover with each step. That's what's going on, but it's different because yoga you can never do that. Like when you're in a yoga pose, like you're in a triangle pose or something like that. How long can you hold that? Can you hold it a minute? Can you hold it 5 minutes?
Start shaking.
Maybe you're in fucking tremendous shape, and you could do the bow pose where you hold your foot
Yeah.
and you put it over behind
Like
you, and you
this.
have your. Maybe you could do that for 5 minutes if you were in
you're a
fucking
badass. If you're a yogi.
tremendous shape. But damn, that is hard to do. What is that, Jamie?
Scorecards.
Everyone had Korean Zombie up,
Yeah.
except for one guy, except for one judge.
Damn.
Or one judge had it even going in.
Hmm.
Other judges had Korean on every
3-1,
card.
2-2.
So someone had 2-2, others had 3-1.
3-1, 3-1, 2-2.
Fuck, man.
Interesting. What a KO.
What an amazing KO.
All right,
All right,
let's
dude.
wrap this bitch up. Everybody out there being affected by the fires, we genuinely and sincerely hope you and your family are safe. It sucks if you lose your place, but it's way worse if you're dead. What's positive is your friends and your family and your loved ones, and that means a lot to me right now as I'm thinking about it, even though I'm evacuated, and I'm sure I already know people that for sure have lost their houses.
Yeesh.
But we'd feel a whole lot worse if we lost them. You know, it's hard to deal with. It's rough. It's not a good thing, but it's also a humbling reminder of where we are and that nature is a thing to be respected and feared. And when fire gets out of hand, there's some serious fucking consequences. And I don't know what solutions there are to fixing something like this, but I think if there was an invading army that came here and did the kind of damage and devastation that these forest fires have done, there would be some serious steps to protect us against that army. If there's a profit to be made in figuring out how to protect people from this kind of fucking horrendous fire, like, I don't know what it would be. I don't know what it would be hiring way more firefighters or putting way more precautions in place or hiring people and Donald Trump creating new jobs to clear all of this dead wood in the forests and to figure out some way to get to the scene quicker and have flights that are ready on standby filled with water at all times. I don't know what the fuck it would be. But it seems to me that these things, when they get out of hand like this, leave people unusually helpless. Like, we're oftentimes helpless to
Nothing
nature.
to do, yeah.
But this is one of those unusually helpless moments where it makes you really understand how dangerous fire is. And nothing but love and respect out there for all the firefighters and first responders and all these people that are taking care of people. And shout out to Whitney Cummings saving animals. Our girl's out there in Malibu saving animals, bringing them to shelter. She saved horses and chickens and shit.
She likes
She
animals
loves
better than
animals.
people. Yeah, she's always been an animal person.
Powerful Whitney Cummings. All right,
Yes.
thank you to you all. Much love. Bye.